Hey everyone, this is Eagle Tits. The guys wanted to take off for the 4th of July, so they had me put together a compilation video of some of their most viewed episodes. That's what this is. It took about 15 hours to throw together, so if you enjoyed it, please go support the guys on all the social media platforms, as well as checking them out on Patreon at Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Supporting them there helps the show grow, and it helps us keep going. Alright guys, well, hope you enjoy this video.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Bird Zidell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. We'll start off with my main man, Angry John Rosado.
What's up?
All right. Then we got my buddy Schulz. Big Anthony Schulz with 9.5 toes. He stays stabbing them hoes. What's up, Big Schulz?
Oh, just stabbing, man, you know.
And then we got next to me my main man, my co-host, my main man, motherfucking Big Gritty. That Gritty got some down. You know?
I seen that fucking cheese, and I knew you had something up your sleeve. And I'm looking to my right, and I see you have a little more up your sleeve too. But I'm not going to ruin that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Big Gritty here.
Big Grit.
Big Grit. G-R-I-T.
Let's jump into this show.
Kenny Pickett's the best quarterback in Pittsburgh Steeler history.
How many things on Twitter did you tag me
I was
in?
just tagging Rosado and fucking everything that came up. Every Kenny fucking stat I could see. Every picture his hair looked good in. Dude, we got the next Dan Marino, and you're mad about it.
I'm willing to say he's better than what I thought.
He's unbelievable.
But you're ready to put him in the Hall of Fame. I think you're taking a little bit too far.
Give him the gold jacket.
We're talking a preseason game, 2 series.
What about Mitch
Z-Bird
Trubisky?
loves Trubisky.
I mean, like, dude, honestly, when Mitch got out of things that we never seen quarterbacks get out of, we haven't seen Ben get out of in the past couple years, and like he got out of it, made that throw. Our offensive line fucking stinks.
Yeah, I think Mason had the best drive of the night, though, man.
He did. He took control of the game.
This is a fucking restart of the last
I just threw that in there because I know you guys are invested.
You like Pickett. He likes Trubisky. I like Mason. Where you at,
yeah, where you at? You've been fucking.
I just like to play the sideline. I just like to throw it in whoever's getting their balls busted the hardest.
I just want everybody to have a good time and make sure everybody's safe out there.
Yeah, that's it. That's all,
Got
man.
an opinion?
I could give a fuck, about be honest with
When
you.
is the next preseason game?
Sunday. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a third game.
Starters are going to play a half.
Starters are going to play a half. Tallman said this pretty much determines who's going to start, right?
I thought Mitch was already.
Trubisky's going to start.
Yeah, I think he already has that penciled in.
If Kenny comes out again and he lights it up like that,
there's no
how
way.
do you not start him?
But if he doesn't
your
get
offensive
if he
line
doesn't go
blows
against
dick.
the ones, he's not going to start him.
Well, I think he is going against the ones.
Who?
Pickett.
Well, they said the Steelers are going to play their starters the first half.
Right.
It's me, Money Mitch.
I don't think Money Mitch is going to play much. I think he's going to get like a couple series and then they're going to see what old touchdown Kenny got.
Here's the thing. You got to remember, too. Mitch was in a shitty system in Chicago.
Listen.
Got them to 2 playoffs. You know what I mean? Mitch is
bad offense, bad coach.
I don't think Mitch is a bad quarterback. I think Mitch is a good quarterback. I'd be pumped for Mitch if we didn't draft Kenny. Kenny's just like, he's legit, dude.
He does. He gets rid of the ball.
Yeah, so fast. The line's so bad. He's fucking like.
The line's terrible.
Trubisky got out of a ton of shit.
Yeah.
Kenny was fucking. That ball was downfield.
He was getting rid of it
before they could even get to him. He was throwing fucking dudes balls before they were even out of their breaks through the anticipation. Dude, we got the next Dan Marino. That's it. I was right.
Fun fact: everyone at Acrisure Stadium, it's the new name of Heinz Field, except on Madden 23, it's still Heinz Field, and there's a lot of flack about that.
Well, as soon as they update, I would imagine that'd be an update. You think?
Yeah. They already said. I googled it, like, oh shit, look at this, and then they said update coming, and it was like 4 days. So by tomorrow it'll be Acrisure, but
those Madden updates come pretty quick these days. I would imagine
they do. They come. You get a couple
like
of
weekly.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If they catch the bugs, and then
how many hours of? So this is the new Madden,
brand new one.
When did it come out?
Friday.
How many hours do you think you have in? Like for real?
I'm not bullshitting. I have 6 Super Bowl titles.
Tuesday.
I would say a good.
Wait. Do you simulate any of these games?
Yes.
So what do you simulate to the playoffs?
No, I simulate to mid-season. Then I see where I'm at. And then what I'll do then is if I see some key games coming up, like divisional games, I'll play those games. But if I don't have to, if we're really now, I got my team built up so hard that it's we're finishing the season 13-3. When I first got in it, we were 9-8, fighting for a playoff spot. You know what I mean?
What? What team do you play with? The Steelers?
Of course.
Do you play with them as the Steelers, or you do like some crazy fantasy draft?
No, I use regular Steelers.
Who's your quarterback?
I mean, come on, we need to ask that question. Money Mitch, dude. He got 6 rings right now. He's at my house, bling dot.
What did your lady feel about the new Madden?
She's not a big fan of it, but we find out she can watch all of her shows on the laptop.
That's good news.
So I downloaded Hulu, so she'll
What
be
a
like,
compromise.
she'll sit there and like watch it with headphones, and she's content, and I'll sit there and just win
Like
championships.
giving a little kid the iPad, like, here you go.
Yeah,
I got playoff games to win.
Well, she was the one that was like, I could tell you want to play your game. I'm like, yeah, I do, yeah. And she was like, she just gave in. But like, I went like Saturday, I like kind of like OD'd on it. I went way too hard. I probably put in a good 9 hours. Dude, with all the draft changes and like the way you look at prospect, it's just nuts. It's so like you're really in the game. So
You're like a real GM.
yeah,
EA
dude.
Sports. You're in the game.
Dude, and it's amazing, dude. The game, it's such an upgrade from Madden 22.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a vicious rumor going around the internet that Magic Johnson was giving blood.
I see.
Yeah, I seen that too.
Dude, they must have photoshopped that or what? 'Cause
Yeah.
I like looked at it. I was like, that can't. I was like,
I
that's
believed it for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, and then I thought about it,
Yeah.
but he had to put a tweet out today like, listen, I seen the picture. I know what's going on. I haven't gave blood in quite some time, or I never gave blood before, like, so don't worry. Could you imagine if, like, you were going to get, like, some blood that day, and, like, you were on your phone and you seen Magic Johnson, like, oh, fuck, wait a minute.
Yeah, you got the needle in your arm and it's on TV
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
You're
you're
like,
just
what the
scrolling
fuck?
Twitter, and you're like, whoa,
Yeah,
where'd
stop.
you get that shit?
What blood type you're on? Oh, is that HIV positive? Good. I'm O negative.
It's
He beat it. Magic beat it, dude.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
Cash beats it. You
Yeah,
know?
everybody, I get
Nowadays, they got you'll beat it for sure. But back then, you needed cash infusions.
So when they take you into the hospital, like one of like the main, like when they admit you, like one of the questions is like, if you need blood, are you okay with like receiving it? And you say yes or no. So I woke up one morning like fucked up, like fuck, I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and they start like fucking giving me all this fucking blood. It's a weird feeling, man. I was just laying there all fucked up. I just seen this giant bag of blood just draining into me. I'm like, ugh.
It ain't even yours.
Yeah,
Like,
whose is this? Like, I know I need it, but like, how bad do I need it? It was like 8 bags. It was like 6
Holy
bags.
fuck.
It was 6 bags of blood and 2 bags of plasma. I was fucked,
Gee.
dude. I was
Jesus
fucked up. I
Christ,
thought
you lost a
that's,
lot of
Clowns
blood there,
must have
pal.
been.
that's when I thought I was checking out that morning. I seriously thought that might have been it when I woke up because I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, just looking at them, I was like, oh man, I know I need this, but like, whose is this?
Yeah, did you wash that?
Fuck yeah! Like, did you spin that through the
Did
little?
you strain that before you put it in there?
You spin that through that little cycle once or twice more, dude. And like, you're just like looking, and I'm just like looking at
that's
people like, is
making
it
me
his?
fucking-
Tell me it's not his.
Yeah, right. Every person you see, like, oh fuck, it's probably this
It's
guy's.
this fucking guy.
They used to give people like $10 to donate blood. Remember everyone from the methadone clinic?
That's what
Check on
and
the
then-
buzz.
And then,
Yeah.
and then it was 2 bags of plasma, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Like they take plasma from anybody. There's no standards for that.
And like, I think there's good money in plasma too. So
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, for
Plasma's-
sure.
It's a
Plasma's
cash crop.
lot
My
more.
cousin hits it like once a month. My one cousin.
Yeah, dude, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. I think I have one too that does the same.
That's
It's
great.
just like mother. It should be like if you're like picking who you want, like a sperm donor. Like all
No,
right,
it should be like
here's like
getting gas. Like you want 87 octane or
Yeah.
you want Supreme?
yeah. I hope they like went off my insurance. He has pretty good insurance.
Yeah,
give him the good stuff.
give him
Don't
the
give them the
91.
methadone blood.
Yeah.
Save that.
Everyone would go
For
to
Magic.
Oakland and get the orange
I
drink.
mean,
If
think
you
about
see
it.
them
It's somebody.
walking-
It's definitely people that need a couple bucks.
No, that's. I mean, John, I was thinking
Yeah,
all of it,
yeah.
but I was also like, I think I was on the verge of dying. So you know, I mean, you
Yeah,
gotta,
I'll
you
take
gotta,
it.
you
Yeah,
gotta
Beggar
take
skippy
it.
chooser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's helping everyone.
Right. East End Brewing is making a Greenfield beer. Finally,
It's about time.
dude.
huh?
They made. I thought they only made like a few of these things. So I googled it. There's like fucking 70 of them. There's so fucking many. It's a mango passion fruit wheat beer. We got hit up by a listener. I was like, this doesn't really sound
Yeah,
like
it doesn't.
Greenfield to me. I was like, no, it really doesn't. I was like, still though, kind of cool. I thought it was cool until I looked at the neighborhoods that got beers before us from old East End Brewing. So, like, Northside has there's 30 different neighborhoods. Central Northside, Troy Hill,
Oh, yeah.
North Shore, Polish Hill, Perry South. Like, So that's just like the north side has every fucking neighborhood you could think of. Somehow Garfield got a fucking beer before us. Northview Heights. Where are we at? Knoxville. Where the fuck's Knoxville?
Right
By
next
Mount
to
Ollie?
Johnny.
Huh?
I don't know.
That was over your head. Right next to Johnny. Knoxville.
Wah, wah.
Dun-dun-dun.
Dude, Wind Gap. Never heard of it.
Oh, I was in rehab with a girl from Wind Gap.
Really?
She married her brother. I swear to God. I swear to God.
You say she married her
Where's
brother?
it?
Our
Do you know where Wind Gap
stepbrother.
is?
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes a huge
It's
difference.
right by it's right up on Mount Oliver. I'm not
Okay.
kidding.
Esplin. Never heard of it. Fucking Hayes got a beer before us.
There's only like
Fucking
17 people in
Hayes.
Hayes.
Glenn Hazel got a beer before
That's
us.
not even a neighborhood.
That's
That's a bridge.
It's like a greenway behind my fucking house.
It's like Sylvan Avenue.
Yeah, right. Fucking Bedford Dwellings. Never heard of it.
That's
Bon Air.
north side.
Never heard of
Bon
it.
Air's
side.
another one. I know.
This is all north side shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
California Kirkbride. What?
That's north side.
Perry North, Perry South, Ridgemont. Never heard of it.
Never heard of that one.
Fucking Carrick. They're still drinking Slits in Carrick.
They made a Schlitz slushy.
Especially for East End. Like,
Yeah,
Greenfield's
gee,
in the
dude,
East End of the
we're
city.
a major neighborhood.
Major.
We're the heart of the city. We're right in the fucking middle of the whole entire city. Show us some fucking respect. But no, fucking Crawford Roberts gets one.
I don't even know what
Who
that
the
is.
fuck's that? Marshall Shadeland. What?
That's north side as well.
Dude, I'm
The
over
last
this.
one sounded like an old baseball player or something.
Yeah.
Fucking Hazelwood.
What was it? Old E?
Lincoln Place. Are you kidding me? I didn't see Lincoln Place earlier. Swiss Home Park.
Yeah.
There's 13 people who live in Swiss Home Park.
Yeah.
What a fucking outrage this is.
They just started.
So
following-
Greenfield was the last one.
I think there's.
They ran out of
It
places.
sure seems like it. I don't know where I don't even know where fucking 70% of this shit is. I've lived here for 40 years. Like, how is Greenfield overlooked like this? We have a fucking podcast.
Does Squirrel Hill get one?
Well, they started following
I don't
us.
see Squirrel Hill. Oh, did they?
They just started following.
Well,
East End.
thanks for the follow.
Yeah.
But
You think they would consulted us about this beer?
yeah, like it's a cool like it's
Yeah,
a cool,
mango, passion fruit.
I would
What's
have
in
been
there?
like, you should have had Suboxone flavored. It would have
been a huge
You
hit.
would have crushed. You would have cleaned up.
People's
That's probably
lives.
what Carrot got. Oh fuck! But yeah, I was like, oh man, that's cool. Wonder, like, let's see what else got. Dude, you know what really grinds my gears? It's fucking Hayes, dude.
Yeah.
Hayes, are you fucking kidding me?
There's a lot of good. There's eagles over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's probably they probably got that They got that eagle bump, and and fucking they're like, we got to get them in there because we
gotta
can
get these guys a
can
beer.
watch are those eagles still there?
Yeah, they ain't leaving hate. They're Haitians now.
My
They're
mom.
Haitians.
My mom loved those eagles. She used to like, you could watch the live cam, and like one went
Would
out
she
of the
sit
nest
there and
today.
watch a live
She
cam?
would watch the live cam, and she would ride her bike down there, and she'd be like, you could see. I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck.
She'd
Fuck
ride
those
down the
eagles.
Hayes?
No,
She
you
would
ride
ride
on
down the
track.
Sandcastle Trail,
Yeah.
like along River Road there.
Oh, yeah.
And she would go there with her binoculars and look, and I'm like, you're the wooden.
She'd
you're
go
the-
birding.
You're the go birding. Her and Steve Martin. You ever see that fucking movie? It's like him, Jack Black. They go. It's all about them birding. And for whatever reason, it fucking captures me every time it's on. I fucking watch the whole.
And you're
thing.
not even a big bird guy.
I
That's
hate 'em.
crazy.
Yeah, I go, they're not around me, I guess. We were wrong about something. Shuley was actually right for something.
We mean
what?
actually right for something. I'm fucking right 98%
Well,
of the time.
not on here, buddy. maybe on outside on here, you're about 35%, which isn't horrible.
That's a major league hitter right there, buddy.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see what we got here about Shenderovich, and Fishman. Go ahead, Larry.
Are you severely injured, hurting, lost wages, bills piling up? I'm attorney Ed Shenderovich. I'm attorney Alex Shenderovich.
And I'm attorney Craig Fishman.
Yeah.
Only 25.
So what's the difference between a 25 and a 40% fee? Call us, 888-98-TWINS. We've got your back, not your wallet.
Somebody's gonna need a bigger wallet.
We're smart, aggressive, experienced, and we win. Call us at 1-888-98-TWINS.
So last week, Shuley said the Senderovich twins were Russian, and we all laughed at them. Dude,
He said they had the thick accent.
The one does.
I over-exaggerated.
Well,
but
no,
it wouldn't have been as funny.
That was pretty
then.
thick.
That was pretty thick. For us not to notice that after all those commercials is kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's like, I've got your back. I'm not your wallet.
Yeah.
Dude.
You're going
But
to need the
I
bigger
feel like
wallet.
the one is like trying to mask it while the other one just goes
Yeah.
for it.
I'm just going to let my Russian hang out.
Mishka was like,
Immediately.
we listened to it. He's like, dude, that don't sound like that, do we? Do I? I'm like, your shit's way thicker.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's
He's like, really?
No bullshit. It's 10 times thicker.
Yeah.
When he said it, we were in a car and he was so awestruck. He was like, "Are you dudes for real?" Like 100%.
You don't hear yourself, dude?
He's like, my accent is not bad like this, dude. Fuck
Yeah,
no,
he
it's
was acting
way
like
worse.
Shedder verse.
I've known you from Russia from the second that I met you. It took me forever to figure that out.
Yeah, dude. He was asking a legit question, like, whose accent's worse?
Oh, that's fucking funny
What the
shit.
fuck are you talking about?
I went camping this weekend.
Get out of town.
I'm an outdoorsman now. Turns out I was only going camping 30 minutes away from my house. So it wasn't too far. It was like Bear Run Campground. I put it in the GPS. She told me it was close, but then I put it in. It was like 29 minutes away. And I was like, oh shit!
It gave you the walking distance.
It was right past Cranberry. So,
I go ahead because I'm not gonna. I already know something about your story now. So you ran into someone that we know.
oh yeah. I seen Trey McDonough. So yeah. So I go camping. I guess you want to call it that.
Did you sleep in a tent?
I just put a bunch of blankets. I have my SUV, so both seats fold down. Put that down. Put a bunch of blankets. It was money. But then we went with like 4 other groups of I guess family. So everybody else had a tent. We white trash just slept in our car. They all have a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
The kids were heckling me you're sleeping in your car like I was some type of poor that I couldn't afford a tent. Listen, you little fucks. This is more comfortable. It makes more sense. I don't need a giant tent. So they were heckling me. So with Bear Run Campground, we get up there, like I said, it takes 30 minutes. And as soon as we pull in, it's just a little village. And I'm like, what the fuck is this place? It almost is like you're pulling into some swingers camp. There's RVs everywhere. There's a weird little pole that's overly crowded. And there's some kids there, but there's everybody, there's old guys out there with their shirts off.
Yeah.
There's a little place to buy there's a provision store. And I'm like, this is a strange place. And they give us this map. So that was actually they give us the map and then they give us the rundown. Hey, just so you know, we've been seeing some bears. So here's a little a pamphlet to in case you run into some bears. So this is how it goes. Being outdoors means being in the wildlife. Many people never encounter a bear, but if you do, here's some simple advice. Do not run. Remain calm. Group together and pick up small children. Continue to face the bear and back away slowly, talking calmly to identify yourself as a human. Identify yourself as a human.
So you don't get you confused as a bear.
Right. You don't want to start speaking bear to the bear, I guess.
I get that. It does make sense.
That's stupid. If the bear continues to approach, try to scare it away by making yourself as large and imposing as possible by stretching your arms overhead and making loud noises. Carry and know how to use bear spray, which is available at many outdoor retailers and can be used to deter a bear from charging. So they gave me this. I'm like, hey, don't have my bear spray with me. Do you guys sell any? We're like, no. They're like, no.
That's the stupidest thing.
Well, why you if you're passing out this bear propaganda, why you could have got me $25 for bear spray.
I was just gonna say that
I would have paid anything.
They strapped their picture on it, dude.
Yeah,
and it's worth $1 million.
I would have paid anything for that.
Yeah,
So it's now, as soon as I pull in, I'm thinking I got to fight a bear. And we had a bunch of kids with us.
Push-ups before nighttime.
But I was watching bear TikTok before I went up there, so I was kind of prepared just in case I did run into a bear. So if you see a bear and they start coming, you're supposed to go, "Hey bear, hey bear, hey bear," and just keep doing that. So I was ready in that aspect of it.
What the fuck did you watch? That was their defense.
If you go on bear TikTok, that's what they do, and it works. And then sometimes they got to pull out the bear spray and mace those motherfuckers.
So sometimes it doesn't work.
But it was, we didn't run into any bears, but I was, at that point, I'm real cautious, leaving food out. I'm fucking boxing shit. I'm like, dude, we can't leave this out.
They're going to smell it.
There was 6 or 7 little kids with us, and this friend group all had boys, and they're all the same age. It's very strange. They're aged from 6 to 2. And these little motherfuckers, they're running around like crazy. So when we go in, they give us a map to get to our campground. When you first pull in, it just looks like a weird little community.
Yeah.
You go up. I can't read the map. I'm like, I get lost within the community for about like 10 minutes. There's no signage, no nothing. And like all the locals are just like looking at me and like smirking, and I'm like, I'm not asking you anything, motherfucker. I'm gonna figure this the fuck out. Wilderness Jack got it. So I finally see this like secret road that takes you back to like a million campsites. So we're like all the way in the back. We're really camping, dude. And I'm like, okay, well this seems like a bear.
Might see a bear.
It seems like there's a little like crick. I'm like, is there salmon in there? Like, who knows? There's salmon. We're fucked. So we didn't see a fucking bear. We hang out for the night. We make mountain pies. You ever make a mountain pie?
I got a mountain pie maker at the crib.
I have
So
one
yeah,
as well.
we bought a couple. Amazon got us for a couple mountain pie makers. Made some, mountain pie's pretty good, dude.
I gotta know. What did you make? Cherry, apple? Did you make the pizza one?
Made pizza. We made s'mores. We did that. We were getting. I think someone did a little taco one. Well, I only stayed the one night. But they were talking about the next night. The dude had some nutty bars. He was gonna put that in the middle. Try to fucking see what that was about.
Yeah, give it a whirl.
So I mean, I drank about 18 high noons and smoked some Chiba, and I was feeling pretty good. It got me through it. Woke up the next day. Went to Marine State Park, and that was an experience with himself. It's pretty weird there. There was a lady walking around with birds on a leash in a little bird cage, and like the kids were like showing her that. I'm like, this is strange. Then I ran into. I knew I was. You go to somewhere like that, you're always running into somebody.
Yeah.
So like, of course, I see Trey McDonough. And he's out there, and he's, what the fuck are you doing out here? I'm like, I don't know, man. So, but they had a little concession stand. And the concession stand had like fucking like hammered cheese fries that were off the chain.
Oh,
so
nice.
I ate like 3 of them bastards. Little lake, and then like Leanie, I could tell I was tired by then, and she was like, "Do you want to go home or do you want to stay the night?" I'm like, "Listen, it's your friends. We could do whatever you want." And she's like, and she asked me again, and I'm like, "Okay, she wants to go home." So I was like, let's fucking dude. Like I said, we were a half hour away. I'm like, let's just go home. It was perfect. Went home, slept. And that was the end of it. And then I threw up like a lunatic the next day from drink. I just can't drink anymore. I keep like trying to go back to it every once in a while. It was the first time I drank in like a month and a half. Woke up the next day, was feeling okay till about like 5 o'clock. Threw up like I was a 14-year-old girl drinking in the woods for the first time. It was fucking brutal, man.
You know something that you touched on right there? That's like it's such a underlying that women do, because Addie does it to me too. She'll be like, "Do you want to go?" And I'll be like, do you want to go? We can go. That means they want to go.
They want to go.
Yeah.
It's like her friends, so I wasn't want to be the bad guy.
So they can put the blame on us.
She did.
She'd be like, you know what? Like, I wanted to stay so bad. Fucking Jack's like, let's go.
Dude, Rosa does the same thing. She'll pull this one. She'll be like, I mean, like, you worked all day. You're tired. Like, I mean, we'll go. Like, I feel bad though dragging you. Like, you don't want to go, do you?
Yeah.
Like, that's what
she
it
was
is.
like, well, you're golfing in the morning. I was like, I'm not golfing until like 9:45. So like, and like we're a half hour away. I was like, but I mean, if you want to, I like at that point, I was all sobered up. Yeah, I was like, dude, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd much rather sleep in a bed in my fucking car again.
Yeah.
The camping wasn't bad, man.
You liked it?
It was. I don't know if I liked it. It wasn't bad. I'm more of a resort guy, if I'm to be honest with you. I like a nice cabin. I don't like. I'll tell you what I don't like about camping. I don't like the daytime camping. I like the nighttime, the fire, the mountain pies, the s'mores, the weed, the booze. The daytime camping, that's a long day to kill a day,
yeah.
Dude. Like, and you barely have any cell phone reception, that was kind of nice for a little bit.
So that's why you got to drink early, take a nap, start over again.
Yeah, but we went to like Marine State Park, so we
did stuff.
Yeah, and I was pooped.
The walking around stuff. That's a lot.
You got some idiot, and like, dude, lakes, ugh.
Bugs.
Yeah.
I always, as a kid, I remember, our buddy Diggler. His parents had like they had a trailer, and like that was always like when you're a kid and like everyone had a bicycle, that was fun. But I was like, what do the grown-ups do? And like that's what they sat around and drank.
Yeah, you drink.
You drink and whatever.
Yeah, the kids had a blast, but like dudes were drinking at the lake, But they had to hide it. We had a fucking, we had a state trooper or like a fucking, I don't know what the fuck they're called, a Mountie.
Fish and
yeah,
game.
fish and game
A
guy come
ranger.
walking around. Yeah, park ranger. Like, get out of here, park ranger. He took his job real serious.
They usually do.
Yeah, it was, but I'd camp again. You know, if kids make shit, the kids are funny. They were losing their mind, so it wasn't a bad time. Speaking of kids, I had 2 groups of kids. One, like me leaving the campground, and another group of kids at Dairy Queen by my house, giving the old honk, trying to get you to honk as you come by. You remember you did that when you're a kid?
Yeah.
You tried to do it with truckers. Now they're just doing it with regular drivers. I feed into it. I go nuts.
Jack, I drive a 5-ton dump truck.
Dude,
Kids do it to me all the time, and
it's
I lay
great.
on it, dude.
If you don't honk when
You're
a
a piece of
kid's
shit.
trying to get you to
Yeah,
honk,
no soul.
you are the biggest piece of shit on earth.
Yeah.
Dude. There's not a worse human on earth than you if you don't give those kids a honk. And
Second Avenue, they do it all the time because there's a bunch of trucks that go down there because there's like that gravel place, and they're
they
always
lose their minds. They're so fucking
love
pumped
it.
when you give them the honk. And like, dude, how can you just drive by kids and not honk? You're not a honker, Z-Bird.
Who, me? I'm a honker.
You're being pretty quiet over there.
Well, it's hard to get a word in edgewise. I'm letting you 2 talk about it. I heard about, Shuley had his little dump truck story. I drive a dump truck. I'm familiar with children giving to this. Yeah, I love the kids. You know what I mean? I'll honk for seniors. I'll honk for middle agers. I'll honk for kids. I honk for all.
You honk for anybody.
I'll fucking anybody, dude. Eagle Scott Larry. I'll fucking honk for him.
Larry loves a honk.
He does. I'll tell you what.
He wants to get paid in honks instead of money.
Yeah, once I find out Larry, our producer, was an Eagle Scout, I did more research on Eagle Scouts than anyone. I sent him a link.
like he doesn't know.
9% of Eagle Scouts are LGBTQ.
Did you send that to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't. That was a weird thing to send.
No, but it was just like a weird. Why would they even have? How is that an accurate stat?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you grow, I mean, the Scout's been around for a long time.
Sure, but you know what I mean? I'm like, if it was Eagle Scouts, not all Scouts.
Yeah.
9% of Eagle Scouts are LGBTQ, and I'm like, well, that's like, there's not a lot of Eagle Scouts.
Yeah, the Boy Scouts just got like in a bunch of trouble for pecker checking.
But
no.
Those are the adults.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a grown up who's just a regular guy who's just decides to be gay, but to be who not decides to be, but is born gay, however you want to say it. But like the Eagle Scouts, it's super hard to be an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
Like Larry posted that, and like I was like, how hard is it to be an Eagle Scout? I started looking up like how many Eagle Scouts there were. There's only like up to this date in the world. It was like 4,368 Eagle Scouts.
That's not too many Eagle Scouts. Larry, what's more? Is it a Weeblo Scout and then an Eagle Scout? How's that go?
Okay, so Weeblos are in Cub Scouts. I think that's the highest.
I think.
thing in Cub
Yeah,
I think I got to be a Weeblo Scout.
I was a Weeblo myself.
Get to Weeblo, and
Yeah.
then maybe they'll do like Scout for 1 year, scouting, because then there's like a dozen things in there. But most of the time people stop in like the first year of scouting or Weeblo.
I hated Scouts so bad, but my mom just would take advantage of like any free babysitting you could get.
Yeah.
That's what my
Yeah.
parents did
Yeah,
as
just,
well. They were like,
set us down to go. Like, here, we'll watch your kid for twice a week for 3 hours for $20.
Yeah.
For the year or
You wanna
whatever
hear-
the fuck.
I'll tell
you
you,
got to buy him a scarf.
Dude, I took swimming lessons till I was 12 years old. I would like because it was like free. Like, she would just send us all down to fucking McGee.
McGee, yeah.
And she's like, here, your swimming lessons again. I'm like, dude, I've been swimming since I've been like 6 years old at this point. To the point where like I would just like help like the instructors because they knew like, oh,
I
Jack,
get
you're
this.
here again.
Yeah, I get this.
You know how to swim, buddy.
I'll blow your fucking mind. My mom sent me to with the kids to play instruments over at the Go, and I didn't even have a fucking instrument. So I literally went down there for 6 months with no instrument, and they would have like a broken violin in the back, and I was allowed to like play that. And,
You strum that thing a
You
little
were
bit.
just humming the whole time.
Dude, the motherfucker had like 2 strings on it and a fucked up thing, and like I never learned anything. Like they try to teach. I'm like, dude, why am I? I'm like, Mom, they said I need to buy this flute or some shit. We don't have money for that. You just learn. Don't you want to learn how to do something? I'm the only kid there that doesn't have an instrument. Why am I in band and I don't have a fucking instrument?
Here's the thing about learning here. I'm gonna need some type of instrument to play.
To
Like,
learn.
give me a block to bang on or fucking something.
The triangle.
Yeah.
I could have played the fuck out of the triangle. You know what I mean?
A triangle. You could probably find a triangle in like your basement if you really looked.
She wanted you on
we
lead
didn't
vocals.
have nothing. We didn't have fucking cable. We didn't have a car. I didn't have a fucking instrument. She got me a shovel for Christmas. I'm like,
That was recently.
yeah, and I'm like, Grandma, I'm like, fucking, I need this thing. And my grandma was like, do you really want to do this? I'm like, no, but my mom keeps sending me there, and I'm the only person there that doesn't have an instrument. It was like kids, you know what I mean? Like the real smart kids were in it. I was a fucking idiot. I felt like a fool walking in there in poor, dressed like a poor with no fucking instrument.
Dude, the free lunch down McGee. Like my mom was
At
like,
the rec center?
my mom like, go walk down there and take your brother and sister and get a free lunch. I'm like, dude, what? It's like so far.
You can only eat chicken patties so many times.
Oh man,
Dude,
the fucked up free lunch.
Lunchable. You get a Lunchable.
The frozen orange juice was hitting though.
Yeah. I believe me, I was a free lunch kid too. Like, yeah, I'd be like, Mom, I have some money, I'm going down the pool. She'd be like, you're not. They give you lunch.
They give you lunch, but it was like fucking like 9:30 in the morning. You had to get down there before
Yeah,
the pool. It was early
like,
as
10
fuck.
o'clock.
Before the pool opened. Yeah, before the pool opened, they would give you some lunch.
So you can go get some good cramps when the pool opens.
And then you go down there. Then like you'd be down there as a poor, and you'd have like a fucking. You wouldn't even. I didn't even have a fucking. I remember I was like, Mom, I need a towel for this thing. She's like, oh my God, Michael, you're relentless. I was like, I don't even have a towel to go to the fucking pool, nor do I have an instrument to go to band. Like, what do you suck?
Man.
Oh fuck yeah!
Good old McGee pool. We used to drop the tag through so everybody could get in on one tag.
And they were $5.
Yeah,
Isn't
no
that
one had a
crazy?
fucking tag.
Everyone's parents just didn't pay the $5 to
care.
get us tags.
For the whole summer.
Keith Cesari fucking got 37 kids in the pool because he was the only one with a fucking tag.
We would get a tag, but like. There was
Explain
three,
it.
but there was yeah. I mean, you buy a pool tag, and they would give you a tag, and you had like you're supposed to sew it onto your bathing suit, but most people didn't, and they'd be able to pass it through the fence, and like for whatever reason, they really busted your balls about that instead of just letting kids pass them through the fucking fence.
Because we would drop it down.
Yeah,
like,
it was
you know,
just.
It was a perfect plan, and then they got wise to
But
it.
like you said, it was probably $10 for the whole fucking summer.
I
dude.
think dude, he might be right about $5.
I
Dude,
swear
we're
to God,
talking
it
like
was
the
$5.
90s here,
And
early
I remember
90s.
I was like, I need, because I remember my grandma finally broke down and bought me a pool tag. So I told her, like, you know what I mean? She's like, you want to, I was like, dropped off. I was like, I don't know who's down there. She's like, who cares who's down? My grandma's like, well, it's okay. Were you scared of someone? I said, no, I need someone with a pool tag to get in. My grandma was like, how much are the pool tags? And my grandma, I think, took me down and bought a pool tag and screamed at my mom. Like, you've been sending him to band with no instrument. He don't got to
swimming with no tag.
Swimming with no tag. Jesus Christ, Chrissy.
The kid don't got a towel?
Yeah, you don't got a fucking towel. We had to go to Hills to get me a beach towel because I wanted a cool one.
Started my Central Golf League on Saturday. That went pretty well.
Did it?
Yep. It was a nice crowd, nice day. Good weather, you know what I mean? Just get out there, hit the ball, and go hit it again, Johnny. But Sunday.
Was that your day?
Me and Z-Bird go out on Sunday, and Z-Bird hit an eagle putt. We had
seen that video.
We had a video that went pretty viral for us. It had like 5,000 views on fucking.
That's pretty viral.
I was showing my
on
old man
Reels,
that
and then it had
howling.
almost a couple thousand on TikTok. So like we're popping. Now we just got to film golf. I guess we're like a golf podcast now too. Because a regular video gets us like 75 looks, but this one Z-Bird hits a putt. It's 5,000.
We give Larry hundreds of dollars to make an animation. It gets 17 views. I dry fuck a golf club and it gets 5,000.
And we had like people like, dude, TikTok golf's no joke. So we had like people like critiquing Z-Bird's stance. He like ran through my line with my putt.
Oh.
So they didn't like that at all. Some dude called me Seth Rogen because of my voice. I'm like, oh, so this is what this feels like. And I was gonna start battling back, and I'm like, I'll just let it go.
Yeah, let it ride, dude.
Celebrities don't battle back, dude. They just...
No, that's what I figure. I'm like, I'm too
big
I got
for that.
I got 5,000 views on TikTok.
I don't got time.
This dude's looking at my video. You know? I am Seth Rogen, you fucking dork. I wasn't mad about it. It was fine.
Yeah, it's cool. No big deal.
Taking it in stride. But on 18, we were all tied up. We were playing a
What were the
scramble.
teams?
Me, Yogi P, Z-Bird, my boy Gilligan from work. All tied up, all square, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 106 yards out. Nice little approach wedge for me. I knew it was 106 because I hit my little clicker thing on my speaker. It told me. Nice little slow backswing, pops directly up in there, hits the green, does a little roll, right in the hole, dude. Hold out for eagle.
It was nuts.
It was nuts.
You both eagled on Sunday.
But his like to win the thing, like we didn't even get mad. Like dudes were just, I mean, that was it.
Yeah, it was over. Yeah, it ended. It ended the thing. Well, yeah, it was. It was sweet. And we're all running around. Zebra's trying to get me to take a picture. We took a picture. I put a 2 up instead of a 1. But it wasn't. It's like it was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was very cool. But it was Yogi's drive and then my approach shot. It would have felt a little better if it was my drive.
Take
my
your
shot.
pure where you could get him, buddy.
Dude, 1,000%.
You don't need to tell everybody that part of the story.
Yeah, I know, but it's just we're in the trust tree here.
Right.
It's but no, it's going well. Golf's coming together. Watch your back, Johnny. Watch your back. 'Cause here I come. Shit. People ever like bring up to you guys like, hey man, bring up the podcast, and then just tell you like they don't listen to it? Do you ever get that?
Yeah.
No, I get the one like, oh yeah, I used to listen to you guys.
I used to.
Used to, dude. Like what? Oh well, when I was working at home, I would listen, but now I don't. Like, well, don't tell me that.
Yeah,
you know what
right.
I mean? Like, you keep that part a secret, dickbag.
People give it away that they don't listen. Like when someone will say something else, like you guys shouldn't talk just about local stuff. You should talk about like national stories. I'm like, well, that's what we do.
Literally, like that's 70% of the podcast.
Yeah. What do you think? We just talk about what goes on in Greenfield?
Well, that's what. Did
you hear Rialto's is selling drop the price on beer? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
But my aunt comes up to me the other day and she was like, "Oh yeah, your podcast. I don't listen to that." And I'm like, "Great. Just don't."
Why are we talking about it?
Nor like, yeah, it's probably better that way. Like, fantastic. And she was like, "Yeah, people ask me if I listen. I tell them I don't listen to that." I'm like, "Oh well, okay. You don't have
Which
to.
end is it?
You don't have to. You don't have to shit on it to other people.
Right.
Maybe
right.
just say like, "Oh yeah, that he likes doing it," or like, "Haha, I heard it's funny."
Right.
And she was like, "What do I gotta sit on there and listen and hear you talk about titties all day?" And I'm like, I don't really talk about titties on there. She's like, "That's what I heard. You guys
talk about dicks.
You just talk about titties."
Right.
And I'm like, "Titties."
Obviously, you don't listen. I talk about
yeah,
dicks
I
all
was
the
talking
time.
about dicks way more than I talk about titties. I was like, well, Aunt Noreen, it's not a titty podcast. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I don't know what to tell you, but
That's great.
yeah,
No, now that you say that, my dad says that. My dad, like, you listen to it, he'd be like, I listen to it. I listened to all these assholes the whole time they were growing up. I want to listen to their bullshit now.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
I've
dude,
heard it all before.
He says that same fucking line.
I can hear him saying
everybody.
that.
And
Yeah.
it's like, all right, old man, take
yeah,
it
like
easy,
don't
pal.
you don't have to tell me you don't listen to it. You just don't even bring it up. Or
Don't have a
you
skit
just-
for
yeah.
when people ask if you listen to your son.
Yeah, don't run
a
your
podcast your son's on.
right. Don't run your routine when
Right,
other
that's what he
people are
does.
like inquiring about it. Like, dude, just say like, yeah, it's funny.
He's
Check
waiting
it out.
for that. He's waiting for someone to ask him.
But
John's dad's a pretty tough critic on a pod. He was there was a course where he was like critiquing every episode.
Dude, then dude, big Jack Welsh fan. He's like, that just show sucks without Jack.
he needs to call in.
No.
Like 25-minute fucking voice.
So he was like, "Is Jack like it was when you were sick?" He was like, and he knew you weren't on. Like, and he was like, "Hey, was Jack on this week?" He was like, "No." He's like, "Oh, maybe I'll catch it next week."
But yeah, just blow and like it's not my aunt. It happens all the time. People are like, oh yeah. I mean, I don't. It ain't just that. Like, I don't listen to podcasts. Like, great, bro, shut the fuck up.
Who asked? Did I
No
ask
one
you?
asked you, dude.
Yeah, why'd you bring it up
I
then?
fucking asked you to survey my podcast. Get the fuck
What do
away
you
from
do?
me.
You know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
we got 3,000 people every 2 weeks that do listen. So
How
So
about
go
that?
fuck yourself.
yeah,
So, Leany bought fudgesicles.
Yeah.
The old school ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Fudgesicles are surprisingly very low in calorie. It's a good diet dessert. But
Not if you eat 20.
well, not if you eat 20. But I can't even dude, I'm having a hard time even talking about this. I can't eat anything off a stick like that, like popsicle sticks. Like, I don't like the texture of it. Like, it's hard to explain.
It's
Everyone's
wood.
looking at me like,
It's wood, Jack.
I don't like the way it feels in my fingers, or like if I bite into it, if I like catch it. Like, I don't know. Do you guys have any issues like eating like
Dude,
so like
I'll
if
chew on that wood stick until it turns into
I'll break it in
splinters.
half and use it as a
dude,
toothpick.
I'd rather be in the splinters like that while separate than like the hard like I don't know. I just hate the way it fucking feels.
Doesn't
when
bother me
there's
as much.
the exact way that you feel about that is the exact way when someone files their fingernails.
Yeah.
I feel the same. I know exactly how you feel.
I don't like when people when you hear the click, like click.
No, like
click.
when they're clipping them, I don't care.
Fudgesicles are just so good, though.
But the fingernail files
Yeah.
that's like my popsicle stick.
So, like, it freaks you out that bad?
It's
You've never eaten like so.
No, I have.
So you
I
don't
have.
eat
No, I-
popsicles or fudgicles.
No, I'd much rather go for like a freeze pop with the plastic.
Shish kebab.
No, they might cut the inside of your
So
lip
shish
there,
kebabs
yeah.
like don't bother me
Okay.
like that. One, because they're easy. You
can
could
pull
pull
them
them off.
Yeah.
Corn dog kind of the same way. The wood feel like I can't. I don't fucking like it. They have these things on Amazon that I'm gonna order. It covers up the wood and it's like rubber.
It's like one
and
of them
it-
corn
and it-
holders.
And it kind of like kind of like that. And it's supposed to be for little kids for drips, but I'm gonna get it because I'd rather have the rubber in my hand than the wood.
You were-
You know what I mean?
I do.
yeah, I can't believe they sell something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, Laney said it to me the other day. I was like, man, they literally have fucking everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, you must not be the only one. Obviously.
Well, no, it's not because like I have a wood phobia. It's because
Wood phobia.
But it's not even like other wood. Like, dude, lumberjacks is
Right.
I'm surrounded by wood.
Maybe that's what it
I
is. You want to
respect wood.
relax.
I just don't. I don't like the feel of.
I don't like to hold
I don't
wood.
like popsicle sticks, dude. It drives me nuts. It makes me. I don't know. It's fucking.
What about
weird.
the like cheap ice creams you get from like the
Oh,
truck
dude, I
with the
can't
paddle?
even.
Use the
Dude,
spoon.
Dude,
The
like,
wood spoon.
Dude, the wood.
It's a paddle.
Yeah,
Not
that's
even
I
a
almost
fucking spoon.
I almost forgot about them. They're 1,000 times worse.
That's probably
So,
something
like-
happened to you when you were a kid with them.
So like,
you
those
got
are-
a tongue splitter.
Dude, those Italian ices
Yeah.
where you just like, oh fuck no, dude. Oh, dude, it's crazy. Like and like those ice creams, like the vanilla with like the chocolate fudge, they
Yeah.
give you the wood stick, they're bomb. I just can't eat the wood spoon. Fucking freaks
You
me
just
the fuck
throw it
out.
away.
Yeah, I gotta go get like a regular spoon.
I was talking to somebody the other day. It's like almost like drinking a carton of tea. When
I don't like that.
I
Either.
don't because I feel like I can taste the cardboard.
I swear to God, not the whole carton, just that top part
Yeah.
that's papery.
You have
I
to
get
drink
that-
You
it
gotta
like
get it
2
wet.
mouthfuls, and then it's done with, or it's like I don't know, it gets soggy.
like
I'd rather
weird.
I'd
like you
rather
just
it
drank
get
cardboard.
soggy.
I'd rather
yeah.
keep- yeah.
I'd rather it get soggy.
But when it's dry, I'm like,
I've elevated my life. I buy like plastic now.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go plastic carton of tea, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Napoli's carton of tea every
Yeah,
time.
right.
That
Don't
shit's
give me-
fire.
Yeah, plus you can actually close that,
Right.
and if it falls over in your car, it's not going to spill everywhere.
Remember the one dude from Greenfield who wouldn't let you get a fucking sip his tea?
He give you a cap
he would
full?
give
He
you-
told me he was going to give me a capful. Like I don't even know why I would consider like sharing. Just in high school, you do.
Yeah, let me
shit
hit your
like-
tea.
Let me hit
No,
that
but
tea.
it's like
dude.
gym
Right.
class. Like, dude, let me
I'm
smack
dying.
that real quick.
Yeah.
I'm
He'd
dying.
be like-
Can I hit your tea?
Or he'd be like, hold on a second. He'd guzzle it and give you like all the backwash.
Yeah.
Like, here you go. Like,
And they-
talking
fuck
about
you,
yogi,
dude.
right?
No.
No, Ronnie Rifle Tits.
Yep.
Oh, is it? Oh, rifle.
Yeah, he
I
wouldn't
re-
share a drink.
I remember that was
So he
strange.
would fill up, like you said, he would fill up the cap, which is fucking an insane move, or he'd like give you the backwash of an iced tea, and like a carton of tea is so much tea. There's so much disgusting backwash. Like
Yeah.
nobody wants that.
Especially like that. Oh, that last half inch.
I mean,
There was another Greenfield kid who like always had like a big like dude. I swear my parents always forget to give me water with for soccer games and shit like that when I was real little, or like baseball. Basketball. This kid always had a giant like water cooler of like ice cold fucking water, and he would never let you share it.
Really?
And I hate his guts to this day because of it. Like he
What
would
a
just you
piece
could
of
be
shit.
dying like down Gladstone Field, not a fucking water fountain in sight. And this motherfucker wouldn't give you a fucking sip of his water.
Like, dude, just pour it into my mouth. I won't let my lips touch
Dying.
it. I
I'm about
swear
to go drink
God.
out of the crick. Like a fucking animal.
about to walk down to the
Yeah,
union
young
mall.
me was down with that. If you asked me for a sip of my drink right now, I'm like, nah, dude.
Yeah, it seems like sips stopped when you get a little older, when you could afford a drink. Everything changes when you can afford a drink. Explain what road juice is, Z-Bird.
My buddy, he likes to, whenever he likes to take a spin in his car, and he likes to have a cold one. He gets a Gatorade bottle, has half Gatorade, half whatever alcohol he can get his hands on, pours it together, shakes it up, and he calls it road juice.
I have a vague idea of what's in
No,
there.
no. The one day before we came here, we seen him. He was like, "Taste this, babe. It's delicious." So I'm like, "All right, I'll take a smell." And it's delicious. He gave me the recipe, but he called me on the way here.
See, like Gatorade,
Like, don't tell nobody what I made that from. That has nothing to do with Gatorade.
I always
Just
felt like
the
Gatorade
bottle.
was okay.
There's
It's
no
just the
Gatorade.
bottle.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say Gatorade was always a bad mixer. Because like vodka would always just
Vodka-
cut right
yeah,
through
yeah.
that.
I did like vodka in the blue Gatorade. Wasn't bad.
But it's still, like you said,
You couldn't go too heavy on the vodka.
The vodka's there.
Well,
Yeah.
how much can you handle? But yeah, there's no Gatorade in there, dude. I'm pretty sure it's like a March.
I was
Mike's
sworn to
Hard
secrecy.
Mike's Harder lemonade and a couple other, maybe a couple other things.
That makes more sense.
I took one sip of it. I swear
Yeah,
to God, I thought
in
I was buzzed.
Everything in it is alcoholic. There's not a touch of anything.
No mixer.
No mixer.
Okay.
It's mixed with fucking other alcohols.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Road juice,
Like
baby.
peach schnapps is the fucking mixer or something.
The Long Island iced tea that you
he
can
cut
make
it
in a
with
sheet.
a peach schnapps.
I love the
Cut
fact.
it with Rumpelmans.
Yeah, I love the fact it's called road juice because it's for when you need to drive
Drink
around
and
and
drive.
drink.
No, he is right because the color does like equal out to like some
Some
flavor of Gatorade.
So you ripped the peel off?
No, fuck no.
No.
What are you
No,
crazy?
so we'll have like a fucking Arctic
There's no
Blue.
way
Or have a
that looks
sheets
like
cup.
Gatorade.
No, and people always
I'm colorblind.
because people pick that out from a mile away. Like, yeah, that Gatorade looks a little light.
Like, dude, why does that Gatorade look like iced tea?
Why is it brown?
Like,
Ooh,
Mike-
remember Gatorade had the iced tea flavor?
that was a fucking good Gatorade.
Yeah, I mean, it was just pretty much iced tea,
There was a
wasn't it?
lemonade
kids.
one too. Yeah,
we
it
were
wasn't
kids.
bad.
We loved iced tea. So iced tea Gatorade was the shit.
They only sold it in Greenfield.
Yeah, yeah. It probably was like a test run.
Yeah, that was a test market right
That's
there.
why we're all fucked up.
Yeah,
Jack had
fentanyl in
stomach
it.
problems. Yeah. Were you drinking iced tea Gatorade around 91, boy?
I don't know. If I had to point a finger at anything, it was probably the Surge.
Yeah. Oh.
Or
Jolt.
I feel like
Jolt.
I feel like Surge was just like no bullshit, so cheap at Kogo's, like 39 cents to something that's like popping out in my head.
Yeah.
Or like parents would have cases of Surge like after a game. Like, what is this, dude?
I've never
See,
drank Surge
What was the
ever.
one you
Nah.
said?
I had some
Jolt.
Surge
Jolt.
in
My mom
day.
used to have sixes
Was
of
that
Jolt
like an
laying
energy
around.
drink?
It was
Or
an
It was
energy-
like a Coca-Cola, just
It was like a
25 times the caffeine.
yeah, it was like a
Yeah.
Mountain Dew juiced up.
Okay.
It was an energy drink before an energy drink with like it was like introducing kids to like
Yeah.
cocaine.
Yeah, methamphetamine.
Yeah. Like you guys okay, like there's gonna be like Adderall and then right underneath Adderall there's Surge. You know what I mean? And if you drink enough Surge you know what I mean, it'll probably be higher than the Adderall.
All right, let's get into some voicemails here.
Hey, it's Mike from Latrobe, Gear Grinder. It's Latrobe, not Latrobe. Fucking Latrobe. All these goddamn Steelers, St. Vincent
No one cares,
fans
hillbilly.
coming in, reporting this and that,
Well, he's
calling it
right.
Latrobe. It's Latrobe. Get it right. Fuck off.
It's like you responded to
Yeah, he knew Jack was going to bust his balls.
Zebra was like, come on, he's a listener.
We can't afford to lose any. Hey, we got the people.
I don't think I ever said. I mean,
Were
I,
we saying
still-
Latrobe?
I,
Did
said, I think we
Latrobe.
probably say Latrobe.
Latrobe.
So we
I
say
mean,
it right?
he called in. We obviously were saying it.
No, I guess it's
Latrobe.
Latrobe, but I would say
Latrobe.
Latrobe.
If you go in, like, so my dad's cabin's by there. If you stop anywhere there and someone says their name, they're from there, they say Latrobe. And they like, this dude's
correct.
offended
Yeah, right.
for us calling it Latrobe.
I've called it Latrobe my whole entire life.
Because you're
I
not
mean-
from there.
Right, yeah.
Right. I mean, we
I'm
don't
sure we're wrong.
pronounce a lot of things right.
Yeah,
Right.
like most things.
Right.
We didn't know Shenderovich was Russian.
Yeah.
Julie's the only one that knew.
Don't take
Yeah.
it personal.
I was going to say,
buddy.
don't say we.
I've been listening to Z-Bird say "worsh" when he talks about washing his clothes for 20 years now. I mean, I never corrected him.
Yeah, you dudes got bad Pittsburgh accents, man.
So do you. You got a Glenn Hazel accent.
I'm a little more polished, dude. I'm a more,
It's that
Man of the
CCAC
world.
Yeah,
education.
it's a CC.
Yeah.
Well, I hit two of them, John. I hit the south and I hit the north. So
That's right. You're
Spread
well-rounded.
yourself around.
next week.
What's up, boys? Kind of turns out you guys were talking about Port Authority coming Pittsburgh Regional Transit. Turns out your favorite caller here is a bus driver for Pittsburgh Regional Transit. Z-Bird does stories. That happens about 3 times a week. Every one of them stories you told happens about 3 times a week. Let's see, they're talking about new filters. There ain't no fucking filter that they could put on any new bus that'll stop that smell from coming from the back of that fucking bus. That broad you were talking about, too, with the in shower for 10 days, she rides the bus a couple times a week, too. Ugh. Yeah.
He said,
Change his name, waste a bunch of fucking money. A little bit of better things they could have done with all that fucking money to change uniforms and change a paint job on a bus.
Dude,
Danny, I like him.
anytime there's any type of like change in a job like this, the guys that've been there forever just get fucking furious. Whether it's like public works, cops, or fucking anything.
Like, why
They
do
just
garbage trucks go to turn gray?
Yeah,
I
they
don't
just
get it.
lose their fucking marbles. Smelling people on the bus like all the time,
Gross.
like
Yeah.
that gotta be fucking rough.
You
People
got to
that-
put some, like, Ben Gay under his nose or fucking
Yeah,
or
just
something.
fucking drive around in a mask all fucking day because that would smell like hell. But yeah, anytime there's any type of change, an old city or like fucking out there, like a county job, like the old timers don't like it.
Nobody likes change.
Nobody likes change, especially in
the
gigs like
smallest
that.
change could send people over the edge. I remember they moved lunch. I worked at this place called IGS, and they moved lunch from it was 11:45. They moved it to 11:50, and people lost their like people there for 20 some years literally lost their minds and started a petition. And it was actually going to give us it was like weird because we were going to get an extra break, but we never had they were adding a 9 to 9:15 break. So we're going to have you guys take lunch at 11:50. And it was still going to be a half hour. You got till 12:20, but they were like, they started a petition. I wouldn't sign it. I said, I'm with it, dude.
We used to work at this one gig, and they were like, hey, we want you like summer. They want us like working through lunch, which is like, and like the old timers like, well, now they don't want us to have a fucking lunch, but like it happened every summer, and like you still ate lunch. You know what I mean? They know you still, and it shortened your day by a half hour.
Right.
And these dudes would still lose. Like, I don't want us. We can't even eat a fucking lunch. I'm like, dude, we're eating lunch right now.
You're bitching about this with a sandwich in your hand.
Right. I was like, this is where we're just not in a building. Like, we're just relax, dude. I was like, and we're going, and they left you out 15 minutes early. So like you knock 45 minutes off your day, and like these dudes would still lose their fucking mind about them. Like, man, you guys just don't like change, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Kenny Show. I just want to say, Shirley, you're right. Fuck those skateboarders, too. And
you're right, Kenny.
Jack, about the aliens and the nude pics, I think the obvious answer is we got to send up pictures of your nipples. And then we can find out once and for all from the aliens if they're beefy or not.
So Kenny's pretty much the fifth chair here now.
Yeah.
Kenny's calling it. Kenny, I love it. Keep it up. You're the only motherfucker that called this week.
Yeah, thanks, Kenny.
Yeah, we
Ray,
appreciate
what's the number? And like if you do want to call in, it's 412-438-8358. Call in anywhere, it's free. And we love the voicemails. We love them. The more we had like 9 one week. That was a great week for voicemails. We'll take the one from Kenny, but let's step it up, guys.
Good job, Kenny.
Way to keep it going. Yeah, Kenny wouldn't have called in. We'd have been fucked.
We would have been fucked.
That Hilfiger shirt's banging. Man.
Yeah, he got that.
Hey guys,
gear.
this is Molly from Washington, PA.
A chick.
And I got a gear grinder for you.
Uh-oh.
My gear grinder is when you're in a group setting and you're, trying to tell a story, you're about 30 seconds in, and then some asshole decides to chime in, oh, you know what, the same thing happened to me. And then they start telling their fucking story for 10 minutes. And then, you're sitting there like an idiot, first of all. Then at the very end of their story, whenever they're finally done, they say, oh, you know what? Go ahead and finish your story. And you're like, nah, I'll just go fuck myself. Anywho, big fan of the podcast. You guys are doing a great job. Love you guys. All right, bye.
Thanks, Molly.
Very refreshing. That's not my sister Molly either.
Yeah,
that's a
real girl.
That's a real girl.
Molly,
holy fuck! Tell your friends, Molly.
Molly, by any chance, do you have a brother named Kenny? Because that was such a good call. I'm like, dude, this is very Kenny-esque.
I want to hear from Molly every week. Yeah, the old Mr. Me Too sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, let people have their
you gotta let them
moments.
finish their own story, right?
But
Listen,
I feel like sometimes you could like.
What are you saying, Julie?
I'm that guy.
It
She was directing that to me,
100%. For sure. Sometimes I like stop, like especially on here, maybe not like a setting, but like if I feel like you're missing something or there's a funny part of your story, I'll try to like stop it and be like, dude, I want to hear about this part, then get back into it too, just to like, try to amp the story up a little bit. But yeah, when you're in the middle of something and someone just completely stops you, then tells a whole nother fucking story, 2 stories in a row is a lot. Like, relax, let me get through my shit, and then you tell your shit.
When people get overexcited and they take over the story, I don't like that. And they start, like, especially if there's 2 of you involved in the same story, but you're telling the story, but then they get all hyped up. Surely
and over yell you.
Surely's like, he's like, no, they came out like, you tell me what happened. I'm like, I was getting there, man. I was working my way up. He's like, Echo 360. I'm like,
the best is when you and Rosa, like, Rosa will tell a story, and you are obviously both there. And then you like take it over. And
but she butchers stories.
Yeah, that's what you do. She was so mad the one day. You're like, but I tell it better.
She butchers them so bad. I'm like, you're doing the story no justice. Let me save this.
Sometimes you do got to save a story, but
not all the time. But I try.
That was a good gear grinder. Thanks for the call, Molly.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? If you're listening to Greenfield's Finest podcast, you probably like to have a couple beers and maybe a couple party favors, and every once in a while you make that mistake and you'll get in your car. Next thing you know, you get pulled over for a DUI. You think you might be in trouble, but you're not anymore. You can call Catch a Lot, 412-456-1221. That's 412-456-1221. If the cops catch you, call Catchel. Let's just say you're out and about, though, and you get hit by a drunk driver, or any driver for that matter, and now you're injured. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there, be laid up, home from work, not have any money? I don't think so. You're going to call Catchel at 412-456-1221, and you're going to get paid.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're in the real estate market right now, if you're buying, selling, looking for someone to be a property manager, I know just the people. Carlson & Associates, located in the heart of Pittsburgh, Southside. Carlson & Associates, not just known in the Southside, they're known all over the Pittsburgh area, and they're great at commercial and residential, and they've got you covered. Call 412-431-1718 or visit their website at casouthside.com. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're looking to go out this week, if you're a guy or a girl and you're looking for something to do and you and your friends want to go out, why don't you check out 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Not only do they got some of the best drinks in the world, they got over 100 craft beers, and they absolutely have some of the best food in all of Southside. So check out 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street if you want to go out and you want to have some good food and you want to fuck. I don't know about you, but shit's always breaking around my house, whether it's my washer, whether it's my dryer, whether it's my stove, whether it's my fridge. Something's always breaking. I used to have a handyman, but you can't rely on anyone nowadays until I find Primetime Appliance. 412-896-1395. They fix TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, and everything more. These are the guys that call, and they get the job done right. That's Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. And tell them you heard it on Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? You looking for a fun night out in the South Side, but you don't want to get punched in your face? Neither do I. That's why I'm going down Finn McCool's at 1501 East Carson Street. You want to go somewhere, have a beer, hang out with some people, see some hot chicks or some hot dudes, but you don't want to get punched in your fucking face? Well, go down to Finn McCool's at 1501 East Carson Street. Have a good time and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Gritty, who be corn dicking this week?
Fuck you, dude. I'll quit. I'll walk right out of here. Cleveland dad and son have a sign that says "Fuck them hoes, free Deshaun Watson."
You're a corn dick?
Yeah, dude. The kid's like 6. Kid was little, man.
Yeah, very young. Yeah.
He was seriously probably like 5 or 6. The dude looked like a fucking major weirdo creep.
Derelict.
That rubbed me the wrong way. I clicked on his shit, seen a couple pics. I've seen enough of this fucking.
Well, it's Cleveland.
It is,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong. This has definitely happened in Pittsburgh. But dude, to draw a fucking sign that says "Fuck them hoes," free Deshaun Watson, and have your fucking 5-year-old fucking hold it,
and you're carrying it out in public. It's not like he did in his living room.
I mean, he didn't make T-shirts, did he?
I mean,
Z-Bird's about to give one.
Well, those T-shirts were just as bad, I guess.
You got a million Deshaun Watson cards. He needs them on the field.
It was more the fucking kid, dude. It was it was a weird.
You want to be a creep?
Look.
Don't drag your fucking son into it.
Do it with your boy or some shit
It's
like
all
that.
about the messenger. The messenger, like having your kid as the messenger, is what fucking throws.
He thinks it's like ironic and funny, but it's like, okay, dude, it's kind of not
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like that kid I'm sure he has his skull and shit like that. And
I'm sure this kid's even when he's like not out there with them. I'm sure, this dude.
The kid probably loves it.
Well,
But,
I'm saying
he
this
doesn't know
dude's
any
probably
better.
a total scumbag the whole time.
Oh,
of his
there's
life.
there's no doubt that he's not.
raising a young scumbag.
That's true.
And
There's no off button there.
Yeah, this sign isn't going to change things.
The kid's going to be a scumbag
The kid's
no
already
matter
fucked.
what.
What'd you say? Surely there's no off.
There's no off button on being a scumbag. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're all in or all out.
Imagine
I
what
love
he's saying at home in the privacy of his own home.
Oh, yeah.
Let alone what he's showing the
it.
public.
He's probably kicking his old
I
lady's
don't have
ass.
to imagine. I know.
Yeah.
Fuck. that dude, I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way with the little kid, dude.
I agree.
I didn't like it. But I guess, yeah, I don't know. Just to sit down and make a sign. Like, that's so much effort to begin with.
And you could have came up with something funnier.
Clever, more
How was the art on the sign?
It was
terrible.
Stupid block
It was like he
letters.
wrote over it like a
Right,
million
yeah.
times. Like, just like traced it over 1,000 times. It wasn't artistic by any means.
Yeah, it was tasteless is what it was.
I like that,
Tasteless.
Jack. There you go.
Tasteless. Local sports bar, downtown Redbeards. We had an employee accuse another employee of putting heavy duty degreaser in his coworker's drink.
Oh.
Dude comes back. He was outside like smoking a square or some shit like that. Comes back in, takes a sip of his drink, said it tasted funky. Dumped it out immediately. He said his lips started burning a little bit. He went to the manager like, "Hey, I think somebody put something in my drink, dude. Like, it tasted wild. My lips are like fucking with me a little bit." Manager's like, "All right, I'll go look at the tape." Looks at it. Coworker poured fucking degreaser in the dude's drink.
What a
Like
piece
they
of
catch
shit.
it like he's like perfectly like facing the camera, dumping it in there.
What
So-
an asshole.
What an asshole. And then like I read the article and it was like the dude that he was fucking with doesn't really fuck with anybody, so they were just pretty much fucking with this guy for no reason. And so the manager went to the cops. They arrested the kid.
Yeah, I seen.
I like that.
The dude's been in trouble quite a few times before. It's not like he's
Yeah,
has he?
upstanding pillar of the community.
You know, little back of the house.
Yeah, I mean, you got
shenanigans.
but you can't try to kill your fucking
Yeah,
coworker,
you
dude.
can't
Like,
poison your coworker.
Yeah.
How much did he pour in there?
I mean,
enough to make this dude throw
I mean,
up or whatever.
Yeah, for him the dude ended up being fine, but I mean, enough for him to notice it. And his
Yeah,
lips started
that's-
to burn.
yeah,
dude, degreaser. You know, I mean, we're talking about floor cleaner when there's.
Yeah, this scrapes the grease off the back
Yeah,
of
that's
the
probably
oven.
gonna
Yeah,
eat,
right.
that's probably gonna eat the inside of your colon.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm a big. I want to throw the book at anyone that fucks
Don't fuck
with
with my drink.
my drinks or my food.
Yeah.
Like throw the book at them.
Yeah.
The guy, like when the fucking that idiot was licking the opening the ice cream.
Oh, what a
licking-
piece of shit.
Yep.
They made that stopped quick because they made an example out of that dude. They threw the book at him.
What did he get?
He got like
years.
I don't think I think they gave him like days, like 90 days or something like that. And,
90 days is a lot.
And then I
Yeah.
think they like hit him with a major fine.
Yeah.
You
He's
can't
never-
you can't be licking ice cream.
He's never allowed in a
Dude,
Coons
there's so
again.
many so many cameras around. Thank God, like I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing there's that many cameras around, but I remember watching like a show back in the 90s where they would like have like surveillance cameras and catch some people. Like this one dude just pulled out his hog and just pissed in these people's like the coffee, the thing of coffee, and like then they show him going over and like serving it to them. You know what I mean? Like
What a
dude,
piece of shit.
I used to bartend with this girl
I
back
felt like it was raw.
back in the day, and we would spike each other's drinks with like well gin and stuff like that. But like it was a game that we like
Yeah.
played. And so it was like, and
Yeah, it wasn't
it wasn't
degreaser.
degreaser, it was well gin.
You were
Yeah,
going
like, just get you
buzzed
She would
drunk.
go take a sip of her water and she'd get a mouthful of well gin. It'd be fucking funny. And same with me. I did it to her the one day. She's like, "Don't do that anymore." And I was like, "What? All right." And she was pregnant, so I was like, I figured it out the way she like looked at me. She's like, "Don't do that." I was like, "Okay, I got it."
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, right.
Thanks a lot, Captain Buzzkill.
Yeah. Well, don't drink the next one because that's full of rufalin.
Who do you think got her pregnant? That boy got a little dog in him. Gritty, grit, grit.
Oh, we're having fun. Apple employees started a petition against companies' return to work policy because it will affect their mental health. Go to work, pussies.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They're just being
And I'm gonna-
pussies.
of
Like,
course,
yeah, I can
like,
stay
this
home.
has been going on for like a minute. They were like, they gave them like because we had this story on here, and it was like, hey, you have to return to work by like X amount, or whatever the date was, and so now the date's here, and like they started this petition, like, oh, it's gonna affect our mental health. Like, dude, you know what? mental health is so 2020. It's crazy, dude.
Not only that, that's one of those
be
things.
a man.
That's one of those things you can say.
They got no grit.
They got no grit.
They got no grit.
I'll be honest, like, dude, like, I have mental health issues. I suffer like the worst issues is in the wintertime when I'm laid off. When I'm working, it's literally like
get
the
your
best,
mind going.
It's the best medicine.
Yeah, get that blood flowing.
Yeah.
Get out of your stale, stagnant house.
Everybody wants to kill themselves.
Sitting there by yourself.
You have to find shit to do so you don't.
It's funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me forget about that for a minute.
Do you think that this has anything to do with the Madden release?
It may have everything to do with
the Madden gets released, and now you gotta go back to work. When the fuck can you play Madden? I mean, it kind of makes sense.
You got to go to work. Dude.
Oh, you do. I go to work
at least a couple days a week. Like it's gonna be.
T-Bird comes in like he just went on a bender.
Like
I'm like looking at him like, dude, you look worse than me. What'd you do all weekend? Like, no, dude, just drank a case of Coca-Cola and
gone
played
off
Madden.
that dew.
And then ate a bunch of nachos. I ate my nacho soup where I just crushed. I got to the point in my life where I just crushed the chips up, throw them in the bowl, heat the cheese up at the same time, and just eat spoonfuls of nacho soup.
Nachos.
That's fucking disgusting.
Not really, but
is that all? You don't put any other additives in
no
there?
Salsa, no hot sauce,
just chips and cheese.
I heat the cheese up first. Get the cheese nice and hot. It's amazing cheese. Then I'll get like a nice 2 handfuls of the chips, crush them up, throw them in there. That way, when I'm eating Madden, I don't get the shit all over my fingers.
Yeah.
So it's like I just get a little spoonful of nacho with cheese. Put it back.
I'd like to watch you play Madden.
Come on over
for a while.
Dude,
you got a night?
Just don't talk.
You know what you need to start doing? You gotta start twitching it.
Yeah.
Get on Twitch, and because you're doing it anyhow.
Larry.
And if you're fucking,
you're moving in.
If you're eating, if you're eating like fucking cheese soup with and doing weird shit like that, it might catch on.
At least I'm not smoking crack.
Absolutely, buddy.
You should have a shirt that says that. At least I'm not smoking crack.
That's named my comedy special. At least I'm not smoking crack.
Dude, I golfed Saturday morning, and everyone's like, well, "What are you doing tonight?" I was like, "Well, Leanie's going out with her friend. Shit's about to get crazy." Picked up a Mini-O's around noon. Got an extra large fry. Fucking knocked that back. Ate a half of ice cream cake. Got the bong going, dude. I had a time.
Did you fire one off? That one off the wrist?
I was so full of Mini-O's and ice cream cake and fucking weed.
I gotta make room.
Last thing in the world I want to do is jerk off.
We're different. We're different guys, obviously.
Listen, she gets up and goes to work every morning. I'm
all right. Okay, big guy.
Yeah, I'd be jerking. I'd be jerking.
It's another
I'd be
T-shirt.
jerking off, fellas. Yeah, I'd be
what you
jerking.
talking about? Yeah, I can be jerking, man.
But like, I was like telling these dudes my plans, and they were looking at me like, "Dude, you changed a little bit."
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. That sounds like a perfect fucking day.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
there was golf on. I was in the hunt with a bet. You can't fucking beat it.
No,
Did you take a good nap too?
Took a nap. Yeah,
good 2-hour in the bed nap.
No, I did a couch guy, but I do love the in the bed nap. I was just tired. Golf tires you out. But it was fucking unbelievable. There's a giant metal slide in Michigan. People are getting absolutely wrecked on. Do you guys see this on the internet?
No.
It's like a potato sack slide, and it has all these dips, and people are like literally getting fucked up bad, hitting their heads and shit like that. And then the park ranger's like, well, people are just going down the slide wrong. What you got to do is you got to get in the sack all the way. You got to lean all the way forward, and you got to put your arms like this, and just like, cuz no one's gonna follow the directions of the slide. Make the slide where people don't smack their heads and get concussed. People were like, the kids were crying.
It's too wide.
People were bleeding. It's on like a fucking.
Is it like the Alpine slide?
No, it's like a giant tin slide with all these like dips in it. It was dangerous, and they're fucking flying. They shut that bitch the fuck down.
It's like a metal awning with like the ridges in it. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Okay.
And like, they're just flying down it. But it's super fucking. It's as wide as this room. So imagine like a 6-year-old kid going down there, spinning around, going in the ball and backwards and cracking her coconut.
You guys ever got fucked up on a janky slide or anything like that?
Yeah.
I got fucked up at the park when I was a kid all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I flew off the friggin' merry-go-round.
I was just gonna say
that's that. They should ban those
things.
They
should ban merry-go-round.
I'll throw up on a merry-go-round right now.
Old dudes would torture us.
Oh man,
They would put us. It was when me and
PTSD
Jack,
right now.
Me and Jack were little. I mean, we were probably like, I was 8, Jack was 7. But for one, they used to make us fight each other almost every day. And the other fun game they used to play with us is they would put one of us in the middle of the merry-go-round, and they would run around it as fast as they fucking possibly could and get the thing spinning insanely. So by the time we got off, like we couldn't move. We were like,
or you went flying off,
or you jumped off because you were going to be so sad.
You didn't hang on. You just the amount of scratches.
But the older kids had a good time.
Yeah, I'm glad they had fun.
I'd like to get a couple.
We owe a few of those motherfuckers.
I like to get old Tank.
Yeah, I was about to say his whole government. But that's exactly who I was thinking too. He's fucking 400 pounds pushing us around. We were 80 pounds flying around that fucking thing.
I'd like to get Tank on there. Yeah. Get a crew
I'd like to
together
make those old
spin.
motherfuckers fight each other now. Not so little anymore. Speaking of getting, so I got fucked up real bad the one time. I was in like Coriopolis at this. I think that's where it was. It was a long time ago. I was there with like a ex-girlfriend and her little brother. We were going like to this like river. There was like a rope swing and shit like that. And we get there and there's a bunch of like local like whippersnappers going off like this rope swing. And I'm like looking at it. I'm like, dude, I don't like the looks of this fucking thing. There's a bunch of locals around. I was like, let's go jump off some cliffs down there away from these people.
The yahoos.
Yeah, the yahoos, exactly. And she was like, you don't want to go off that? I said, nah, I think I'm good, dude. And she's like, all right, yeah. She's like, you're right. That looks crazy. And then her little brother was like 4 years old. He was like, you're really not going to go off that, you chicken? And I was like, all right, here I go. So I go grab the rope. You know, all these fucking like 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds are like looking, they're smoking squares and shit. And I'm like, I don't like the looks of yous. So I go off the rope swing, no direction from anybody. I just figure like, you run and you jump, you're going to make it. No, there was a little more to it. So I like run, I do a little jump off the cliff. I immediately smack my back and like get drug into the river. And just like head first. So I'm all scraped up. I get out of the river and I got to carry the swing back up because like, don't leave the swing down there. And I'm like, okay. So I walked the swing back up, and the one dude was like, man, I knew that was going to happen to you. You got to start from here and come in from this way. It's it's not steep enough right there. I was like, bud, you don't think, I'm a city slicker here. I got clean tennis shoes on. Fuck, you don't think you could have gave me a little information? He's like, well, I didn't want to tell you. You should have asked somebody. I was like, all right, let's go.
Give me a fucking cigarette, kid.
And then our like little brother's like, that's not how you were supposed to do that. I was like, I hope you could swim good.
Yeah, like, fuck all you little Coriopolis assholes.
Yeah. Oh man, I was so mad. They knew it was gonna happen, and they just let me get all fucked up. I was all scraped up. Then we were already.
I've seen a million of those videos of people going on them swings, just getting trapped.
I'm saying like when I hit.
You don't seem like the size you probably shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, right. And like, no, I agree with you. And like, it was like immediate impact. Like hit a tree a little bit because I was off like church. And like I spun around, and then like I didn't get a chance to like let go into the river. It just drugged me into the river. like it was, and like if I couldn't have let go either because there was like it was crazy, dude. But I just just got back from vacation last week, and I went to my aerobics class. Dude, I was swallowing throw up. It was brutal. I couldn't go back for the rest of the week. I finally went back today.
That's grit.
Yeah, people were like looking. They're like, "Come on, Jack."
Who was
I'm
the
like,
dude? Who was the
come
big aerobics guy back in the day?
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons, yeah.
Me and Rich.
You and Rich.
Yeah, me and Rich.
Jack got
bouncing
them
around.
short cut-offs on.
Yeah. Me and Rich got a lot of similarities. Oh,
He's jazzercising.
Yeah.
He was in shape. That was the thing about Rich.
He was
like,
in shape.
Yeah, Rich wasn't really in shape.
No, he wasn't.
He was like this big exercise guy, but like his
built
body,
like a 75-year-old woman.
His body was shit.
Yeah, that was definitely not a physique you like aimed for.
Dude, he milked that for a long time. Is he still dead? He got to be dead, right?
Is he still dead?
Gay,
I think
right?
so.
I mean, yeah, it's water
He
wet.
probably tried it all, man. To be honest with you. That was the 80s, dude.
Yeah. He probably like cocaine.
He was doing,
he definitely liked cocaine.
Yeah, he did it all. Dude.
Uppers, downers.
Rich was,
That's how you did an aerobic show back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still kicking.
alive.
How old is he?
That's it?
Jeez.
I thought he was 74 in the 80s.
Yeah. That's right. He didn't look young.
No.
They had bad skin from tanning all the time.
That's how unhealthy they were back then. That like fucking. He was the leader.
He was the beacon of health for America. He was the.
And he just had fucking 300 fucking pound fat broads doing like the stupidest steps.
Come on, Kim. Come on, Kim. Let's go.
Let's go.
Right. Left. You're not moving. Come on, Kim. You got to move your arm a little bit. Come on, wiggle. That's it, girl. Wiggle to the right. Wiggle to the left.
Rich sold a lot of tapes, dude.
Oh, he sure
He
did.
sold a lot of tapes.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Monkeys. Monkeys are out of control right now. This video it's a wild video, man. So there's a monkey pulls up on a little bike, snatches a kid, and starts dragging the kid away. And then finally, the kid was the kid was probably 2 or 3 years old. Was kind of big, but he grips the kid up, pulls up on a little motorcycle, does a drive by, grips the kid up, starts pulling the fucking kid away to try to steal the kid. There were so many things that
He's very well trained.
Very well trained.
Yeah, he was up to something.
He could ride a bike. That's
Which is
crazy.
pretty cool.
That's cool.
The rest of the story goes
stealing
downhill.
the kid.
Not
That's
so
wild.
cool.
That's definitely some fucking human traffic or some shit trying to
Absolutely.
trying to hey, get my monkey to steal some kids and fucking
Right. That's like, what movie was it? That monkey was selling drugs and shit. Was it Hangover, one of them or something like that?
Yeah, he had a gun and shit like that. But yeah, it reminded me of that. But it was just just
Stealing kids.
just a drive-by monkey.
How
kid
big was
stealing.
the monkey?
It wasn't a big monkey. It was probably
just strong enough to steal a baby.
Yeah, I mean, it yanked the shit out. It was a toddler, and it drugged the toddler probably 10 feet, and then it realized there was too many people around. It really didn't have a chance. Hopped back on its bike and got out of there.
Did it really?
Yeah, I mean,
that would have been
yeah.
awesome. Then.
But then we had a monkey fucking in India snatch a baby out of this couple's out of the dad's hand. I think he was holding it, and he fucking chucked it off a 3-story building.
Yeah, that's
insane.
I seen a documentary about some of the shit they do to these monkeys in these third world countries. Not that India is, but they have them chained to trees. They train them to do fucked up shit, and then they the monkeys will end up getting back out into the wild, and that's a story where it sounds like someone was probably abusing this poor monkey. I don't know how the monkey got into the apartment. Was he at a house party or something?
I think they were at standing on a terrace or some shit outside on a deck, and then he came out of nowhere because you see you always see videos of monkeys coming up and ripping fucking food out of people's hands like crazy. They just ripped a baby and tossed it off the fucking ledge.
Did anybody get a hold of the monkey after that?
I think the monkey got away, dude.
Oh, even worse.
Everybody's in shock. That'd be fucking insane.
Right now you got a baby killing, monkey on the loose.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to find that monkey for sure. We have a dude coming from.
I don't know why I laughed. You said you got to find that monkey.
You gotta find. That's two insane monkey stories that happened in the past week.
They just brought in a sketch artist.
What did that monkey look like? Look like a monkey.
Brought in a sketch artist right now, and they're gonna do a lineup down
at the zoo
over at Highland Park.
We had a drug sniffing dog find a couple Egg McMuffins on a guy coming from Bali to Australia. Australia's not with the McDonald's coming into his country. I guess they had a bad case of foot mouth disease or whatever, and when you get on a plane when you're going to country, you got to declare what you're bringing.
Right.
The dude was trying to sneak. I don't know if he forgot about it or just thought this isn't a big deal.
Yeah. Where did he hide him at though? That's the question.
I think it was just in his bag. And then he was getting off, and the drug sniffing dog sniffed out the fucking McDonald's. Dude got an $1,800 fine for it.
That's
for a
crazy.
couple McMuffins.
Wow.
I don't even think if he declared it, you weren't allowed to bring it in. So obviously he
you would
did
have thrown it away
but
though. Yeah.
I kind of would have forgot about it. You know what I mean? Who's thinking to declare a couple McMuffins?
But here's my stance on it. You order 2 McMuffins. You're hungry.
Eat the McMuffins.
Eat the McMuffins. If you put them in a bag, now I do think you're trying to sneak them into
Yeah,
Australia.
it's good. Yeah, you're gonna have a McMuffin sitting there forever stinking.
Or I'd throw it out because everything in my bag is gonna smell like McMuffin.
Exactly.
Right.
So I like your point of view there.
I'm starting to think that
maybe he is nuts. Maybe he deserved it.
Maybe he should have got $2,000 fine.
Too bad a monkey didn't steal him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely trying to be sneaky if you're not like you said. Who who orders McDonald's like, oh, I'm gonna have this later? Like a McDonald's.
Yeah, how many did he get?
Is a rate, not two.
No, but I'm saying he might have got 4, smashed 2. Like, I'm gonna save these ones for later.
I feel McDonald's is like if you order it, it's a rate now type of food because you're
I
fucking
agree.
starving. I never banked some McDonald's like, hey, I'm gonna hang on to this for a fucking night. Yeah,
until I get to Australia.
I'm gonna get in another country that I'm really, unless you're bringing it to somebody like, hey, dude, they don't got McDonald's there. I've been fiending for it. And the dude is just trying to bring his like boy or his lady.
Yeah, you go through the mail with that. You go
McMuffins,
through UPS with that, buddy.
and now he got all jammed up.
Yeah, but the UPS, they would have smelled it out there too. He was
They
like,
sniffed it out.
He was like, "Oh, dude, can you bring me some McMuffins?" He was like, "I got them at the airport." He was like, "Get me 2."
Next thing you know, he fucking
Now I got
$900 a McMuffin.
Yeah, he got €1,600 fine.
Fucked. Scientists have discovered a pill that makes 1,400 species of venomous snakes non-deadly. Venomous snakes kill 140,000 people a year. Not a bunch of pussy-ass snakes running around. All you gotta do is pop a pill.
Yeah. Well, I got to ask you something though. Like the scientists discovered a pill that's going to save 140,000 lives, and you got them under corn dick of the week.
No, the snakes are the corn dicks.
Oh, the snakes are. Okay.
Come on, idiot.
Like this idiot doctor's trying to save people. What a loser.
No, the corn dicks are the fucking snakes. Fuck these poisonous snakes. Now they're fucked. Now they're just gonna, when they bite you, it's gonna hurt.
So is that I mean,
You would think this would be bigger news. This was just an article, kind of floating around the internet. So who knows if this is true or not?
Like how many brands of snakes?
1,400.
1,400 species. That's a lot of snakes.
They don't want. I mean, here's the thing: they don't want the news getting out because they don't want anyone having the pills to say that's population control. They don't want everyone being safe from the snakes.
140 people is a lot of people.
140,000. Yeah,
140,000 people. I never would have guessed that many. But I mean, I guess worldwide, and people live in the jungle and shit like that.
Dude, fuck the jungle. Like the people in like Appalachia, fucking handling the snakes and shit. They got to be a few of them that die.
Yeah, I don't know, Copperhead Road.
You scared of snakes?
I hate snakes. I'm not a snake guy at all.
I'll fuck a snake right now.
With your dick?
No, it's an old saying. You never, hey, fuck a snake if you'd hold its head. You never heard that?
Never in my life.
Yeah, my old man used to always say that.
Oh, fuck. We had a groundhog steal all kinds of farmers' crops. Don't pull that fucking thing out. He steal.
You gotta pull it out for this thing.
Had him steal all the farmers' crops. Then he eats them right in the fucking. So the fuck. I didn't know you had that. Dude, so we had a groundhog eating all the crops. The groundhog is literally munching on the crops right in the farmer's garden camera, right in his face. And I was about to ask you, how do you think the old groundhog segment went last week?
Dude, I know you're going to say you hate it because anything I do creative, you just shit on. But,
that's not true.
I think it got mixed reviews on the Instagram. The people liked the clip where the groundhog was fucking when he was doing this, when he was jerking off. Got a huge response.
They like that?
Yeah, they like that. And he's addicted to heroin. He goes, keep on scratching. So I mean,
I honestly didn't know he was laying over there.
You didn't?
Nah.
Well, I seen Groundhog on the show notes, and I said, "Look, guess who's coming with me, folks."
I literally just got a DM from one of our listeners on Twitter and said, "Don't bring that fucking groundhog this week."
You listen to the same 7 people. I mean, I don't care about that stupid inner circle idiots. You know what I mean? That means nothing to me, dude. I'm beyond that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
if Russ wants to come along, dude, if there's a groundhog, it's talk, he's coming, dude.
All right, man. Fuck it. Jim, I didn't know he was there. I just saw you reach. I was like, oh, here we fucking go, dude. Jim Harbaugh says he will raise any baby of a Michigan player that has an unplanned pregnancy. What a reality show that would be. If a bunch of dudes just start knocking chicks
just
up
dropping
and they're
kids
just dropping
off.
them. Oh, here you go, Mr. and
baskets,
Mrs. Harper.
ring the doorbell and leave.
Yeah, I'll see you when
they ding dong ditched him with a kid.
Baby Jack's 18. You
that's great.
You said it on Twitter. Now it's yours, buddy.
Right, and then just have a screenshot of the tweet.
Yeah, here you go. They just put it on a T-shirt.
Yeah, right.
Here you go.
That's one of them things you saying. You hope it never comes to fruition. You're like, please.
His wife is just like, what the fuck did you say today?
She's like, well, you got somebody else raising these fucking kids. I already raised my fucking kids.
You got fucking. Not only do you have the roster, which is 65 kids, you have all the other kids. So you got 110 kids horny ass dudes in college.
I mean, how many dudes got to knock chicks up every year?
Listen,
every year.
Think of the recruiting potential, though. Dudes are like, man, I can go there and fuck all the broads I want. He's gonna take care of these
like
kids.
you say, there got to be like at least 1 or 2 a team each year, right?
Oh,
just,
that's
absolutely.
just a numbers game.
That's a lot of polls, and they're filling up quite a few holes.
Right.
Yeah, now
college.
Roe v. Wade's out the window. It's gonna be even more.
Because old Uncle Jim got him.
Yeah. There's gonna be like
He's gonna have an orphanage.
orphanage. He's gonna have another fucking team. 18 years from now, he's gonna fucking.
He's gonna
have
win
all,
everything.
All these athletic kids. 18 years from now, he's a genius.
Yeah, that's actually long ball right
just
there,
have like
buddy.
2 cows right out in his yard to be feeding all these babies raw fucking milk. Like, here you go.
Fresh out the udder.
Start his own fucking college division. They'll all get huge NIL deals. He'll be a trillionaire. He's a genius.
Like, dude, where you going? Oh, man, there's a team in the Hard Raw 8 that's picking me up.
But the thing was, like, I mean, did anyone really in their head was like, man, that's really a cool thing that he's doing?
Yeah, I didn't see much reaction. It's such a like an empty,
man, what a stand-up guy.
Empty gesture. Like, dude, no one's gonna take you up on this.
It's like one of the things, like it's something like someone passed. Hey, if you need anything, let me know.
AB tweets he wants to retire a Steeler. It sounded like when he originally tweeted that he wanted to like come back and be a Steeler, and then he cleared it up and said he just wanted to retire as a Steeler. Would you want AB back if he wanted to come back as a Steeler and you could get him at a minimum?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, he's great, but you know what you're getting, dude. You're getting cuckoo. You know what I mean? Like
that ship has sailed.
Right, like granted, Tomlin's the only one who could like keep him
semi-normal.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I wouldn't even let him come back and retire a Steeler.
Well,
no, I wouldn't
he's
give him
like
the
the best
honorary
Steeler
retirement.
receiver of all time.
Oh, he could make his own press conference and say, no, he's not going to meet with the Roonies and sign anything. It's over.
Yeah.
It's why?
I think the bridge is
I think
probably
that's why
burned.
he's coming back
burned.
next week. I think that's what he's
like
doing.
there's some kind of like thing behind it. There's an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
It's to keep him relevant, keep him in the news, dude. He's running out of shit to do.
Right, he does have that appearance coming up Friday night on Carson Street. So I don't know if he's trying to like hype that up because I mean I can't imagine anyone's going to go to that fucking thing. But who knows? Maybe I could be wrong about that.
Where's it at?
New spot on Carson.
Enclave.
Yeah, but I don't know if people give a fuck to go see Antonio. You want to see a Steeler, you could see him on Carson Street just out. You know what I mean? I don't know, but you can't let him anywhere around Kenny Pickett. Yeah,
keep him away from everything.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Don't
He's
even.
poison.
Everybody on the Steelers roster should be like mandatory stay at home.
Yeah,
that
stay
night.
at home. Stay away from AB's
Yeah.
fucking.
AB had a random thought, like just why? What do you need?
He is the Steelers' best receiver of all time.
He is.
though.
He's great, but right now he's just in a weird place.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
weird places putting it fucking
I know, I'm trying to be
mildly,
kind.
dude.
Yeah, he's like him and Kanye or whatever. They're,
He might be
they're very
crazier
similar.
than Kanye.
He could be. Deshaun Watson is taking the whole Cleveland Brown offense to the Bahamas. They get their buttholes fingered.
Obviously.
How do you make corn dick?
It's the Browns.
Yeah.
If he wasn't a
could've
Brown,
went either way.
yeah,
Maybe more brother in
yeah,
arms there.
He could be brother in arms there, dude. Taking the whole offense. If you're about to go on vacation with Deshaun Watson, you're thinking like, dude, we're going to the Bahamas. We're going to a hooker party, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he doesn't provide,
It's a cruise.
If he doesn't provide a giant sex party, people are going to be disappointed.
He's gonna lose the team.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna lose the locker room.
Yeah.
Like we're down here riding the banana boat, bro. Where are the masseuses?
Yeah, it's just us.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, I wanted to come home with a blown out asshole and a lot of stories.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if you're fucking Baker Mayfield. I never heard about him.
He wasn't
doing-
invited.
And him never doing shit for them but fucking them commercials. And then, like, I'm like, dude, he got to be, like, I mean, that is, like, you got to feel so left out if you're Baker.
Wonder if he brings them. It said the whole offense.
Well,
Baker's still on the
Baker ain't
still
gonna
in Brown.
come. I guarantee you.
Probably
His
not.
pride
I would
ain't
love
gonna let
it
him go.
if Baker went down there and just fucking.
Acting like a maniac.
He'd probably
dude.
try to sabotage him.
What if he
Sending-
got like his
sending
own
a-
place?
Yeah.
Like, oh, what are you guys doing here?
He'd probably be sending all kinds of hooker masseuses to Watson's room, knowing he couldn't resist to get him jammed up. Dude, listen, if I got hooker masseuses knocking on my door all day and night, I'm going to answer eventually. You know what I mean?
Baker shows up at night with a dress on, like, it's over there, masseuse. And Sean's like, bring your little fine ass in here. And Baker's like, I don't usually do this.
But she's like, Swing it right up his ass.
So what you're saying is Baker Mayfield's going to dress up as a masseuse
woman, yeah.
and then finger Deshaun Watson's asshole on the strip.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he's
gonna
saying.
throw on a pair of yoga pants, a sports bra, get his nips all hard, go in there. Deshaun's gonna have a couple cold ones because they're not $18 down on this island, and then they're gonna have like a good time. Everyone's cutting up. Next thing you know, they're like, "Hey, Deshaun, some chicks here. I don't know, man. She looks alright." He's like, "Send her in." It's
Is
all
it how
dark.
big are her fingers?
Yeah, it's all dark. Next thing you know, Baker's finger smells, and you got video evidence of a pudding. Yeah, and then he's slanging pudding on him. I'm like, dude.
We should
They pull out a fudgicle.
Yeah.
we should run this bit on TV tomorrow, see what Randy and old Bill think.
I'm like, you know what, guys? We were thinking about this. Remember how we were worried about you getting us canceled? Yeah, we're pretty sure you will.
Now you will.
Speaking of basketball players, Kendall Jenner takes a break with Devin Booker after they get smashed in Game 7 by the Mavs. So I guess she was like, "You're a fucking loser, dude. I'm not."
Yeah, she's I'm not with the
Luka.
My mom said I can't date losers.
Luka just gave you the business. On to the next NBA player for me, Devin. We'll see you later.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder in my head, I was like thinking, like, okay, we find out this happened. He played like shit so bad. I'm like, did he get this news before the game?
Well, the article was kind of like alluded to that, like they might have broke it off like during the series, and like maybe that's why he played like shit.
Yeah,
he was sad.
He got
if
dumped.
You looked at him during the
like
game,
in middle school, a middle school dumping.
It was. I mean, he literally like just fucking fell apart. That because like, that was the same day as the Penguins game.
Yeah, his body language was just not there at all. Yeah, it was very strange, and especially because him and Luka were going back and forth.
Yeah.
They were so into it, and Luka just came and shit on him. Speaking of Kendall Jenner, did you see the video of her trying to cut a cucumber?
Negative.
No. Dude, I never seen anything like it before in my life. So, like, I just saw a clip. I guess it was, like, the Hulu Kardashians. It's her and Chris sitting in the kitchen, and, like, she's like, "Oh, I want something to eat." And she was, the mom was like, "Oh, no problem. I'll have the chef whip something up for you," because I guess there's a chef there all the time.
Yeah,
of course.
And she's like, "Oh, I just want, like, some cucumbers and, like, little cucumber snacks. Like, I could handle cutting a cucumber." And the mom was like, "Man, wow, good for you, Kendall. Like, go."
I'm so proud of you.
And then, so she goes to cut this cucumber. I don't even know if I'm going to do this right. She grabs it from this end. She's holding the cucumber, and she's cutting it. Like, she didn't know how to cut a cucumber. She had it from this end, and she's trying to cut the cucumber. And, like, the camera just zooms in on her, and it was almost like she was an alien or like a robot. No.
She's just an idiot.
I think these kids are so spoiled and just grew up with fucking. They don't do normal shit, and sometimes when you have to do normal shit, you get exposed that you can't do normal
shit.
But
cutting the cucumbers, like, dude, of course, pretty self-explanatory, right?
You would to people that grew up
having
cucumbers. But if you get in your like mid-20s. And you really haven't done anything for yourself, everyone's always done something for you, you're not going to know how to do shit. And, like, this, it was awkward as fuck, man. And I was like, man, it's like, I did think for a second, like, is this part of the show to talk about? I was like, she can't cut a cucumber. But, like, she was struggling so bad, I literally think, like, she doesn't know how to cut a cucumber.
Was her mom, like, laughing at it?
It kind of, like, it didn't get to that. I think her mom knew she couldn't cut a cucumber, so she was like, "Oh, let the chef do it," because, like, you're a moron.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, we had a chef our whole lives, and I just raised you guys.
I don't want you to lose a finger.
Yeah. But it was take a gander at that video if you get a chance, because it's one of the stranger things you ever watch.
It's one of the more terrible things.
Speaking of strange, Julia Fox has been out of the news for a while, so this crazy chick decides to go shopping in her bikini. It's just literally her, like, doing like a photo shoot, but not doing a photo shoot, walking around. It looked like a regular old grocery store in a bikini, high boots, and like a blazer. Like, dude, what are you, drugs, man? Drugs are crazy.
Who was this?
Drugs and fame.
Yeah, Julia Fox, that chick that was running around with Kanye.
Okay.
She was in Uncut
She was
Gems.
at a Kroger.
Yeah, she was the girl that went Uncut Gems. So that she went viral on TikTok for saying Uncut Gems weird. But yeah, she's nuts, man. Like, I don't know.
That's why Kanye likes her.
Yeah, you just think you have a friend like, hey, Julia, you probably don't need to like go. Like, no one's gonna take you serious. What is the benefits? You get talked about on a couple, like you get on a New York Post, like that's it. Like no one's gonna see that. Like, oh man, we got to get that Julia Fox. Like, especially people are getting fucking like Amber Heard. They're seeing like how crazy chicks are. You know, taking a little distance.
Crazy chicks are taking a beating.
They're not. Their stock isn't high right now.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I've been like my girlfriend Addie is like super invested in that trial. So like every day when she gets home from work, she like tapes it and then rewatches the
Really?
highlight. I mean, she's so Team Johnny though.
Yeah.
And she's like most people are. And I watched it, and like Amber Heard comes off. Like her lawyers, like they said, for one, she won't listen to the lawyers. They try to get her like to dress different, to put makeup on. She won't listen to anything they say. She just comes off as abrasive and as a liar because like the woman who is the lawyer for him, who's like interrogating her, literally like sets her up perfectly. She'll be like, "So, you never hit Johnny, did you? Did you ever hit John?" She said, "Never." She said, "Okay, let's play this recording." And in the recording, Johnny's like. He was like, I never wanted to divorce you, but you can't be throwing fucking haymakers at me when I'm sleeping. And she was like, I'm sorry. And they were like, so you never hit him? And she's like, I wasn't sorry because I hit him. I was sorry because of him. They're like, okay, lady. Yeah.
You know what,
lady, you're scaring us.
Yeah. Dude, and her lawyer is a fucking amateur.
She got Shenderovich, and she ended up with Fishman.
Fishman's a good lawyer, dude. We can't hate on local people that spend money on sponsorships. We're gonna need Fishman one day.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, I'm not hating on
She has like
Fishman.
a public defender as her fucking attorney, dude.
Well, she got busted for saying that she don't like. In the initial settlement, she got $7 million in the divorce. She should have made Corn Dick of the Year for this. $7 million, and then she was like, "I'm gonna donate it all to these causes." Well, Johnny Depp was like, "Fine, I'll just send the money straight to there." She said, "No, I don't want you to get credit for it and tax credit." She was like, "It's gonna be because I wanted to do the right thing." Guess what? He sent the money to her. None of that money ever made
She's a fucking whack job, dude.
Dude, she won in England though.
What do you mean?
Like he tried to sue her in England and
For
he
defamation.
lost. But he's probably gonna win here because like all the American women love Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Right.
Personal.
I don't know. When you hear his
That or they're just his lawyers are doing a better job now. But like
his responses on the stand are fucking
he's
textbook.
I can't believe this is still
Beautiful.
going on. To be honest,
Right.
like, this is the weirdest. Why is this so long?
Yeah, but no one hears about the Ghislaine fucking Maxwell
but yeah, they're
case.
going-
But this is on
they're
every
going live on
second.
TikTok nonstop.
Yeah.
Weird. Speaking of weird, guy jerks off a crab before he eats it. This video.
What a gentleman,
dude! He was like, when you get a male crab and you rub its thing right here, they love to go ooh. They love to go ooh. And he's like fucking rubbing this
Is that
fucking.
jizz?
He was like,
He's rubbing this fucking crab's like dick clit, whatever the fuck they got, and he's going crazy. And the crab busts the load, and the crab just lays there. And he's like, they're just like us. They don't do anything after they go ooh. And I'm like, dude, I don't think you could sexually assault a crab on
Peter.
camera, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if
then
you
you get to throw him in boiling
They
water.
call that bestiality.
At least he gave him one last. But is there little crab loads?
Yeah, you really can't see the load because it's like I don't think crabs bust major loads.
Crab
but
bukkake.
the crab definitely like it's almost like it's paralyzed after it's not. And this dude is like going to town and you like rubbing this crab's like dick clit, and you could tell he does it all the time because like he had he had like a routine down to like get it there quick. You know what
He's
I
like,
mean?
now stick your pinky up his ass.
Yeah,
It didn't take long. It was
didn't take long. I mean, it was like a 30-second TikTok.
Yeah.
And this
Oh man,
What a
that's-
gross bastard.
Well, he's good at what he does. At least
I mean, how do you find that out?
you just start jerking off crabs, I guess.
You got to figure out what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, was that a pro crab or amateur? 'Cause I'm in the amateurs.
It's one of the stranger one of the stranger things I've seen.
Moneyline. Who be corn dicking this week?
Brett Favre, piece of shit. So So he had a welfare scam going with like the governor of Mississippi.
Yeah.
And like his goal was like to get the Mississippi volleyball team juiced up like $5 million new facility or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Is that the gist of it? His daughter.
That's what I understand.
His daughter
yeah.
plays for the volleyball team.
There
He was funneling the money there.
Yeah, so there was other people involved with this. Obviously, Brett was the highest name. He was getting money off. I will say this, though. Brett Favre was the only one out of this group to pay any of the money back. He actually did pay the money back.
So do you think he didn't know it was like some type of scam, or do you?
I mean, dude, it was a governor, and it was him talking. So like, I have to assume. I hate to say this, but like, he kind of had to know. I mean, I don't know if he knew it was coming from welfare. I could see a governor buddying up with Brett Favre, like, hey, we can pull it from anywhere. Don't worry about it. Like
I could. I'm
Yeah,
not,
but was he
I don't
re-
think Brett Favre is necessarily a good guy by any means.
Right, was he naive about
He
it?
could be. I could see maybe him being misled, especially if you got a governor and like schools
You
involved
think it's above the
and
board,
everything.
yeah.
And he's like the king of Mississippi, so I mean, down there.
Do you
Go ahead.
Do you think Brett has like much money left?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got all that Wrangler
He got
money.
that Wrangler loot.
Not only that, those cars.
Tommy Copper?
He lives in Mississippi. I mean,
That's true.
It's the cost of living down there. We'd be rich down there.
Yeah, you could stretch a buck in old Mississippi. That's fucking for sure.
Bag of chips is 99
if you're eating
cents.
crawdad,
Dude, if it's 99 cents, I might think about moving down there.
I don't think we'd make it very long down there. Do you think Brett? Or wait, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know what I was about to say about Brett Favre.
Do you think he's an asshole? Check.
Oh no, yeah, well, yeah. I feel like Brett should be getting hammered a lot more than he is in the media. I feel like he's kind of skating by on this one.
They
I
hammered
agree.
him. They
I
hammered
agree.
him on ESPN. How much more can they hammer him?
Right.
Yeah, did they get him on ESPN pretty good?
Yeah, Shannon
yeah.
Sharp. I mean, Shannon Sharp,
Yeah.
like, went at him like
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp would. But
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly, I don't understand it. I just don't. I didn't read up on it. So, like, you're saying they took money from the welfare system to funnel it in to the Mississippi State program. Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's a pretty big
Is it
piece of
only
shit
Brett,
move.
Yeah. Brett Favre, like, piggybacked it. Like, he don't seem that bright of a guy.
I mean, and the thing is, like, for him, the part that didn't get out was that
He could have probably donated some money himself because he's rich. But
This didn't just happen. This wasn't like it's happened last week. They found out about it recently.
Yeah, this was like during COVID or
He
some
already
shit,
had
right?
paid the money back. You know what I mean? So, like, they jumped on this story, didn't put the part by. Now, did he pay it back because the story got out, or did he pay it back because I don't know? We'll never fucking know. But he definitely got some shit for it on ESPN.
We had a 59-year-old mom from Utah carrying her son's baby, who already has 2 sets of twins because his wife was unable to have another baby. So this dude threw a load in his mom.
is it in vitro, hopefully?
Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah.
You never know.
I don't. In Utah, I don't.
That
think.
sounds like
picture
a
of him.
penis trode.
I seen the picture.
It was a weird pic. It looked like a weird
yeah.
pain. He might have fucked his mom. Who
Wait.
knows?
So she just carried her or he banged her?
No, she's carrying it.
It's the
That's
wife's
still pretty
egg.
gross.
It's the wife's eggs.
Wife's eggs, his not.
How old is
and
his
the
mom?
That's right.
59.
How is that possible?
What do you mean?
Old dude, 59's old to be carrying a fucking kid.
Well, no, yeah, sure.
Right, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. How is that possible? I thought she'd be in menopause by now.
Well, no, it's not her egg.
It's
though.
not her egg. It's already fucking.
I
She's got
understand
to
that,
keep
your
it warm.
Your body, she ain't
I
sitting
didn't
on it
even know
like
if
a
that
duck,
was possible.
motherfucker.
I think she is.
You know what? Like, why? Yeah, the weird thing now I'm thinking is like, there's people that can do this. There's like girls that'll
Sure.
Yeah,
Why it's got to be your mom?
Maybe because she was doing it for
Free. That shit ain't cheap.
But also, you also have 2 sets of twins, you greedy fuck. How many kids do you need?
Right.
People
Man.
get weird.
It's just a weird
His
story.
mom didn't
all
wanna
right.
say
She's
no.
59.
59. You already have 4 kids. That's enough kids. You
But-
can't have
but
any more
dude,
kids. You
health
have enough.
problems that
You have
come
enough
along with
kids.
that.
Could you even like? I'm still caught up on like, okay, mom, carry this baby for me. So
Right.
that's like kind of like your brother's son.
Yeah, like you came out of your grandma, but
That's
it's
so
from my
fucking weird.
Some
I'd rather
Game
not
of
have another
Thrones
kid.
shit.
I don't
Yeah.
want a kid. I'll adopt
You already
one.
have 4.
Right, I can adopt. Yeah, right. You have 4.
have 4 of
Exactly.
them.
Okay, I rest my case.
My
dude.
mom.
It's a whole. It'd be a little different if like you didn't have any kids. You've been trying to have these kids, but like, dude, you have 4. That's so many fucking kids.
But why your mom?
I don't know. My mom didn't even quit drinking and smoking when she was pregnant with me. There ain't no way she'd do it for a fucking grandkid. You know what I mean? She was like, "What do you mean? I still got to work.
You're
my
fine.
Shift. I got to work my shift yesterday. Still, is this baby gonna interfere with this? You know what I mean? What the fuck, Michael?"
We had a passenger sucker punch a flight attendant in the back of the head for them not letting them use the first class bathroom.
He must have really had to go.
Right. So I'm thinking if someone's in the coach bathroom and you're on the verge of pissing or shitting yourself,
Yeah.
and you got some dickhead telling you can't go to the bathroom because it's first class, and you're about to piss or shit yourself on an airplane, what do you do?
I didn't think of that. I just thought dude was being an asshole. But yeah, if you're about to shit your britches,
Right. You know, airplanes, stuff that sneaks up on you quick sometimes. You know what I mean? Or
You
like,
change your
or
cabin
you get
pressure.
Yeah, somebody's sick in the bathroom. Like you're not like there's a line. And like now, like some dickhead shooing you, like you gotta wait, sir. Like I always like think like when the bathroom's lights on and like you really gotta piss, like dude, like shut up. You gotta
And
let
then
me
they
use
always
the
tell you,
bathroom.
oh, don't make a line.
Yeah, and do you think if it was flipped, do you think if a first class guy was going to use coach, do you think they say anything to them?
I was just thinking now. I was
First
like,
class can do whatever they want.
Yep, that's what
That's
they tell the
bullshit.
wedding singer.
You pay the extra money.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean you get 2 bathrooms. If
Billy
you're,
Idol
if
can do
you're
what he
going to have
wants.
designated bathrooms, I guess you're going to have designated bathrooms, right?
But I think if you're right, if you're in first class and you want to go shit on coach, you go back and shit on a passenger.
You can shit in F8 if you want, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's fucked up. It's
I
definitely
mean, I guess the gist of the story is don't be poor.
sure.
But like, I'm not a first class guy.
That's always a good fucking rule of thumb.
Yeah, but like, I'm not a first class guy.
The way I've been pissing lately, I probably just wouldn't even ask them. I probably would have ran to the first class.
Have any of you ever
Right.
flown first class?
No. So we're a bunch of peasants.
Yep.
We'll be
Sweet,
shitting our pants.
that's fun. Buy a fucking hoodie from the merch store.
yeah.
That George Pickens shirt is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Maybe one day one of us can say, that's fucking pathetic. None of us ever been in first class before.
We'll have to chip in for one first class
You know
ticket.
what? That's a lie.
Send Eagle
When I
kits.
was 2, my mom decided to fly out to fucking San Diego with me, 2 years old, and my brother. She was like 7 months pregnant, and the fucking store just felt so bad for her. She let her sit in first class.
Oh, that's a nice lady.
Yeah.
Well, that makes one of us then.
Yeah, it makes one of us.
Eagle tits,
but
first class?
I was also 2.
I think one time my grandma got moved up to first class and took me with her and had my mom sit in coach still.
Nice.
We went to California. We went to San Francisco. I swear to God, we flew out there when we went to Chicago for a layover. Then we ended up because they were both my aunt and uncle worked for United, so they had like the free ticket thing.
They were juiced up.
Like standby.
Yeah, so we like end up getting in first class. I remember like my grandma took just me and my mom was in the back of the plane, shitting her pants.
All right, big shots.
But if you're a flight attendant and and someone's about to tell you like I got to use that bathroom, I'm gonna piss or shit myself. You probably hear that all the time. So if you're standing your ground, you're
or
kind
was this dude a complete douchebag?
could have been a complete lunatic as
Probably
well.
looked like both because you still don't need to punch the guy. He punched him in the back of the head.
Yeah,
That's not going to help
But
your situation.
at the same time, if he fucking shits his pants, he's the guy that shits his pants on the
Yeah.
All
plane.
right, here. Big question. After he sucker punched dude in the back of his head, which is a bitch
did they
move,
let him use the bathroom?
did he shit his pants?
Yeah.
How fucking
but that
important
could
was
go,
it?
dude? Like adrenaline can make a poop
It was
fucking
tighten
disappear.
that
yeah.
O-ring right up.
Was the flight attendant a man or a woman?
It was a
I
man.
think it was a man.
Oh, okay.
So that's
But
good,
still,
at
you
least.
punch him in the back of the
Punch
head.
didn't do much damage.
It hits like a bitch.
I thought it was gonna be worse when I'm like, damn, this
Yeah.
dude's about to, you could really hurt somebody that way. But yeah,
Back of the head. Southwest 2 for 2 on corn dick here. Flight to Hawaii. They put a ukulele on everybody's fucking seat. So the whole flight to Hawaii, they had ukuleles. Ukuleles are the baby guitars.
You know how much they were
String
a
'em.
piece?
How much?
They were $579.
A piece?
So what happened? Did someone donate them or some shit like that?
It was a deal with Gibson guitar. They did
Those
it.
are nice guitars.
Yeah, so like I would have fucking pawned that motherfucker as soon as I got there.
No, you wouldn't have, because you would have had to break yours across a couple people's heads that were playing them the whole entire 9-hour flight there.
How about like pass them out when you land to Hawaii? Like,
Yeah.
here you
Welcome
go.
to Hawaii.
like a
Here
lei.
you go.
Instead of giving him a lei, you give him a
'Cause it-
little ukulele.
Could you imagine how many assholes were
Or
just
kids.
strumming it, dude?
If you got kids on there and like
Right. But if you're a decent parent, you're like, all right, put the fucking ukulele down. Like
Yeah.
my dad gives my kids harmonicas.
That's
you know what I
rude.
do? Give me the fucking harmonicas. We're done with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, give me a fucking Visa gift card.
Right. Can I pawn the ukulele on board?
I like the ukulele, but
Yeah, someone gave me a ukulele. That'd be
cool.
And now you gotta lug it around the fucking airport. You gotta float.
You just
lug
walk
it
around and
back.
pretend like you're playing. I'd probably be playing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely.
What the fuck was that? What ukulele was that, Julie?
That's like the Hawaiian song, motherfucker. You
Do,
never
do, do, do.
Yeah, dude. It was amplified.
That sounded like the yodel from fucking Price is Right.
Listen, I've been to Hawaii. I knew what that was.
Thanks, Jack. Fucking Mike. He's so
No,
judgmental, dude. He
guy-
acts like he's such a nice guy.
This guy's
He's a
never been. This
douchebag.
guy's never been to Hawaii.
Hey, I was living on the street for a long time. Were you ever in the Washington City Mission?
kids
No,
that-
see?
Did they give out ukuleles?
No, mashed potatoes.
Woman goes to the hospital for 3 days after her dog shits on her face while she was sleeping. That's fucked up, man.
Was it her dog?
Was her dog. I don't know if I could be cool with my dog.
Yeah, what did you do to your dog to make it shit on your face?
Right, I don't know. My dog would ever shit on my face.
No, my dog loves me.
Why'd you have to go to the hospital for? I mean,
some type of eye infection.
What was the dog eating?
She got severe pink eye.
Yeah. Sprayed mud right in her mouth.
I mean, if you got a bunch of dog shit in your face and you don't wake up immediately and you're like, what the fuck is this? You're definitely rubbing it in your eye.
What do you get? Like they call it septic or whatever. If you
gotta
eat
be
shit.
a heavy sleeper to let someone shit on your face and not
Well, they
wake
didn't
right
say
up.
she was on hair rolling at the time. She was out.
She didn't look very healthy.
She might have just came home
She
from the
also
methadone
had,
clinic.
She also had dog shit on her face. When I saw
Dog
the
was
picture.
like, wake up. You stop breathing.
He's like, I was trying to wake you up. You didn't feed me for 3 days. And you're almost out of methadone.
But I got a squirter for you.
Dropping steamers on her nugget, dude. I love it.
Brother in arms.
I got the...
Oh, yeah, you got one, right?
Yeah, so down in Virginia Beach, there was a FBI raid. Apparently, these guys, what was going on there is there was shark fights, like dog fights. They had shark fights.
I like it.
Yeah, so it was like a giant, what it was like a giant above ground pool. And these people were putting sharks in there. They would fight each other to the death.
Was it like one-on-one shark fights?
It was one-on-one shark fights with 9 sharks confiscated and $700,000. So Matt, there was heavy gambling.
This is a cocaine ring.
Yeah, it was definitely 100%.
So they would have to have like a bunch of above ground poles to like store the sharks.
Right, you couldn't have them all in the same pool. So they had all these, and they had like all kind of like heavy equipment to lift the shark from one thing to the other.
These were good sized sharks.
They look like. I mean, I don't know the difference in sharks. They were decent. I mean, there was.
Not jaws.
How
How
big
big
is the pool? Like, you're not having an 11-foot fucking shark in a pool.
It was probably one of the biggest above ground pools I ever seen.
Oh,
Yeah, and
really?
they would throw what's that shit in there? Chum. They were firing chum in there.
This had to be. You say in Florida?
No, Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach. Wow.
I expect that coming out of Florida. That sounds like a Florida maneuver.
No,
there.
I looked at it as Virginia Beach, but it was
Is that where Big John's from?
Yep.
It was probably fucking Big John and his boys.
But
Big John got above ground. He swears it's in ground.
It's above ground. He's raising
I'm saying that's
He's trying
like,
to stay above suspicion.
you got like a bunch of heavy hitters there with like a weird gambling habit.
Right. Where do you get
I would go to a shark fight.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so much Keystone Ice and cocaine getting guzzled and snorted at that
I mean,
party.
it's just weird. Like, how do you determine like that's a tough shark?
I wonder if it's bring your own shark, like you bring your own dog, or
it
like
has to be.
Like you probably or you just bet on they have a bunch of sharks you
It's
can bet
not like
on.
the UFC of sharks. I'm sure like you got Billy down the street. He's like, I got this shark. I caught her back in '93. She's the baddest some bitch you ever seen.
Still in the swimming pool.
Yeah.
And the thing
she got chlorine on her gills.
Well, the thing about that was they had they said it was like a multi-million-dollar operation. It was set up with a filtration system for the water because the water had to
Gotta be salt water and
yeah,
shit,
but the
yeah.
sharks were being held captive individually in these pools.
Yeah.
So they said there was like 15 above ground pools. The fighting pool was bigger than the rest, but they were basically like in a tiny. It would be like being compared to being in a tiny cage all the time.
It was like those pools that have like the current, so you have to swim against it so they could get
Peter's
stronger
gonna be
and
all
shit.
over this.
Yeah,
like they put dogs on the fucking treadmills and shit.
Huh, that's a wild story. I'll have to look that up. Brother in arms. This guy went very, very viral last night. Asian guy was making a hot dog straw. What he did, he bit both sides of his hot dog, stuck his straw through the hot dog to create a tunnel, put his whole hot dog, no bun, in his beer, and was sucking the beer through his hot dog as a straw that he would take a little bite.
That's intense.
I tweeted this. I was like, I know an alien when I see one, and that's an alien most likely.
I think that was like a setup. He had to have someone.
I think
why was this guy just?
He looked like an odd cat, man.
Oh, he's definitely a strange bird. There's no doubt about it. But that's fucking disgusting. No one enjoys
disgusting.
that. You know what I mean? No one enjoys that.
Unless you're that guy.
I don't know, dude. People are weird with food. So, like, if you want, I don't know.
He looked like he'd practiced it before. Wasn't
it was that was kind of my. It was very convincing. Oh no, he bit both sides, stuck the fucking straw through the hot dog.
To decore the hot dog.
So there was a canal, and fucking put the hot dog in the beer. And start sucking the hot dog and drinking the beer through the hot dog.
That was like a $27 fucking beer right there with the hot dog.
Yeah, right. That was New York. It was probably $50.
Yeah.
Fucking a hot dog flavored beer. Like ugh.
I just keep thinking hot dog water.
Yeah,
And that's
me
all I
too.
can think of. And
That's
it's like
all I
making
can-
my mouth
it's
want to fucking
throw up.
Exactly.
Throw up. But if that's what this guy wants to do, that's what he wants to do. He was getting a lot of shit on the internet for it.
So who caught him? Was it like
It was just a guy, you know.
a random guy?
It was a
He was,
random
like, sitting
fan,
random-
right here, and like the guy. I'm sure the guy
Like,
was
these
being
were hilarious,
strange,
and I'm
and he's
filming
like,
from
I'm
here.
gonna start filming this guy. Like he's being a little weird, and he caught that moment.
He got
and
magic.
Now he's an internet fucking legend. You're gonna hear more from this guy. People are gonna try to get a hold of him, interview him, like how long he been doing the hot dog straw.
What if he got all kind of
Yeah.
fucked up ways to eat food? You know?
Dude,
like
yeah.
smash up his nachos and then just put them with cheese and eat it like a stew.
Dude, he has to.
Nacho stew.
You don't create the hot dog straw, and that's your only weapon in
Yeah,
your
that's
arsenal.
you didn't just dabble with the hot dog
you
straw.
got a bunch of weird fucking shit that you do. We had an Aussie rugby player get suspended for the whole season for sticking his finger in the opponent's asshole, in his opponent's asshole.
What?
That's
a
rugby,
stiff,
dude.
That's a stiff penalty, dude.
Yeah.
What, the bottom of the pow? He just gave him the old fucking.
In the scrum.
He gave him the old
He
Deshaun Watson.
He gave him the over and just stuck his fucking finger. It was in.
You've seen it?
Yeah, it was.
Wait a minute, underneath the shorts?
He went through the shorts, just like in there.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Yeah.
But that's guys being guys.
Wait, did he get penalized for it?
Well, he got kicked out of the league for the
out
year.
of the whole league?
He got suspended
oh,
for the year.
Jeez. I thought like a red card
He's
or
gonna
something.
have to go on OnlyFans and bang his girlfriend for $6,000 a month.
Deshaun Watson called him up like, hey, man, I need a new masseuse.
I feel like that's something rugby players do. Under the football pile, shit gets a little weird. We had a dead body wash up on shore. Everybody thought there was a dead body coming up on the beach. Turns out it was just an old sex doll. Somebody threw their sex doll in the ocean.
Threw it overboard.
You think it was you think it was a wife who found it on like a boat? Like, what is this?
What if it was
This
some dude? He's like, I can't do this no more.
Yeah,
You gotta go. And he tied a rock and threw it over the
Right.
side.
He was so disgusted with himself after he nutted. He was
His
like,
friend
"Oh."
fucked her.
yeah,
His
that's
friend Buddy fucked her, and he was like, you fucking no good whore.
They're having a good time on the
I
boat the night
loved you.
before. And he's like, go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Wail away on that. I don't give a shit. And then they dropped his friend off. He's like, how could you do that to me? And just had a fucking breakdown
That was
and threw
intense.
it. I mean, someone threw that fucking sex doll in the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a wild move. So here's the question.
What? Clean that thing up. You got yourself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If nobody's
some
around,
patches.
if nobody's around and that thing's sitting there, are you carrying it up to the crib and giving it a wash down?
Throwing it in the back of the pickup truck. Like, Addie, meet our new friend.
I mean, all that salt water probably cleaned it up
Well,
pretty
yeah,
nice.
even
It's
like you said, you
sterilized.
throw it in the back of the bed, you run it through a car wash a couple times.
Yeah.
Good as new. Good as new. Yeah, I'd fuck that thing.
Yeah, you know
What
what I
kind
mean?
of sex doll are we talking about? Like the newer age ones?
Yeah,
You don't want a virgin
Not
one.
the inflatable
Yeah,
one.
like they thought it was a person.
Yeah.
And it looked like a washed up person on the shore.
Yeah, someone's I'm going to take this to the authorities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want the virgin one.
Hey.
You want the one like that because she knows what a guy likes.
Hey,
You know
I'm
what
gonna
I
get
mean?
rid of this for you guys. Don't worry about it.
Hey, that guy's-
This is disgusting.
I'm gonna recycle
Beach
this.
Patrol, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Nothing to see
It was a
here.
guy with a trench coat with no underpants on. Like, I got this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash her up.
There's a guy somewhere making up flyers. Have you seen Lily last seen on my boat? My wife threw her off.
You got to fucking dye her hair so no one thinks it's somebody else's sex
He's
doll.
like, don't worry, baby. I'll take care of you. You're safe now.
Oh, that's sick. What a sicko.
He put her out in the sun to get some tan. Like, you looking too pale, baby.
Rutgers football players racked up a $450,000 Uber Eats bill during COVID. The athletic program at Rutgers is negative $73 million in debt. Dude, why in the world would you give a bunch of football players the okay to order Uber Eats whenever the fuck they want?
While they're all locked in,
Yeah,
in the
I guess
fucking
they were all
dorm.
quarantined for
They're
how
negative
long?
$73 million.
Not from the Uber Eats, but like
$500,000 from the Uber Eats.
yeah,
stuff.
$500,000 from the Uber Eats. But like it's not like the athletic department has all this money. Like, oh, $450 ain't shit to them. Like, there's $73 million in debt. I can't imagine what these kids were ordering.
Anything they wanted.
Yeah, I'd be getting $9 milkshakes
Throwing
every
it
That's
away.
exactly what they were
Taking
doing.
a sip, throwing it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they're big football players. They probably ate it, but
Yeah, like,
They
oh,
do-
you want another milkshake? Like, yeah, sure. Give me
Taco
6.
Bell
They're called
run.
Sullivan's. Like, give me all your fucking T-bones.
Plus, you know what I mean? They got girlfriends, friends. What do you want? We're allowed to order whatever.
Yeah.
You gave them carte blanche to order whatever they wanted. That's on the person who said
Yeah, I'm
order
sure it
away.
was just like a promo code. You know what I mean? They probably couldn't even fucking track the thing.
And then all of a
I
sudden,
mean,
they're
then
like,
somebody had to see it getting up there.
Well, someone dropped the ball big time. time here.
Yeah.
Like one,
Somebody got fired.
They should have figured out another way to feed these fucking dudes.
Right.
Yeah, they have the thing at the school called a cafeteria.
Go to the cafeteria.
Well,
Go
was-
eat all that food.
It was COVID, so this was during lockdown. So like they didn't have that, but like they could have did something. You know, like
Meals on wheels.
They could have made the wheels of the
if your
cafeteria. and
program's
dropped them
running
off.
that like that, then
Bro, I
yeah,
get it. Yeah, this is outrageous.
outrageous.
But yeah, I saw this. I was like, holy fuck.
How many
dude.
people do you think that entails? Would you say about like 80 to 100?
Yeah, on a college football team like that, yeah, probably like 8.
And then, like you said, all their
Then
friends and their friends and the
Well,
trainer
I don't
and
think
this
they were
guy.
all, yeah, but trainers shit like that. I don't know if everybody was in school at that time, but like they were there. Yeah, no, that's $450. That's a lot of Uber Eats, man. That's.
I mean, then again, you're taking
it.
if you're talking about a whole football season with 80 guys, breakfast. I mean, I guess it's breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah, there wasn't like a time frame on the article, like when exactly where it was, or like,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, $450. I feel
Like you
that
said,
could get up there quick.
Someone should have caught it at like 100.
Yeah, like,
Like, guys,
hey,
you're taking advantage of this.
hey,
Yeah.
that Uber Eats bill is up to $75,000. When do we
Yeah.
want to cap this?
I'm ordering pizzas for the
weird
rest
thing
of the
is,
week.
I just thought about this. If you got a
Ramen
guy
noodles.
ordering 10, we're going to order more, but 100 guys, let's just say they're spending $10 a meal. That's $1,000. You're getting 3-4 meals a day. You're $4,000. That takes 100 days. It only takes 100
there was probably
days.
some type of cap on it where they could only order like X amount, you know. But
Like 20, even $25 a day is
yeah,
still a lot.
It got out of hand quick, obviously. Brother in arms, we have a teenager that was bully. So to fucking what he did, he slept with his bully's sister, he slept with his bully's girlfriend, and he slept with his bully's mother, all in 3 months because the bully was calling him a virgin.
I love that. Man.
That's determination, and
I
I
mean,
like
talk
it.
about revenge.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm a virgin. Well, guess what? I fucked your sister, I fucked your girlfriend, and I fucked your mom.
And I came inside your mother.
Yeah.
the mom is just such a game.
Well, there's no way
changer.
this kid was a virgin if he had the balls to pull this off.
Or he just did. He just was like, fuck
Yeah,
that. I'm gonna
something
show
snapped.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And he just watched a bunch of Pornhub, and he was like, I know what to do now. Like, she's gonna be my.
He started cutting everybody's grass.
Yeah, he started delivering pizzas and shit like
yeah,
that.
right. Started a pole cleaning business.
went over the moms and was like, I'm having a problem. I can't get rid of this erection.
Became a yoga instructor.
I think like the big one is like they're like, oh my god, I thought they were ibuprofen, but I ate 7 Viagra, and the stepmom's like, oh, we have to take care of this.
I have to
Like,
drink
oh,
it.
Mrs. Sanders, I have a headache. Wait a second, these aren't Tylenol.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I always watch one where the kid he's fucking his high school friend's mom. They're on some type of team together, and they have a sauna out back. And the dude comes over like, hey, Mrs. Blah, 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 I'd love to use your sauna. And she was like, okay, go in. And then she goes in like, the sauna works way better naked. And then like for day 1, they both get a little naked. Day 2,
What are you watching a series?
No, yeah, there's 3 parts to this porno. I love it. I really go for it every time. But it really builds up. You know what I mean?
I get you. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah, and he was like, I think I'm just going to try naked again. And she was like, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. And then next thing you know, they're in Pound Town.
You gotta, if you like that kind of stuff, you gotta look up Mandy Flora's accidental erection. It's what it is. It's her stepson got a pounding headache. She goes downstairs, gives him like 3 aspirin. He takes them. Next thing, they're getting ready. They got somewhere to go, and she comes upstairs. She was like, "What's the matter?" He's like, "Oh, look," and he pulls out and she's like, well, do something about it. And then, they do. He was like, I can't. I don't know what to do. And then, she knows what to do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the build-up's always like, hey, like, Johnny's going to be home soon. And she's like, all right, I'll blow you now.
She was like, don't tell your dad.
We got to get rid of this before your father gets home.
The best thing was she was like, don't tell your dad. And,
wow, you're so much bigger than your father.
Yeah, and he ends up crushing it. And then, I was like, dude, good for him. Like, you know what I mean? Talk about turning a wrong into a right. Like, you could have been stuck at home with a boner. The mom that would have showed up with her stepson who had a huge erection. Like, what kind of weird family is this? It said she just fucking sucked his wiener at home, took care of the whole problem.
Yeah, I wish I would have
They were still on time.
I wish I would have knew someone with a sauna back in the day.
I wish I had a stepmom, not a real mom. Like a hot stepmom. Like, fuck my... I mean, they were like, Z-Bird, you're adopted by this fucking dime piece. And I'm like, man, I don't know.
This episode started off a little slow. It's ramping up quick.
That might be the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I wish I had a stepmom so I could fuck her instead of a real mom.
You gotta try everything, Mike. I like the enthusiasm, buddy.
Oh, fuck. The state trooper got shot in Aliquip and a bunch of dudes helped him out. Like, I don't know how I can transition to fucking that. Fuck.
They did help him out.
They did. The state trooper
Did his
got
stepmom come and blow him?
That sounds like the beginning of a porno, too. Like, oh, I've been shot in the leg.
Yeah, and then it's just like a bunch of...
Instead of ibuprofen, they gave me boner med.
Fuck, you're so anything. Any of these could start off with a porno. The Jim Harbaugh thing could start with a porno. You know, any of this. Me and left puppy and Carter go inside and fuck chick at the casino.
AB got a new dance, and it's catching on, man. AB might become a successful rapper.
Dude, that's the weirdest dance I've ever seen in my life.
He was on this stage. He had a giant A and he had a giant B. He was dressed like Michael Jackson. I don't know who he opened for. There was people there. He looked like it was some type of festival or something like that. Is that Rolling Loud?
Yeah, it was
okay,
Rolling
so
Loud.
AB's at fucking Rolling Loud. There was people list. The song's atrocious.
Terrible.
But the dance ain't bad, dude.
I hate
the
it.
dance is gonna it's gonna catch on. So LeBron and Draymond were doing it. The one running back from the Raiders was doing it at fucking training camp today. It's gonna get on TikTok.
Oh, it's gonna get catchy. I think it's terrible.
All it is he just walks across the stage like this, and that's it. And AB, I mean, if the kids get behind AB, it's like a stock that everybody wants. If the kids want AB to pop, AB's gonna pop, and this motherfucker might get rich again. Fucking
from this dance.
From this dance.
He
yeah.
gotta be making money doing that concert.
We could do our. I'll tell you right now. We could do it. I'm telling you right fucking now. I'm not even kidding. We should do our own fucking TikTok challenge right now.
A TikTok challenge. Greenfield's Finest Podcast. TikTok
you know
challenge.
What we'll do this. No one will even think to do this. The Silence of the Lambs Buffalo Bill Tuck Your Wiener dance. Surely. Start. Okay, surely.
Surely. Yeah, surely do it.
I don't even know. I don't know.
What just put your wiener in between your legs.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, do it.
Do a little dance.
Come on, Julie.
Be a team player.
Dude, don't be a pussy your whole life.
No,
Julie,
man.
all you gotta do is stand up and look like tuck your wiener and be like, don't you want to fuck? And say, don't you want to fuck me?
Yeah.
Would you fuck me?
You don't want to do
start
that?
it off, dude.
You don't
Let me
want to
see.
do that on camera?
I remember you did this to Carlo one time on the way from Ocean City, dude.
Dude, you don't want to do it? I'll fuck it.
Man.
I swear to God, dude, I worked so hard on this podcast. No one does anything else to help out. Hold on, let me get back onto my... Dude, all you had to do for 15 seconds, we would call it the Buffalo Bill Challenge. You would have stood up, tucked your wiener real quick, and just be like, don't you want to fuck me? And it'd be like, I'm dying. Like, you could have fucking did that, dude, and it would have went viral, man.
It would have went viral.
You're all drunk. You could have blamed it on the Coronas.
I wish I was drunk. I probably would have done it.
Dude, just tuck your wiener and do it, dude.
You only got 3 beers. You're all drunk.
You're not even circumcised. Your wiener will tuck right in.
I know. It's going to get stuck in my sock.
Risotto will do it.
Risotto.
Yeah, there you go.
Risotto's so next week, Risotto's going to do the Buffalo.
Risotto's going to tuck
From
his
now
wiener.
on, people they got to start
Tuck and run.
You got to start pulling your weight, dude.
Oh fuck!
If I'd had that edible like last week?
I was fucking
definitely
thinking.
would've
I was setting this. I was like,
yeah,
dude,
you wouldn't even know you were doing it.
No,
Yeah.
not a clue.
You might have did it when you went home. You might have touched your
Rosa!
cock in and looked in the mirror, be like, "Don't you want to fuck me?" Rosa came downstairs like, "What the fuck's going on? The dog's licking ear cheese out of your asshole." You're doing the Buffalo Shoal fucking wiener tuck challenge.
Gordon,
That's a good name, actually.
dude. TikTok got pretty big restrictions. That'd be tough to slide that through there. This Gordon Ramsay video of him jumping in the fucking lamb, like there's all these little lambs, and fucking there's like 6 like nice looking lambs, man. And Ramsay hops in the pen, and he just starts going, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna eat you. Like who am I gonna eat first? And he points at the one like you, and like it is just like, and these people are losing their minds because Ramsay's like talking about eating these lambs. Like, hey, hate to break it to you, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's where lamb comes
That's where
from.
lamb comes
Yeah,
from. That's where meat comes from. Fucking dead animals. But it is.
I'll be honest with you,
it's a funny video.
I love lamb. I've seen baby lambs and
They're
like
cute.
get them killed. You know,
They're
like
cute.
my family should like get them and they would slaughter them themselves. Like it ain't the funnest thing.
Your
you know?
dad, not even lambs. Your dad killed
Pigs.
goats.
Goats, lambs, pigs.
Yeah.
All that
I remember
shit.
because
I'm not built for.
we were a bunch of heathens from the mountains of Italy, so they used to do that shit all the time.
Right.
I'm not built for a slaughter.
No,
not at all.
Change
Like,
it'll change your fucking view on things.
Dude, so I
you have
used
to burn the hair off of like pigs, dude. Oh man.
I used to fucking
Yuck.
work for Public Works back in the day, and we would be out we'd be out there early, like working, and there was this fucking gyro shop in Oakland, and they would get their lamb delivered, and these lambs would get delivered on this pallet, and they'd be skinned, and they would just be laying there, and I'm like, and it fucked me up for gyros for a really, really
a
long
live
time.
baby lamb, like before it gets killed, it like cries literally like a baby.
Yeah,
that's
and, like,
fucked up.
You have nightmares. You might have a nightmare or two.
Ramsey was making a joke about it. It was pretty fucking funny.
I love Gordon. I'm a huge
I like
Gordon
Gordon
Ramsay.
Ramsay. Yeah,
He was like, "You're all going to taste so good."
They are.
Yeah,
He's not wrong.
yeah.
But I just don't want to be there.
A nice like lamb lollipop from Capitol Grill, unbelievable.
Dude, Jack, I will
dude.
make you the best fucking lamb chops you ever had. in your life.
I'll tell you what. I'm surprised at Costco they had that pre-made lamb. It was the pre-made shish kebabs.
Yeah.
Fucking fire.
So I had some of those, and I had like most of them were good. And the one time I got them, it had to be like it was a goat. Like this motherfucker was old. It tasted like gamey as hell. I don't know. It was something.
Yeah, lamb can get a little gamey.
Yeah, once after like a certain age, I guess it tastes a little different.
Goat tasted. I had a goat at your house. I thought it was horrible.
Yeah,
but I didn't want to like say nothing because
I can't believe you said that.
No, because like, dude, I had that was the first place I ever ate lamb was your house. And I was like, man, this is really good.
And goat's different.
I didn't know what to expect, and it was a white meat, and it was like,
well, you like stew the goat because it's tough meat.
Okay,
the lamb you grill that shit.
When I was in
boom.
Jamaica, they were pushing goat down your throat, and it would just.
But if it's cooked, for a long time, it ain't bad
for me. We had a Dunkin' worker steal the pay it forward money as a tip. So you know how everybody likes to pay it forward. I guess they get him like $20. Like, hey, pay for the next few people that comes down. He's like, yeah, no problem. And he paid a TikTok, and it was just him putting it in his pocket. Good.
Yeah,
fuck him. Like you're worried about everybody else. Give me a tip.
Right.
You're worried about everybody else. Fuck you. I'm gonna steal it. Let's get back to the American way, like stealing money off people like that. Everybody's looking at
preying on the weak.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay. Like, yo, you want to be a good Samaritan. And you want to make a little TikTok. No, I'm going to make a little TikTok. It's stealing your TikTok. How about that?
Right. You should have been like, dude, here's a Finsky for you. Here's a Finsky for the next car behind me.
Maybe I'll get the guy black coffee out of the 20 you left.
Yeah.
And the rest is for me.
He should have took the $20 bill, put it in his pants, and did the Buffalo Bill wiener.
Yeah, I feel
right
like
in his face.
I feel like people
Don't
weren't
you
stealing
wanna
enough
fuck
money
me?
off each other like we
Don't
used
you?
to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everybody's so good natured.
Yeah.
I
bunch
love
of fucking losers.
I love a good white collar documentary where people get fucking they lose everything, dude.
Yeah.
I wish I was.
Good way to kill an hour.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, dude, this dude, like, I'll watch it. My girlfriend's point of view, like, that guy's so fucked up. I'm like, that guy's so smart. You know what I mean?
You sent me this guy poops his pants in Greenfield Kogos and leaves them there. Did you have some inside information on this? Like, what was this? Because I didn't see it anywhere else besides you.
You're right.
You broke the news.
The news broke with me. I have a source. I can't reveal my source. So what had happened in the Kogos in Greenfield? A gentleman went in there, like sort of like ran the store, went to the bathroom, comes out, no pants, no underwear, just with a shirt tied around his front like an apron. And there's like people in the store. Employees are like, what the fuck's going on? Go back to the bathroom to find out he left his pants filled with poop on the floor. And you know what I mean? Like, someone figured that I needed to know about this, and I had to get the word out there. There's just some fucking, is he a brother in arms? Is he a sick maniac? I'm more like he's probably a brother in arms. You know?
Yeah, he's brother in arms. That's why he's there. Everybody poops their pants every once in a while.
Sure, I just talked about that.
You gotta throw it away though. To leave it for
don't
someone
be an
else to clean
animal
up. That's a dickhead move.
That's and like the thing was, I was like, dude, if he would just threw it in the trash, this probably would have been because they wouldn't have been as pissed. They would have been like,
yeah, you just throw the trash out.
It would have been more funny.
Yeah,
as disturbing.
Well, the picture you put up of his
funny.
of his bare ass walking out of Kogos and people looking is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I was like,
was this a Greenfielder? Did anybody know who it was?
No, we have no idea. We like I said, we brought a sketch artist to match up assholes on this, and he has a unique.
Jury's still out.
Yeah, typo negative asshole, but he.
Hit an
so
Audi.
what happened to you? Did you just walk into Kogos and like we've been waiting for you to come in? We got something for you.
I can't say because the person was like,
"Yeah, I got you."
But we're about to be tied in with Cohen's. They're gonna be selling some Greenfield's Finest podcast merch and stuff like that. Someone they might have been an employee, might not have been. just happened to drop some information to me, and they decided to send me a picture.
A little bird told you.
Yeah, a little birdie told me, said, I got to show you something. And,
Yeah, it's a funny fucking pic.
And I'm like, listen, if anyone shits their pants in here and leaves, I need to know about it. Like, if there's poop on that floor, I got to be the first fucking guy to know.
That's it.
Yeah,
every
employee,
time.
Nobody poops here unless I
customer.
know about it.
Yeah.
You know, if we got a guy outside who looks like he might need the shit, let's get a camera on him.
Right.
We're gonna need it.
If we have like a mad, like someone like anything crazy that happens down here, please let me be the first.
Did
person
you
to
have
break
Larry
in.
hack into their fucking surveillance cameras?
I
Dude?
can't reveal it.
Saying too much. Let's take
Yeah.
a break.
I can out-chug that dude.
I'm not a great child. I don't think
I can do a beer bong.
Yeah, I can do a beer bong.
But
Yeah,
I
beer
can't,
bong.
like a regular beer down the hatch. No, I'll spill it all over my face.
Yeah, I'd rather not chug. Did the coldness? I don't like it.
That dude from the Packers. That dude's a chugger.
That dude could chug his
AJ
dick
Hawk?
off.
No, his name is like Bakari.
Bakari, yeah. He like goes to the Bucks game and chugs beer.
Yeah, he
in,
goes
like,
to
1
the
second.
dude, but he's just like, doop,
Yeah,
and it's gone.
It's pretty
And
impressive.
Yeah, some dudes
Tom
can,
Brady
like,
can
just
chug,
open their
too.
throat.
Brady can chug. Brady's a
Can
good
he?
chugger.
Yeah.
Yep, he chugged on like Tonight Show before.
If you can, like, I'll tell you what the best way to chug is in a plastic Solo cup. You can get so
You
much
get a little
more,
bend into it.
Yeah, you get so much more liquid down. That and like the wide mouth 40s would give you like indigestion. But
Bottles in general are hard to chug
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
like they
there's
like
only so much air coming in.
you gotta
there.
let a little of that fizz out.
Absolutely. Brother in arms. We had a passenger flying with we had a passenger on like one of those small airplanes. He was flying with just him and another pilot. Pilot passes out. The other passenger has zero flying experience. Gets on the radio, gets in control, like the control, gets in touch with the control tower. And he was like, hey, so I'm up here, I'm on this airplane, and my pilot just passed out looking for some type of advice. And the guy in the control tower literally took over the situation. The guy in the tower had a bunch of like flight training too, so he flew a lot. He looked up the plane that he was in, and he fucking coached this guy to land this plane without any injury.
Did you hear what they
nothing.
said? Like the other people in the tower, they're like, "This is a miracle."
Yeah,
they're like,
right.
This is a 1 in a gazillion % chance of this ever happening again.
Is it a miracle or is just flying a plane easy? Because it's
Well, that you're right. That's the two. That's
The landing is the hard part.
Well,
That's
he
what I
landed
hear.
it. He
Yeah,
landed
that's
it
what
like
he
a
did.
champ,
Right.
though, dude. He was playing Flight Simulator back in '93, dude. Now he's a fucking pilot.
but so
That's some good coaching.
great
Yeah,
coach.
yeah.
It seems like if that
If
they didn't
somebody
get
knows
that-
what they're doing and
Right.
like you can like the instruments are like somewhat simplistic.
well, no,
I'm not saying I could do it.
he pulled it up. He had it so like he was looking at whatever the guy flying the plane was looking at, and he knew how to fly a plane, and he walked him through it. Like, dude, unbelievable. But
Yeah.
that could you imagine being in that I've been in a little airplane like that before.
Yeah, they're scary.
They're weird, man.
Like
And
a prop plane.
yeah.
Like they're shaky.
it was just me. Like it was me, my friend, and a pilot, and that's it. And we like flew around Allegheny County, at, like the airport out there and shit.
What the hell were you doing?
It was we were kids. He like wanted or he had got it for like a birthday present or some shit. But
That's cool.
yeah, it was cool. But if the pilot passed out,
Right.
it wouldn't have been cool. Like that would have been like
You
that.
do it, yeah.
But it would have been fucking insane. Now that I'm thinking about it, he actually did let him fly a little bit. I was in
Yeah,
the
but
back.
flying is the easy
Flying's
part.
easy. Then he would
Landing
then he
it.
would land and go back up. I don't think I'd want to get in a plane like that again.
No.
But you just imagine it's like, oh man, look at this view, and like you just look over and the dude's
I
fucking cold,
jammed
like,
up.
fuck.
I think like
I'd be smacking the fuck out.
Oh,
Like, wake
man.
up.
I'm not a cool enough customer. Like I think I don't think I would have reacted as appropriately as that dude did and start like asking the proper questions to the guy in the flight tower. I'd have been like smacking the pilot, like get up.
Like we're gonna die. Where's the parachutes?
Yeah.
Can't
Save
you auto
yourself.
take this over?
Yeah,
this thing
right.
self-fly?
Is this a Tesla plane?
Ben hit up Touchdown Kenny and said if he needs anything ever, hit him up, and he can bounce anything off him.
Why did you
That's
do
cool.
that to Mason Rudolph?
Fuck Mason
Right.
Rudolph.
'Cause
Mason,
he hates
he
Mason
knows Mason Rudolph stinks. He knows he knows Touchdown Kenny's going to be a fucking legend. He cares about Pittsburgh, John. That's why.
Because he cares about
Right.
Pittsburgh.
plus
John,
you-
what are you, an idiot?
You gotta look
Because
at
he's not in a competition
yeah.
with him.
You
That's
gotta
bullshit.
you gotta look at the
Well,
dynamic.
no, it makes
No, maybe
perfect
if he helped
sense.
Mason Rudolph would have played better.
That's not true.
Mason Rudolph got a gun.
There's no
Wait till
fucking
Mason
help.
Rudolph starts this year.
Yeah. There's no help for Mason Rudolph. None. He's
No, when you got
he's
a
gonna be up
dickhead.
in Little League games
Not when
in
you got a
couple months.
dickhead fucking won't help you out in the quarterback room because he's a selfish prick.
His only hope is to take the only hope for Mason is to take his whole offense to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And then get fingered by Baker Mayfield.
A couple roots fingered.
Yeah.
Hey, that goes a long way.
Touchdown, Kenny.
You get them little hands.
Yeah.
It's so tender.
Yeah, those hands are so small.
We got Drake. Drake has a major geese problem. He it was like the first like hot day in Canada or wherever the fuck he lives, and it was like he was like we can't even go outside and enjoy the pool because these geese are terrorizing us. And it was just like 3 geese and like some ducks over there looking all mean. Like you open the door, they would like flock up. Geese don't care if you're rich. They don't care if you're poor. They're dickheads no matter what, man. Could you imagine like having like, I don't know, a $30, $40 million house, whatever Drake fucking got, and like not be able to go to use your pool because you're going to get attacked by a fucking gaggle of geese?
See, that's where Drake fucked up. I'd be out there with a fucking shotgun blowing
I was thinking
geese
firecrackers.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would work.
I don't know if, I mean, aren't geese Canadian?
They are.
Yeah, so I don't.
If they're hanging up where his house is.
Canada might not take a
I
liking
don't
to you
think you're allowed
blowing
to
up
have
geese.
a gun in Canada, so he probably can't shoot him anyway.
Or he gets a fake geese and beats it to death.
Yeah, to teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
But it was, man, the geese don't care if
Oh,
you're
your
rich or
friends.
poor.
Look at me.
I was golfing.
I did this to you.
Golfing at Butler's on Saturday, and you know that 18, they got all those geese by that hole that goes over the water, and there was probably 10 geese. 7 of the geese, we walked up, pulled up. 7 of the geese went in the water, swimming away. 3 geese just stood right on the fucking tee box, dude.
That's where you hit in from 18.
That's where it was. Yeah,
18 at Butler's.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. This was Saturday. So like we couldn't, like we had to tee off like back a little bit because
Yeah.
like the geese are right there. I smoked the drive, I was fine. But the other dude I was playing with, well, again, like the geese, he must put a golf ball right up this goose's asshole, dude. And I wish he would have, because he would have deserved it. And then as soon as we hit, the dickheads get in the water and they swim away. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
like, they know they're being
calling you
they
out.
know they're being assholes, man. We got to get rid of these geese permanently.
Yeah, birds in general.
We have an anonymous donor pays off 100 graduate student debt at Wiley College. So like they're at graduation, they get an announcement that all their student debt is paid off. Does it anonymously.
You're a G.
You're a G. You got to be super
duper.
If I'm doing that, I want the credit.
Yeah.
I would too,
I
but
want the
that's the
credit.
thing. How much money this dude has that it don't even mean nothing.
Like Zebra, let this leak out.
Yeah. Well, that's the move.
I didn't want everybody to know.
There's a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where Ted Danson and Larry donate a wing to like a library. Ted Danson does it anonymously, and he tells everybody, and Larry gets all pissed off because like, dude, it's not anonymous. And Larry had his name on it.
Yeah.
He felt like a cocksucker. That's the move. Is like you do it anonymously, and you just then you just have your friends tell everybody it was you.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Like, dude, I
you're
hate-
just gonna be like, oh,
You didn't hear this from
it's
me.
not
but-
about me.
Yeah, but surely, man, he just donated a whole, cancer center to the hospital.
You
Dude,
got
he's the best.
Yeah, you got Memphis Bleak's gonna come out in like 2 weeks. Like, man, that was Jay-Z.
We got a trend going in college baseball. College baseball games, we got college girls showing their boobs,
Wow.
and they're good boobs.
Well, college boobs are pretty. They're fresh.
Yeah.
That's when
At
you
the
want
games.
That's when you want them. Yeah, they're at the
That's
games.
when you want them.
Yeah, at the games, when they notice the cameras on them, boob flash.
Now
And we're not talking like bra boob flash. We are
Like
talking.
straight
We are
rockin'
talking
tit?
bare. We're talking tits. dude.
Beautiful
You bringing
young
these
tits.
up right now?
No, I'm not.
I
no,
thought
That's what I
you-
thought. I was like, is he gonna put this on the
I
thing?
think
Like,
it
show me.
did.
no, we got a relationship story coming up, and I got
boo.
to pull it up.
I love it. I love some of these new trends, like the no
Wish you
bra
could just
trend.
pull it up on there.
Yeah, the no bra trend's great. Now girls are showing their tits. I'd walk around with a GoPro. You know what I mean?
I'd look like a coal miner with my fucking.
Yeah, I'd be like this. I'd be like, oh, there's a camera. I'll be cutting grass with a GoPro, just like pulling weeds. End up seeing.
But like this is, I mean, we're in the, I don't know, we're probably like in the beginning, middle of college baseball season. Like we need to keep this going, keep it hot, keep it. It's getting nice out.
You gonna
girls.
start going to college baseball games?
No, but I'm gonna see him on the internet.
Well, there you go.
Definitely gonna watch him
Just
on the
the
internet.
good parts.
No, that would be weird, John. But seeing him on the internet and then coming talking about him on the podcast.
There you go.
Normal,
Not
completely
weird.
normal.
This poor son of a bitch. Man dies of a heart attack while burying his wife that he just strangled to death. Some guys have no luck.
Yeah, he couldn't even enjoy it. That poor bastard.
Like, you finally killed her. You finally got rid of her. And you're
now
going to
you
die of
died.
a heart attack while you're burying her.
Oh man,
Isn't it ironic?
yeah.
Isn't
dude.
it
All right,
She stressed
Alanis
him out all
Morissette.
them years.
It's like strangling your wife. on
And
the
then
radio.
dying.
Yeah, thanks for stealing my punchline.
Oh,
I had a whole joke for that.
Can you
sorry.
imagine you're doing some digging and you're like, oh man, my chest is getting tight.
Yeah.
This ain't feeling too great.
I need a drink
and
of
you
water.
can't call anybody because you're halfway. You got a body. And you're halfway through the hole, and then you just you have a heart attack and you die. And now you're both in the hole that you dug, and now you're really stuck with her.
Now they find her body. You're dead. They find her body. You got your whole legacy's ruined.
He probably had all kinds of stuff he wanted to do.
He had a
He had a
bucket
life
list.
He had
insurance
a
policy.
plan. Yep.
Never collected.
Poor guy.
Jack Harlow finds out Brandy and Ray J are brother and sister live on Hot 97. That's crazy. You're getting old when younger people don't know you think normal stuff. We were golfing with my one buddy who's a little younger. He's 29, but he didn't know who Memphis Bleak was, and he didn't know who Freeway was, and I was like, wow. But they're playing Brandy for Jack Harlow, and Jack Harlow was like, I don't know who this is, and they're like, dude, and they're trying to give him hints of who it could be, and they're like, all right, it's Ray J's sister, and he was like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to know who Ray J's sister is? And they're like, what? And he was like, who's Ray J's sister? They're like, Brandy, and he was like, Brandy and Ray J are brother and sister? Dude, he was so shocked. He was like, man. We're just
yeah,
old.
he's really young. I mean, she hasn't had a hit in fucking.
Of course
how
not.
many years?
That's that's the point. We're just at that age where common
granted.
knowledge to us is not common knowledge to these kids.
She'd
at
be
all.
on our oldie station, yeah.
Right. Brandy's probably our age.
Yeah.
Sucks. Model Yumi Nu. I guess that's how you say it. Gets a cover of Sports Illustrated. She's a thick model, one of the thick girls. She looks pretty hot. What do you guys think about the plus-size models getting the cover for Sports Illustrated? You down with it, Z-Bird?
I mean, she's hot.
She's hot.
She got a real pretty face.
Yeah, I mean, she's a bigger girl for sure. She's not she's not huge, but she's definitely she's thick.
But there's a difference between thick and sloppy.
She's not sloppy.
No. I like it. She has meat on her bones. Yeah, she wouldn't be on a fucking runway in certain shows, but if you've seen her outside, you'd think she's a very attractive woman.
That's fine. I have no beef with that.
They said they were older ladies too. They were going for older ladies.
Yeah, I think they're giving every. I think.
Didn't Elon Musk's mom?
Yeah.
For Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Musk's mom's on the Sports Illustrated cover.
Yeah. Not on the cover, but she's
the
in it.
magazine.
Huh?
See, when I was growing up, that was a big magazine.
Yeah,
big time.
It was pretty elite.
And you,
as far as
that was prime jerking material.
Was prime. They're still, I guess these kids don't need it anymore.
So
but I mean,
now they're putting grandmas on there.
You could jerk the Yumi.
I know. I'm not saying her,
No.
but an older
I mean, kids aren't jerking off to magazines. Period.
Yeah. I know.
That's barbaric.
But I mean,
that's a shame. You think about it.
He said it's barbaric.
But why? It's nice to have something in your hand. It's
if you want to look at older ladies in bathing suits, that should be a whole different thing.
Oh, they have that.
Right, but I mean,
so you're saying keep Sports Illustrated to the stereotypically hot
girl. Young chicks.
I don't mind that, a little bit thicker and voluptuous, but
not
this girl's
over
voluptuous.
60.
I'm down with that, but I mean like Bar Raffaelli and that's what I want to see.
That's what you want to see, John. That's what you want to see.
The best magazine that came out for jerking that wasn't a Hustler or something. It was a regular Playboy. It was when they had this Playboy book of lingerie.
Yeah.
There was a picture on every page. I used to always go to that Unimart in Square Hill and get it when
it was a special edition that came with the magazine.
There was a picture on every page. There was it was so diverse. You know what I mean?
So diverse.
If you were feeling weird that day, you could find any ethnic group you wanted, shaved, little hair or whatever. You know what I mean? You could feed your geese to anything.
Variety.
Dude. Yeah, that was the internet to us.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when you had to work for it, though.
Sure. It was I don't know. I
different world.
Different. Yeah, it was definitely different. Boyfriend takes raw spaghetti into washroom with him. Okay, so me and my boyfriend haven't known each other for the longest, but I've noticed that he took a single raw spaghetti noodle with him into the washroom this morning. He refuses to tell me what he uses for, but I am adamant to know where he takes this precious pasta and what's going on. If anyone has any idea what's going on, please let me know so I could figure out if he's not make sure he's not doing anything weird.
He's shoving it up his ass.
I don't think it got to be up his dick hole, right?
As soon as you said, yeah.
What
would be up your ass?
It's gonna break in your asshole in 1 second.
Right, but maybe you're priming the pump. You got to take a shit. What are you putting in your pee hole for?
That's the thing. Yeah, it's the only place it makes sense.
I mean, people put phone chargers in their dick holes.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Remember that one like X-ray, like the fucking USB
he had like
cord?
the 9-footer too.
Dude.
So that if you think of anything, like now I think about it, if I'm putting anything in my pee hole, it's spaghetti. Hard, you know what I mean?
Capellini, maybe.
I mean, it's
yeah, it ain't ravioli.
It's angel hair.
Yeah,
it's probably. I mean, it's gonna. Yeah. It's gonna whatever you're gonna do. Hard spaghetti is a good.
You don't think it's gonna break off in your dick though, too?
I mean,
so he's just taking one piece of spaghetti.
That's
he's
what she
walking
said.
in. She sees him.
Yeah.
What else could he be doing?
We
with
need
that?
to Google this.
I don't like.
There's
Google.
got to be another.
Does he have a fetish? Is there like a?
Is that a fetish?
It has.
It
It has. Well, I think people.
I said that's painful.
People putting shit in their dick hole is definitely.
I
like
would
a
say.
fetish.
I would say it's his O-ring. I don't think he put it in his pee hole.
I don't think it's gonna break in 1 second.
It's gonna break in your dick hole.
I don't think so, dude.
If you put something up your
Larry,
asshole,
go get some vermicelli.
If you're putting something in your ass, you're putting something bigger in it than this piece of spaghetti.
I agree.
At least a finger. You know what
I
I mean?
agree.
Who the fuck wants to fuck?
Okay, you might be right about that.
Your butthole can maintain a lot more. You can start sticking fucking rotini in there, rigatoni, fucking ravioli. I mean,
little spirals.
Put anything up your ass.
Put an eggplant up there.
Right. What's that?
You can't just be shoving everything. If you're
cannolis.
I think a raw spaghetti is probably a good like starter
primer.
Yeah, a good starter like
Maybe
toy or whatever.
Maybe he got a clogged pee hole and he's wet cleaning it up.
Sure, that's people are weird as fuck. They could be up to anything with their dick holes.
Dude, that's the worst.
You want to know my theory now that I think about this?
Let's hear
I
it.
think I figured it out. I think he's masturbating, and I think he holds the spaghetti in his pee hole because it helps restrain like the jizz from coming out.
Oh, that's
and
the
I bet
grossest
he,
thing I've ever
You've
heard.
seen something like this.
No.
Yeah, is this on the pudding slinger website?
You've done something similar to this.
No, I'd tell you if I fucking
What have you put in your pee hole?
I nothing ever. But I'm
So
just
he clogs his pee hole and then goes have sex with his lady.
Well, just like dudes that like you ever hear people that like strangle themselves when they're jerking off?
Erotic
It's the same
asphyxiation.
thing. He's strangling his cock hole while he's jerking off, choking it out. And then, like, I think it fucking finally explodes out. It probably gives him some.
So she probably got pasta like all up in her.
No, there's no pasta
up in her uterus. When it shoots out,
You could probably. That probably comes out pretty easy.
Right.
Yeah.
After the blockade, after the dam breaks.
Right, but he's
jerking off.
He's jerking
She's
off.
not there.
Oh, he's jerking off. I thought he was
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm
That
saying,
makes sense.
Right,
Yeah,
but I
he
thought
got
so
in
he
his
could like
dick hole and
last
he's
longer.
jerking off.
Yeah, and it
That's
holds
so
it in.
weird.
It holds it in. Yeah.
No, it's not normal, no.
Yeah, it's how amazing.
Seabird.
What's up?
How much linguine do you have at your house?
Dude, I would listen. If I was sticking shit up my pee hole and I knew some cool trick, I'd have told you by now. I don't.
I
but
think
that's
Did
the
you
only
see a
thing-
video of it somewhere?
No, I didn't. I'd tell you if I did.
Let's not stick anything up your pee hole.
Right.
You need your pee hole intact.
Yeah, this isn't like.
That's like one of those things. Once you break, I don't know if there's
you
repair
can't
to be done.
You can't re-virgin your pee hole.
Your stream's gonna be all messed up.
Dude,
Just leave it alone.
I'll tell you, I had a horrible thing happen with my pee hole when I was 15.
Guy is pissed off, or wife is pissed off at her husband because he's choosing weed over his marriage. Dude, what kind of asshole wife do you have to be if you're going to be mad at your husband for smoking weed? Drinking? Sure.
Yeah.
People would get very rowdy on booze. Weed? Leave him the fuck alone. You don't want this guy to be happy ever?
Yeah.
A couple puffs of weed never hurt anybody, John.
What was the extent of his?
One friend divorced over, kind of.
We do?
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There it is. Yep. Yeah, now it hit me. Well, that's that's the type of girl I'm talking about.
I know. I know. I'm just saying. We've seen
There's
this.
a lot of things you'd be pissed off of. Like
Weed should be the very bottom of the fucking list.
Bottom. This fucking motherfucker isn't supposed to be happy about anything. Can't blow off a little steam.
Yeah, there's a lot worse shit you could
what?
be doing out
He
there.
should teach her a lesson. And this is where he goes out and he tries crack for the first time.
Yeah.
And she'll be begging for them weed days to come back. She'll
Sure.
be like, smoke a joint.
Yeah.
Just please smoke a joint. Please don't sell the TV again.
Don't sell all my shoes.
Teach her a lesson. Smoke crack and liquidate.
I mean, she's kind of forcing his hand.
You should name the fucking episode that.
Yep, that's
Smoke
it now.
crack.
Smoke crack and liquidate.
I remember one time Zero was like, shows him having a liquidation seal. He's like, everything must go.
I didn't have nothing really. I think I had some little bit of stuff I stole, but you know what I mean. It was like, yeah,
I bought plenty of stuff.
yeah.
I think I still have a.
And that's the statute
Yeah.
limit. Yeah, let's not get too deep into that.
Yeah, I got a everything must go story myself from another friend, but
Sleeping
some
dogs
things-
lie.
some things are better left unsaid. Speaking of weed, California law prohibits employers from firing employees that are high at work. This is I'm a little indifferent on. You don't need to be high at work, I don't think. Depends what your job is.
What you do at your house is none of my business.
Right.
When you're on the clock, I'm paying you. At least lie to me.
If you're running
You know
like
what I
heavy
mean?
machinery, if you're a crane operator,
Right,
if you're
if you're
fucking
bus driver.
if you could bus driver, school bus driver, fucking
Right.
if you could fucking crack a pipe that's gonna cost me $10,000.
Right. There's a fine line
yeah.
between I'm just burning one or I'm putting people's safety at risk.
Yeah, if
If you work at the fucking
You
movie
can, you
theater,
can give
and
us
you're
over
taking
8 hours
tickets.
a day. You can
Yeah,
give us
you
over
can
8
do
hours
it
a
if
day.
you
if
want.
it's affecting, especially if it's affecting your work, like if it's something like you're picking at the person or something like that, and they're working at fast food, like you're just fucking with them, you know, you think they might be high, but if it's someone like who's like visually, you're like, dude, something's wrong with you.
You're
Right.
impaired.
You're impaired.
Yeah,
Like, you,
put some eye drops in, dude.
like you can't be here like that fucked up, and like, dude, I haven't been around the weeds for so long, but like. From what I hear, weed is super fucking strong now. So like, if you smoke
yeah.
some weed,
Weed is pretty dope.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
Weed's
what I'm
pretty
saying.
dope
Like,
right now.
there's some jobs that you could get away with being high at. There's some you just can't because it's too big of a fucking downside.
It's a risk,
right?
You-
Especially if other people are involved.
Yeah, if you like you said, machinery, anything like that, yeah, you can't be. You gotta watch yourself, dude. Sharp mind.
We had a guy at the Brown Steeler game eat an edible and pass out on the shitter, and then he had to be fucking carted off, and he was giving everybody high fives on the way out.
Oh man,
Another relatable story.
Yeah, very
I'm not mad
Right?
at that guy.
No.
I'll tell you that.
What he must have ate one of them.
I wasn't like
had to be
a
one of
son
the-
and dad thing.
Was it?
Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
It looked like a little.
Like
a guy
my
that
dad
was a
ate an
little,
edible and like he had to be wheeled out of here is what I thought I read.
I didn't see the dad portion of it. I saw the video and I saw the headline.
yeah, you're right about
Is that what that was?
Yeah,
Was the kid young or was the kid like an older, like 20
It
something?
would be like you and your dad going to the game, and your dad's like,
fuck.
"Fuck it, I'll try an
It was
edible."
not me and Aussie Joe. I promise.
No.
Does your dad eat edibles?
No, I gave him one time and it was way
You
too
can't be
much.
too
throwing.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
you
Yeah,
can't
he
be
said he
throwing
don't
your.
fuck with that
You
shit.
can't be throwing your dad to the fire on edibles for the first time at a Browns game.
yeah.
No, I would never do that. But it's just he's a different generation. They
weed's
just want to
different.
burn one. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's it.
Yeah, get rid of
They
that.
don't want to. They don't want to forget who they are.
Right? Yeah, they don't want to lose their marbles.
Every time I eat one of them edibles, I forget who I am for 30 minutes and piss myself.
Right. You could piss yourself without the edibles.
But it seemed like he was coming. It seemed like he was coming through, and they were wheeling him out because he was giving everybody a high five on the way out.
he
Good
thought he
for
was a
you,
celebrity.
buddy. Imagine calling your mom like, "You got to come get me and Dad."
Dad lost his marbles again.
yeah,
Mom.
that's a young man's game, dude.
STD cases are rising, and syphilis is back.
Finally, some good news.
I'm not buying this, dude. I think they're trying to scare like teenagers again about like STDs. Remember how like terrifying STDs were when we were kids?
Yeah.
AIDS?
Everybody thought we were getting AIDS. Everybody thought they were getting herpes. Everybody thought they were getting everything. Yeah, all right. I mean,
Who did this survey?
Couple people got
Trojan.
a couple things.
Yeah, it was fucking. It's big pharma, dude. 'cause
Big
they're gonna,
condom.
They're gonna
Yeah.
come out with a fucking
Big condom.
big condom.
So,
Come
like,
out with a syphilis
Syphilis
vaccine.
is 26% up in like New York City or something like that. I got a syphilis story. This is a long.
I love a good syphilis
yeah,
story.
This is a long time ago.
doesn't?
Yeah.
We were out in Arizona for a Steeler game, and like I had this weird rash, and it wasn't necessarily like on my dick, but it was like on my stomach and around like my thighs,
That was
and
monkeypox.
I'm like, fuck, dude, what's this? So I go to the doctor before this vacation, and she was like, I forget what the rash was. She was, this is either a very common rash. There's a slight chance it could be syphilis. Do you want me to even check for that? Should you run that test? Is like, do you think you're at risk? I was like, you better run the test. Yeah,
I'm a pig.
Yeah,
I'm a piece of shit.
you
please.
might want to run that through. So the whole time I'm thinking, like, I definitely have syphilis. You know, once you go take a test for syphilis, you're pretty.
You convince yourself.
And then she was like, dude, syphilis is pretty uncommon still, but it is coming back. If it is syphilis, we're going to have to, like, go through to everybody you've been with, and you're going to have to let them know. The health department's going to have to get involved. And I'm like, well, this is a fucking nightmare.
You're going to be on the newspaper.
Yeah.
Have you seen this cough?
Stage 3, herpes.
So I'm pretty, like, down in the dumps about this. So I go on this vacation. I'm like the second day in, probably like the second morning, and I get a phone call saying it wasn't syphilis. It was just a rash or whatever. So I'm like, and like everybody's in the car, like, what are you like relieving for? Like, what's going on?
I'm buying drinks, boys.
Like, I thought I had syphilis. And our one friend was like, I knew something was wrong. I was like, oh, got it. We're good to go. So that's my old syphilis
All right,
story.
so let's go to the Chinese whorehouse.
Dan Orlowski sneeze farted last week during the Bills game and blamed it on the blue cheese in Buffalo. Did you see that video?
No,
Dude,
I didn't.
He went, shh. And then it was like so quiet, and he just like tried to cover it up, and it was such a bad sneeze fart. He like couldn't control his butthole, and he said it was a sneeze fart. Everyone had a sneeze fart before. But it was good. It was so good, and then he just tweeted, "I shouldn't have tried the blue cheese."
At least
you gotta own it.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have been anything else.
Right, right.
It's crazy. Like it had to be so loud. Because I mean, your butt's
your
butt's far away from the mic.
Yeah,
that was the thing. They were like, that people were, the conspiracy theory people were like, he did that on purpose. Like, your asshole's not mic'd up.
No,
they don't mic your asshole like they used to. So like,
I'm mic'd up, B.
And like, who knows? Like,
biff.
Yeah, I mean, news like casters and like sports guys, they're hecklers now. So then maybe like it was a bet, like there's no way you'll sneeze fart on TV.
Yeah,
but like I don't know.
Like run the delay for God's sakes. Cut that out.
Yeah, right. Give me a break.
Yeah.
The sneeze is one thing. You cut out my fart, man.
Cut to the blip real quick.
Dude, that's how sharks happen, dude.
Don't show me sneeze. Just show the fart.
Dude, once you sneeze, your whole guard is down.
Yeah, dude.
You might recognize my voice from Greenfield's Finest podcast, but you'd recognize my face more from Rosado and Sons Landscaper, where I've been an employee for over 5 years, where I work with owner-son John Rosado. If you're looking for quality landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, and lawn maintenance, which includes fertilizer, grub control, weed killer, call 412-521-9045. This isn't some pop-up operation. They've been in business for over 80 years. So if you want good quality work, call Rosado & Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get the special discount. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Did you just get the bad news that your girlfriend's fucking your neighbor? Well, it sounds like a pretty shitty situation. I got just the answer. Miracle Movers. You need to move in a hurry? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're fully bonded and insured, and you're not taking any risk like you are with your whore girlfriend. So call Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620 and get out of that house before you catch any STDs. Did you just walk into your bathroom and take a giant shit and realize that your bathroom is a giant pile of shit? Well, I got the answer for you. Bath Factory and Window. You dream it and they build it. Bath Factory and Window, 412-951-3939. From your bathroom to your windows, transform your home with Bathroom Factory and Window. You can also find them at bathfactoryandwindow.com. Hey, what's going on, folks? I don't know if you knew this, but the number one reason people get lawsuits against them when people come over their house is faulty steps, faulty sidewalks. What are you going to do about it? Your house is a walking booby trap. Well, you can call Giuseppe & Sons. Need your sidewalk and steps fixed or replaced? Call Giuseppe & Sons at 412-421-6711. And if you're looking for any masonry work in the Pittsburgh area, these are the guys you can trust. That's 412-421-6711. 1111. Hey, what's your shoals?
My gear grinder this week. I went to the rodeo like I don't know, a couple days ago or whatever, right?
Washington County.
Butler County.
Okay.
So it's a cruise, right? And Rose was like, you know what? I'll drive the way home, no problem. Because we drove there, and it's a straight shot. It's a nice little scenic route. Now, granted, the rodeo wasn't over till like 11 o'clock, so it was dark as fuck. I had a couple beers at the old rodeo. You know what I mean? I was trying to fit in with the locals.
What are we talking couple here? Let's be
no, like three.
Really?
Yeah.
How much did you drink before you went out?
Well, that's where it comes into play. No, I probably had like a total the whole time, maybe like 5 beers, nothing crazy. And I was eating and stuff, so I was, that's Gerber. It's nothing for me. Rose like insisting on driving home. I sit in the front seat with her. My kids are all the way in the back, and my parents are like in the seats behind us. I swear to God, it looks like my fucking windows are tinted, like the windshield is tinted. It's so fucking dirty. Like the girls were playing on their iPads. You could see the reflections like in the smog on my fucking mirror. And Rose is like, oh, I'm fine to drive. Braking for like hallucinations, dude. And I'm like, oh, even Gemma was like, Mom, what do you think? You saw Bigfoot or something? I'm like, nah, the girls are busting your balls. Like, just pull over, let me fucking drive,
right.
dude. You know, like, you're starting to scare me now. She's like, oh, stop. Every time I try to drive, I'm trying to be nice. I'm like, okay. Are you pulling over? Are we gonna die or am I gonna drive? And she toughed it out, but man, I would never been so scared in my whole fucking entire life, dude. Everybody in the car had like seatbelts on. No one said a word after like the first 10 minutes. Everybody's joking around, haha. We saw the condition of Rosa's fucking driving.
Yeah, you're gonna want to save Rosa driving for when you're shit faced.
For when you're like Ben Affleck.
I didn't realize. Yeah. I didn't realize I was taking my whole family's life into my hands by asking my wife to drive.
I mean, you know, Rosa can't. She's not the best driver.
I'm aware of that, but she was dead sober. I'm like, what the fuck,
dude? What the fuck were you doing at the rodeo?
Oh man, my parents are country as hell. Ever since my sister moved to Texas, dude, you seen all the picture? Aussie Joe got the fucking cowboy hat.
If you want my honest opinion, I think it happened when your dad started watching Yellowstone.
No. When he went to Montana, like probably like 6 years ago.
That's when Yellowstone came on.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, he wasn't hep to it then. He just started watching it like 2-3 years ago. Okay. But when he went there, he came back with like jeans with like a brand on them and a cowboy hat, cowboy boots and shit. I'm like, this motherfucker's turning country as fuck on us.
Good for him.
I love it.
Oh,
he's so country, dude.
I wouldn't mind making that change right now. Yeah. Cowboy Jack, I'll fucking do that.
Dude, every shirt my dad has either like an eagle, an American flag on it, or like a gun. Like it has to have one of the three, or he ain't wearing it.
How crowded is the rodeo?
It was packed, dude.
Was it?
Like, so I was trying to explain to Rosa. It was like, for these kids, it was like their St. Rosalia fair. Like, you went there when you're a young kid, you're dressed up, you're trying to hit the other chicks up, they're dressed up. And that's what it was. Like, it was everybody was peacocking. You know what I mean? A ton of young kids. And it wasn't bad.
Your dad, he was in full cowboy regalia?
Oh, attire, yeah.
What did you wear?
Belt buckle?
I wore fucking a tank top and shorts.
Your dad got like a
no, he's not a belt buckle guy. He's too skinny for that. I don't know, man. He might be top heavy.
He got the boots.
Fuck, he got like 7 pairs of cowboy boots, dude.
Does he?
He got like 4 cowboy hats.
Funny, man.
You know how expensive cowboy hats are?
Dude, cowboy, everything's fucking expensive.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's genuine leather.
Yeah.
He got a cowboy hat just for Texas that he leaves down there.
So they were riding the bulls, they were fucking throwing the lassos, all that shit.
I'll be honest with you, the dudes weren't that impressive. The women, like young girls, teenagers roping fucking calves and swinging them down. I'm like, these motherfuckers got it.
I was like flipping through the channels a couple weeks ago, and PCN came on. Yeah. It was a high school rodeo. It was electric. I watched it for 45 minutes.
So this one's like sanctioned, okay, by 2 different rodeo association. So these people were like competing for points.
Yeah, nice.
And not the NRA.
National Rodeo Association.
Dude, it was to the point where I was like, this girl fucking stinks.
I was
like,
into
what's
it.
Going on,
I was into it for a minute. I'm like, man, these motherfuckers live that life. They're about that life.
They probably got some pretty good fucking snacks out there, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, the food was great. There was all kind of raffles and shit. I was trying to win a fucking couple rifles and put a couple bucks on that.
It sounds like a good time.
Dude, it wasn't bad
I'll go to a rodeo.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck else? Actually, we've done everything else. I'm trying to do different things.
Our girl that listens to this,
Brittany.
Angel and Brittany went up here. Yeah,
Brittany and Angel.
Same one.
There you go. You arguably had the best Facebook comment of all time this weekend. Zebra, do you want to break that down a little bit?
Yeah, so it was So it would have been Shuli's sister-in-law. She was out to eat. It was like her birthday. And then Shuli, she was like wearing like a dress. She looked nice. And, you know, her boobs were out. And Shuli just asked her what she had. He said, what'd she get for
No,
dinner?
all I said was, I was like, what'd you get? ... Rack of lamb.
Rack of
What'd
lamb.
you order? Rack of lamb.
What'd you order? Rack of lamb. And I can just see
to
Shuli
his sister-in-law on Facebook.
Oh, she thought it was hilarious.
Dude, it was hilarious.
The funny though, so I seen her the next day, and she was like, when I first saw that, I was gonna like, no, I got a steak. Like, you idiot.
Yeah, right. See that?
Shuli one-liner. When I see that, it was actually sent to me.
I
from
laughed
someone
out loud.
else.
Yeah, I sent it to a few people. I was like, look at Sholi going in on Facebook.
Yeah.
Rosa was. I was like, dude, should I say that? Rosa was like, fuck yeah, say that. It's hilarious.
Dude, it was fucking funny as fuck. I got a grinder. Dude, I'm sick of not being able to litter anymore. I miss good old fashioned littering. You know, when like you get like a Wendy's bag and you just fire out the fucking window, dude. That was a time to be alive when you could just fucking litter, dude.
People still do that.
I don't think they do. I haven't seen
Drive
it.
up Commercial Road, they sure do.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, and on Browns Hill Road, motherfuckers throw shit out their windows.
Brownsville
all the time.
Road for sure.
They'll throw them in fucking
Oh
cars.
yeah, you'll be at a light and someone will just dump out a bag
Listen,
of Wendy's right next to you.
I know I don't litter and I wouldn't litter, but I'm just talking about like that feeling when you would just fire something out the window.
Like the exhilaration.
Yeah, like fuck this pop. You know, you would go to Wendy's and you would get like a flat pop and you would just fucking throw it out the fucking window and it would explode.
Or you get
There's
in your
not a
car
better-
the next day and you're like, oh, I got that Wendy's jug
yeah,
still.
right
I'm gonna
outside.
Fire this thing
Yep,
somewhere.
Fucking throw it over. Fucking shoots over your fuck. I mean, that was just a good time when you could just litter. You can't litter anymore. Everyone's like, oh,
Everybody's so
litter.
sensitive.
Litter bug. Like, shut up, dude.
1-800-litter.
I got one of those one time. I threw shit out of my car and someone seen me. And they got my license plate number and everything. No. I was a long time ago, and they sent a stack of shit. It had like a bag for inside my car. It had stickers like when I had a litter bug.
Really?
Yeah.
We seen you, and they like named the time, the day.
That's crazy.
What I threw out of the
See,
fucking
like litter
window.
shaming. That's what I'm talking about. Don't litter shame me.
Yeah.
I want to litter. I'll fucking litter. How about that? When's the last time you guys had a good litter?
No, you know what I've been doing lately? I'm not sure if it's considered littering. I've been having pistachios at work.
Nah, that's not littering.
So I eat and dump the pistachios out the window?
Yeah, biodegradable. You're good.
Okay, well then.
Keep doing that. I'll be the guy that fucking tells you who's littering.
Yeah, I'll
now
tell
or
you
not.
what's littering and what ain't littering.
You wanna fucking throw a bag of Chick-fil-A out your window? Don't do it every day. You get one a month. One a month. You can fucking do a little.
Don't get greedy.
Yeah, you can't do it all the time. You want to get one good litter? You want to throw a fucking Dunkin' Donuts box out the over the fucking Homestead High Little Bridge, Sean? Fire that fucker. Don't do it all the time. One a month. That's what I'm giving you.
I'm anti-litter, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm an anti-litter too.
But
But
I mean,
I
don't think I've ever really thrown like a whole bag of garbage out of my car. To be honest,
We've thrown 40s out of our
Yeah,
car.
what are you talking about?
I've done shit like that.
Yeah, listen, John, we've done some littering. I remember like eating at Alderdice and everyone just like on the way back to eating at Wendy's and going back to Alderdice and everybody just at the same time firing their food out the window.
Especially that little back road there.
Yeah, that's where everybody's
There's probably
doing
like
shit.
hundreds of years of Wendy's garbage.
I got a great littering story. So it was like we were at someone had bought a house. They were gutting it out, and they were like, they had some party supplies. They're like, hey, if you help gut this house out, we'll party and we'll gut the house. Great idea. Seemed like at the time. So we start partying. We didn't start gutting yet. Finally, it's getting towards the end of the party supplies, and this dude realized we better start gutting this house before I run out of party supplies. These dudes are going to be done. So we're gutting it, and this person is putting the shit in the back of, like, it's not a dump truck. It's like a pickup truck like the one I drive now. So it's like a Ford Ranger. So this dude, the person who went and did this, they were like kind of like half napping, half into it. He's like, you got to do something. You got to take this to the dump and get rid of it. And he was like, absolutely. So he goes, he drives down this street. He takes the other guy with him. They come back like probably a minute and a half later. Fucking 2 minutes later, you hear all these cops coming. We're like, what the fuck did you do? They fucking flew down the street, went down the other way, went backward, like it went like this,
and ran it off.
Then floored it,
Yeah.
and left all this debris in the middle of a fucking street.
That's unbelievable.
I'm talking.
And the cops came.
Now that's heavy duty littering.
They didn't come to where they didn't figure it out, but like I'm like,
They were pissed.
But and so was the fucking person whose house was like, "What are you fucking doing?"
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not talking literally like I'm saying, but if you want to throw a little gun wrapper out there, let it fly.
Yeah,
let it fly. You ain't hurting anybody.
So since the last show, since last week, up until today, I don't know what it is. People that I know, like you build relationships with people you work with, or like people I buy supplies also off of, and I see them regularly, but not every day. And everybody's been telling me like, "Man, you're really going gray." Like, thanks, dude. I had no idea. I don't look in the fucking mirror multiple times a day. Like, I just seen you last week. Everybody keeps bringing it up, and it's starting to burn my ass a little bit. Like, I get it, dude. I'm 41 years old. I'm turning. My beard is white. My hair's all turning gray. Like, you're overweight. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say to you?
That's what I was about to say to people. Like, why'd you go like this? Like you're overweight. You gestured towards me a little bit. You noticed that?
I swear to God, he went right at you. He said, "You're," and looked right.
I was making eye contact.
He had those Italian hands going. He's like, I didn't call you gray, cuz. What are you shooting at me
I don't
for?
know.
I'm a little trim right now for being. I thought I was.
I was making eye contact, dude.
Jesus
That's why
Christ,
I did
I'm doing aerobics 4 or 5 times a week.
So you get it now. You understand my gear
What the fuck? Yeah, I hate when people are like, dude, like, ooh, your beard's gray.
Like
I didn't just for a minute this fucking week. Shut the fuck up.
It's like in the past week, I'm like, I even went to Rose. Like, did I just like get a whole bunch of more gray hairs? Like, I just got my haircut last week. Can't be that bad yet.
Yeah, the haircut saves the grays. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it cuts them up.
You look blonde in the sun.
Yeah, people are just fucking. Yeah, that's the move. Like, oh, yeah, you're right. I am getting a little gray, but I notice you don't have any hair in your fat.
Like, so how's your cholesterol?
Yeah.
Doesn't look so good.
How are the diabetes? Anything going numb?
You lose your foot yet?
Anything going numb on you lately?
That's it.
Have another drink, you fuck.
Oh, it hurts my feelings.
Yeah, people are they just say shit, and then when you say something back to them, I mean, I'm guilty of it. I say shit to people all the time, and someone says back to me, I'm like, whoa, wait, take it easy.
But everybody been hitting me with it. I'm like, oh yeah, like man, those teeth look great. Like, what do you got, a fucking molar there in your front of your mouth?
Yeah, it's rude, man. But I'd rather have it be gray than not have it. That's for fucking sure.
Don't rub it in my face.
Yeah, keep your comments to yourself. I got a gear grinder, so I got this new butthole, and I don't know what's going on like recently.
I'd like to see that thing one of these days.
Well, maybe
I'd take it for a test spin one of these days.
Come to the live show, maybe I'll pop out my butthole.
September 2nd, bottlerocketsocial.com.
Butthole Rockets.
Butthole Rocket Social.
Butthole debut.
I seen a video started just like 5 guys that doing a podcast.
Did you imagine?
Brand new asshole.
Hey, did you go?
Can I see that thing?
Did you go to that live show the other day? Like, dude, Jack showed his new butthole.
I'll tell you what.
Shit.
I kicked the tires on that thing. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.
How about this? If it sells out, Jack shows his asshole and Shirley does the Buffalo Bill Wiener doctor. That would just be a fucking.
Why wouldn't you want to spend money to go see that?
Yeah.
That's just.
Larry will be dressed as an Eagle Scout.
Yep. They might have to get Larry a costume for.
We might have.
Yep. That might be a thing. So I got this new butthole. I don't know what's going on with it recently. It's been acting up. I just been wiping forever, man. I just been on the toilet, like wiping and wiping. And what'd you say?
A lot of ear cheese.
Well, it's butthole cheese.
I know.
And it's fucking. I'm on there and I'm wiping, and I'm like, dude, I have places to be. I can't be like wiping all day long. I go from dry to wet wipe, back to dry, thinking I'm done. Not good. I'll get up. Next thing you know, butthole's a little itchy. I'm back. I'm re-wiping.
Showering.
Oh, dude, it's a fucking mess. Like, dude, when you have to go like re-wipe, when you could, I'm like, what's happening?
That's bad. Yeah, you're better off taking the 5-minute rinse my butthole shower.
Yeah, but sometimes you think you got it good. I'm sticking a fucking wet wipe halfway up there, and it's just like
sometimes the wet wipe disperses it.
Yeah, it frees some shit up. It unlocks the dam a little bit, and it's just like, dude, I got a job. I got a fucking shit I got to do. I got things that I can be sitting here all day wiping my fucking ass.
Lately? Like, did you switch your diet up?
A
lot of bad stuff.
No, not a lot of bad stuff.
It was that drinking you did.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
It loosens your bowels.
Liquefy.
Yeah.
I remember shitting mustard when I was on the drugs. As soon as I would take,
Actually, you know what? No, like booze constipates me.
Really?
Yeah, pretty bad.
What?
Yeah, it really does.
That new butthole's not even working right.
It's ass
you
back.
got a warranty on that thing?
It's ass backwards.
if you ever get constipated, it's like too bad. I don't ever want you like kids to try this, but like, dude, nothing ever made me shit like smoking crack. It wasn't even smoking crack. It was like right before I got the crack, I would have to like shit my pants.
Why?
It's like the anticipation, like
You're so excited to smoke crack.
Yeah, so like literally, like you be waiting to smoke, like to get the crack, and the person be like 2 minutes away, and all of a sudden you got shit.
I've heard that with cocaine as well.
I can't tell you how many times I shit on these train tracks over in Homewood because I was like, that's where I would have to go ride my bike to get this crack off this guy.
Coke makes sense because like fucking they cut coke with like baby laxative
Right,
and shit
but
like
you
that.
don't even do it yet. And you're like, dude, I
talking-
gotta take
Yeah,
a
it's
shit.
like- it's excited.
It's on the way.
Once I get the crack,
You just want your
fine.
body to clear out of everything, so you be as much fucked up as possible.
Well, dude, you're like
You
it's-
might be onto something, Jack.
If you're listening to this, you can Google it. But there's some kind of like euphoric recall with cocaine, but like especially with crack. And if you something about right before you get the crack, it's very common that you have to shit. It's just some kind of like
it's up here.
Oh, it's actually in here.
Not anymore.
Yeah, that's what happened.
It's
Probably
not
the
like
guy at Kogo's. I figured it out. He was waiting for someone to bring him crack, and
No, he either got crack or didn't get dope, and it was either way. I got to shit
yeah,
my
it could have
pants.
been drug related for sure. But yeah, I'm just wiping too much. It's taking up a lot of my time. So
Was that you at Kogo's?
yeah, I'm not a coke or crack guy, but I am wiping a lot.
That's a 2022 refurbished butthole.
I got a gear grinder. Ordered Uber Eats the other day, and I noticed this happens like a fair amount. Why? I hate when I go and like meet the driver. There's just another random person in the car, dude.
Oh, no.
Creeps me the fuck out. Like, why? Why are you driving around? Why are there two people in the car? Like, what are you guys
was there
doing
anything
to my food?
did you have like fries or anything that?
No, it's been a salad the past couple times, but like,
was there any pieces of chicken?
They ate the spinach.
Is it light on the chicken?
No, they stapled the bag, which they could have a stapler in their car, but I'm just like, man, what's up with the shifty character? It's riding shotgun.
It's usually like
it's like a fat
girlfriend. Yeah, that she doesn't trust you.
And she has like a tank top on. And it's like, dude, why do you have a tank top on?
She has her
in
pajamas
December?
on.
Yeah, it's just, and like, why aren't you driving and doing Uber Eats yourself so you can make some income? Like you're just sucking down.
You lazy bitch.
Yeah, does this guy just like have to drive around with you all day and you pretend like you're helping him? Like, oh, we work together, we earn that money. Like, no, you sat and fucking probably ate everybody's French fries while your husband, boyfriend, whatever, got enough money for you guys to go do meth later tonight.
I do Uber Eats, so I don't have to be with you.
It's always it's 1000%. You fucking hit the nail on the head. Anytime it's the same thing with Uber too. Or Lyft, whatever. It's always a big girl sitting in the front, not trusting her boyfriend, with her dogs out.
Their big ham hocks.
I hate the dogs on the dashboard or out the window,
texting like they don't want to be there. Like, you could be anywhere else in the world right now except taking me.
But
down
she got
to,
like the smiley face pajama pants on and the gross tank top.
There's cheese on them.
Yeah,
I mean, Z-Bird. I mean, you used to drive around with a delivery driver. And
yeah, Mishka. Yeah, I was drunk. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just saying.
We were in high school.
Let's not stereotype this.
Well, no, I mean, I was like 17 years old. We were
20.
You were eating though.
Yeah, I was eating the food. But
She was drinking a 24-pack of
yeah,
bread.
we were drinking beers and having fun. That was normal.
Yeah, that's
I
a
mean,
good time.
driving around drinking was normal.
Wait,
just not doing drugs or drinking, just driving around like a bunch of weirdos is weird.
Yeah, nerd.
What really annoys me about what really grinds my gears about it is I know she thinks like they're working together. You know what I mean?
She
Like,
wants.
like
she's entitled to half.
Like she's bringing something to the table in this mission. Like, dude, at the very least, let him drive. You get out of the car and deliver. Still completely unnecessary, but at least you're doing something.
She's like, babe,
This
we worked all night last night.
Yeah, right. Like, oh man, we were out all night. Like, dude, no, you weren't. Like, he was driving around everywhere, and like, you're just making everybody's life, and you're creeping out his customers. And like, dude, just get out of there and like put some long sleeves on to get don't wear tank tops around my salad, lady. You know, that should be a fucking rule. No open. I don't want your open air pits anywhere near my salad.
Oh my! It's like you read my brain. I was thinking armpit as soon as you said tank top. I'm like, armpit tank top over your food is fucking.
Yeah, now I'm eating pit salad. Like,
Pit
I don't
juice.
need that.
Yeah, because all you need is one driplet of pit sweat.
What is that, vinaigrette or armpitogrette?
It's too much. It's just like, dude, get your pits away. All right, let's take a break.
All right, but we'll take a quick commercial break. We come back. We're going to have more Greenfield Class Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're worried about roofing, windows, siding, soffit, fascia, gutters, spouts, and need help with any of those, call Allen Construction, LLC, 412-954-8337. Whether it's a repair, replacement, they're equipped with the tools and the skills for over 65 years of experience. Remember, Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. And they're not on heroin. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just drove by your house, and your wall looks like a giant piece of shit. Well, you know that's no good, because anybody can climb up your yard and bang your old lady. That's why you need to call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. Fully insured. And when someone pulls up to your house, make sure the first thing they see is your retaining wall, or the second thing they'll see is your wife's pussy. That's 412-889-4401. Just Walls. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I just drove by your house. You got a giant hole in the side. What's that for? So you can stick your dick in it and your old lady can suck it. You're better than that, man. Get that hole patched up. Why don't you call SNL Remodeling LLC? They do roofing, siding, gutters, downspout, soffit, fascia, and they'll fix that hole so your wife quits sucking everyone's dick. 412-628-9717. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. We're sick of seeing your wife sucking all that cock. Are you sick and tired of bullshit pizza? I knew I was. Thank God there's Capizzuto's Pizza on Greenfield Avenue. They've been in business for over 400 years, making some of Pittsburgh's finest pizza. 412-521-6570. Ask for Nubs and tell them Z-Bird sent you if you want the best pizza in the burg. Man, we've been getting some bad storms around here lately. Very bad. Tree actually fell through my roof. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. Luckily, I found Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service at 412-415-7331. They have over 27 years of experience, competitive pricing, and it won't break your budget. Give them a call today for all your tree-related needs. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I said that kind of sexually. Did you hear that?
You sounded soft, dude. You got more grit.
Oh. That one's for you, ladies. How much money would it take for you to give up your favorite food for the rest of your life? So I would have to give up pizza for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And every variation of it. So, like, I wouldn't be able to just eat pizza bagels or, like, pizza boats or anything like that. You got to put it all together. I don't know if there's a dollar sign on that, dude.
100,000.
No, not even fucking close, dude.
Yeah,
not even close.
$100,000.
What's your favorite food? What are you getting rid of?
Pizza by far is my favorite.
Yeah,
let's go around. Everybody's saying pizza.
It's the food I eat the most.
I love pizza.
I just ate pizza today. I went to Elio's before I came here.
I had Napoli's today.
Delicious. Do you have a price tag on pizza?
50 grand.
50 grand for the rest of your life.
I could really use it right now.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest with you. I'm not,
Yeah. I mean, so could I.
Yeah. You can make $6 grand a month. You know, if you want to fuck on OnlyFans or give up pizza.
I honestly think we're talking about $5 or $6 million.
Oh, dude, I was thinking like $500,000.
You're
$500,000? You guys are fucking insane.
Dude, I'm
you said $100 grand.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you are shooting for the moon. Like,
dude,
it's the rest of my life.
I love pizza.
What if I live really long?
There isn't too many things that bring me happiness anymore, and like pizza's like really up there.
Yeah,
so,
it's the most versatile food in the fucking world.
I get it. I'm a pizza connoisseur. I eat pizza.
Dude, I got a pepperoni meatball from ILO's.
Sounds delicious.
On Sunday, dude. It was, dude, right
That's
out
what
of the
I mean.
oven.
So, like,
it was good.
Think about that.
Yeah.
You got to think about that. Like, it's Saturday
Yeah, you got to up your
afternoon,
price, boys.
Sunday,
You guys are cheap.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with
And you're like,
100
oh,
grand.
man, what can I go? Like, what? There's nothing that could, like, substitute for that. Like,
No,
you
there's
can't do
not.
bagels. You can't do, like, boats. You got to take that all off the table, dude. I honestly don't know if I would fucking do it because, like, I don't know, man. I love pizza.
No, I mean, you could buy me off, but it ain't for fucking 50 or 100.
You're saying
I'm holding
500?
out. I'm saying, yeah, $500,000 I could do that.
100 grand I could give up pizza for the rest of my life. And I'd, you know.
$5 million.
Hey,
$5
million. You're allowed to say
Sure
whatever
number,
you want. Yeah,
cuz.
true number.
Yeah, and I feel bad about it too. Like it's making me sad right now. It's a hypothetical, and me thinking about like having to give up. It has to be $5 million tax free.
Cash.
Yep, that
Venmo me.
And I, dude, I wouldn't be. I swear, I don't think I'd be happy about it. And it's not like I have $1 million by any fucking means. It's just like
You'd be happy at first, and then like after the first year, you'd be like, dude, I could kill for a pizza.
That's
right
what I
now.
mean. I don't even know if I would say like, all right, you go out and fucking party. You wake up the next day. What do you go eat?
You're eating a lot of hamburgers.
Burgers or like, dude.
Bunch of glizzies.
Yeah.
Fire on them
Glizzy sucking your beard down with a glizzy.
You'll be calling me Z Glizzy.
Glizzy.
Yeah. Like, Z Glizzy, who you with? Like, motherfucking grit.
If you could get shit-faced with any U.S. president, who would it be?
Anyone?
Any U.S. president, who you getting it in with?
I thought you said resident first. I say I know a couple
president.
non-residents. Let me think. I would have to say, I would say George Bush, the second George Bush.
He'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, he. After I seen Vice, you know what I mean. I was like, yeah,
He's a wild card, but he's sober.
Right, but like, I get to have him when he was
okay.
You get him at his prime.
Yeah, you're getting shit-faced with him.
Yeah.
Like they're not. Yeah.
He liked to have a good time. You know, if I was not that
Dude,
I.
John Kennedy was. I mean,
You would think
he
you
could
know
have.
JFK.
that's a good pick.
Yeah, that was probably. I was leaning towards.
He
JFK.
always had some. You know.
You guys might not believe this one. I might say Slick Willie, dude. Bill Clinton, like the dummy dust, dude.
That's
He
a
had a
good
good
one.
old-fashioned time.
he in the
loved
dummy
Hooters.
dust?
Was he the dummy dust?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows.
His,
that.
yeah, his
Everybody in Greenfield knows that.
Yeah, I
Bill
might go
Clinton.
He
Slick.
was cutting houses.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
He's the one that dumped that shit in the middle of the street.
Oh, I'm gonna have to dump that in the middle of the street.
Bill Clinton.
Davis just
loves
dropping him-
the dummy
Yeah.
dust. Fucking man. I think Trump would probably get annoying quick because he would just like
Talk about himself the whole
the
time,
whole
yeah.
time. Obama,
But he would talk mad shit.
he
That'd
would
be
talk
fine.
mad.
It'd be
yeah,
funny
you get him
at
all
first.
fucked up. Joey B.
He'd be asleep by 7.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
Well, if you got him in his prime, it's
I mean, you can go back to any president,
Yeah.
right?
Still suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool to like go back to like George Washington, like tell
Herbert
me what,
Hoover.
Yeah, tell me what's
Yeah.
going on back then, buddy. But at the same time, you know,
They said Lyndon Johnson used to get it in
Lyndon Johnson a cannon.
a little bit.
Wait, what
I
was
mean,
the
he
what was
a
the
drinker.
big fat guy that was the president? Oh, come on, Larry, you're a fucking Eagle Scout. You should know this.
Abraham Lincoln. would be-
Taft. Was it Taft? Yeah.
Oh, Bobby Taft.
Yeah, I think he's the first one that had a
William.
William Taft.
William.
He had a first one in a bathtub because he would get all hammered and have to sober up in it.
Grant used to like to.
Ulysses S. Grant, yeah, he's a war hero. He likes to
He
drink.
a
What
little
more do you
He's a
want?
whiskey guy.
That makes two of us.
Ronnie Reagan would be a good time, I think. He was an actor.
He had a lot of stories for
yeah,
it,
a lot of stories. I don't know. They probably all suck, to be honest with you. You're a weirdo if you want to be a politician, especially president. So, would you rather spend the rest of your life blind or the rest of your life inside of Olive Garden? So you're blind forever or you're inside of Olive Garden forever?
Inside of Olive Garden. That's easy. I love breadsticks.
I was going to say, their salad dressing's pretty fucking good.
Being
Being blind. But you could, am I looking out the windows? I can still look out the windows?
At the Olive
Well,
Garden.
I mean,
yeah.
At the Olive Garden?
Yeah, the Olive
you're
Garden. You're
just
not
in there.
blind, but you're in there. You don't have a fucking bed. You don't. There's a restaurant. You have other people. There's other fucking customers in there. But you could drink yourself into a stupor every fucking day
no,
too.
that's what I was to say. Is my bill paid?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not in there. Yeah, you have free access to all the
I'd rather
breadsticks,
do
all
that
the
to be
salad.
blind.
And I
What
don't
are you
have
gonna
to
do?
work.
Where are you gonna go when you're blind? Everything could look like the Olive Garden. You don't know anyway.
I think you could probably get used to. I mean, people get used to being blind.
Right.
Obviously,
I know some people. I know a guy in particular that's blind. He listens to the podcast. He's a real good dude, and I mean, he has a he's really well adjusted. I mean,
Right,
he has a
the
good
people
life.
have pretty normal lives that are blind.
So that is true. Now I think about it, I think that's a tough one. I would.
Just being on
Did you ever have their tour of Italy?
The tour of Italy is good eating.
It's man.
It's
You gotta be
it's
super
the
high.
chicken parm, it's the
lasagna.
lasagna, and what's the third one?
It's the Alfredo, isn't it? The Alfredo pasta. I
It
believe.
might be a pasta, yeah. But man, yeah, that shit is delicious. But that shit's gonna get old pretty quick. You're gonna be 400 fucking pounds too.
Yeah, that was obviously just a fucking joke. But
Well, we're working through this. I'm trying to like figure it out. You would be a pig. You're not
huge,
leaving.
an alcoholic,
Big fat pig.
Unless
Yeah, I
now,
ain't
does
got-
one of the waiters sell cocaine at said Olive Garden?
Wouldn't that be torture? Just all coked up in a fucking Olive Garden?
Oh no!
Nah, would it be bad?
No,
Can my friends come?
Or can I at least talk to someone?
Yeah, right. I don't have to talk to the dishwasher the whole time.
Surely
do I?
be all coked out doing the.
Well,
wiener
yeah, you
talk?
would have to like, and like the staff would probably end up like hating you because you're there all the time and you're drunk and coked up, and
Or would they love me?
or they probably love you for a while.
Well, you're there.
It'd
so,
be
like,
love-hate.
If you don't like them, fuck it.
I'll fire 'em.
You don't have to, you don't have the power to fire them, but you're like, dude, this chick hates Shirley and she keeps bitching about. We gotta get rid of her.
You could sabotage people all day long. You have
Right.
nothing better to do.
That would be your like life, dude. It'd be like a reality show where you're just trying to, get back at people or play the upper hand on people.
I think Olive Garden's open 365 too. I don't think they shut it down over at the OG for anything.
Yeah, what if it's like a Monday and it's closed? What are you gonna do? Just chill with the Olive Garden?
I'll tell you what, you're living inside of
You got
Olive
cable
Garden.
TV.
You don't give a fuck who the president is, how the economy's
That's
doing.
true.
You don't give a fuck about weather, traffic, news, anything. Kevin Benson, nothing fucking matters. You're fucking. I don't know. It seems like
Just
I'm
a
on-
supply chain with the
Yeah,
chicken parms.
listen,
That's all I need.
If you give me a prescription of OxyContin, I have a full service bar, and I can eat all Olive Garden I can. I'm not going to care about too much.
I think everybody's like, fuck being blind. We're just listen. I don't even need that extreme of an option. I'll just hang out at the Olive Garden for fucking no reason.
Yeah, your
I'll
friends-
be like the dude from the Raiders
Your-
that hangs out at PF Chang's
You'll
all
still
the
have
time.
you still have a cell phone. You have your fantasy draft there. Like, come in the Olive Garden, fellas. Yeah, your friends will come visit you. Your family can come visit you.
You could
I'd have my
definitely
own
still
section.
You could
Yeah.
definitely still get coups.
Yeah, because you'd be kind of famous.
How
Like,
else are they
you
going
would
to become
definitely be-
waitresses?
You would definitely. What'd you say?
How else are they going to become waitresses? Dude? You got to run the gauntlet.
You definitely be famous on like TikTok because you live in an Olive Garden. So like you get some money there. I don't know. Like you said though, you don't need money. Yeah, maybe Olive Garden would be like it takes all the stress of life away.
Yeah.
because you can't go anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. It's not sounding too bad to be honest with you.
You might not even want your cell phone. Like, I don't even want to know what's going on out there. All I care about is what's going on here. Where's my soup and where's my salad?
Yeah. Like, Chrissy, we're out of Crown Royal. Put that on the order for next week.
Yeah. That's not a flyer sitting in the bathroom.
Yeah. Who touched my blood?
Yeah, Fernando, was that you?
You would go smoke joints with the cooks like out back and shit like that.
right.
Man, that doesn't sound too bad. Yep, no, I'm in. Olive Garden it is. Would you rather have a tiny hot leprechaun you could fuck whenever, or a leprechaun's gold worth $250,000? So you have a tiny hot leprechaun that's your leprechaun. You get to fuck her whenever you want, like leprechaun size, or you could have $250,000. I'm taking a leprechaun because the money you can make on OnlyFans fucking a tiny leprechaun compared to $250,000 is not even close, dude.
Well, I like your. It's your mind is in the right place.
Business
But, so is this?
mind.
Does anybody like know that you're banging this?
Everybody knows about your leprechaun.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I mean, I guess
And she's hot.
you don't have
Is
to.
Rosa jealous though?
No. Take that aspect out of it. I guess everybody
We'll
doesn't
find
have
out next week when she listens to your answer here, Mike.
I guess you don't have to let everybody know about your tiny leprechaun. But like, I think the benefit would let everybody know because then like you go on the Tonight Show like, yeah, this is my tiny leprechaun I fuck, shit like that. You know what I mean? You're on MTV.
It's like Tinkerbell.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
the only one fucking her, right?
Yeah, it's your tiny leprechaun.
Yeah.
She's not a leprechaun whore.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to like let your other friends
You
pound
hoeing her out.
pound on your tiny leprechaun. But if I have a tiny leprechaun, I'm the only one fucking that tiny leprechaun.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Would you let other dudes fuck your tiny leprechaun?
If we could switch, like if you had a tiny leprechaun and I had a tiny leprechaun and you were
Would
like,
they both look alike?
No,
oh, they'd be similar to leprechauns.
I mean, in my mind, they have like reddish hair, right?
Hey,
well, you're being a little stereotypical there, Johnny.
I'm just saying.
The Irish don't like that.
The Irish have red hair.
They look like fucking Larry. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think I'd probably just want to fuck my own tiny leprechaun, because then you still have your lady and everything
Yeah.
too. So like, but yeah, $250,000. That ain't that much money. You could make that back in OnlyFans.
How
Fucking
tiny's tiny?
A leprechaun size, John. Fucking. Like,
I've never met one before.
I mean, what the fuck?
He
You never seen a
said
leprechaun?
it so matter-of-factly, like, leprechaun size, John. What are you, an idiot?
Yeah, not like Tinkerbell.
Like Chucky doll, like a
yeah,
Chucky
like
doll?
a Chucky doll.
Like the same one. is
Make
in
your
the
pecker
movie.
look
Leprechaun,
huge.
yeah, a
the
fucking
leopard.
leprechaun, yeah, the same
Yeah,
size.
heard me ass.
Yeah.
Is he a pirate?
No, remember the leprechaun? He's a
The leprechaun in the hood.
Yeah,
What a weird-
Leprechaun in the hood.
What a
yeah.
weird flick that was.
with iced tea. But so yeah, so like I mean, I like Jack's theory. He brought that to the table. The 250, like yeah, you would blow it away on OnlyFans. Not only that, we could like bring the little leprechaun on the podcast. We'd be going viral. People would
Yeah.
want to like hang
Plus
out.
all the money
The
you'd save on
TikTok,
prostitutes.
YouTube. Yeah.
Where do you keep
You
the
could
little
monetize
leprechaun?
the
Do you,
fuck
like-
of that tiny little leprechaun.
Yeah.
What's
You
that?
just keep it in the basement?
No, you keep it in a cupboard.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Just right up in a cupboard.
Wait, don't they live at the end of a rainbow or something?
It'd be like so. It would be like stone.
That's where they find the gold, idiot.
Yeah. So you're saying like the other in the movie Leprechaun, he had to have his medallion on to be alive. So like with your hot leprechaun, would she be like you take the medallion off and she'd be stone?
It's your leprechaun, bro.
What is
I
this,
don't-
like the movie
no,
Mannequin?
Yeah, no, you're reading too much
Great
into
movie.
it. If you
Great fucking movie.
no, it doesn't. It's not like a. I mean, I guess it's magical. It's a leprechaun, but like, no, yeah, it doesn't have to.
Have you
like,
ever
something
met a
like that. You don't have to
non-magical
worry about your
leprechaun?
leprechaun turning into stone.
No, but that would be cool because then you turn into stone. Then
Oh,
it's
and then wake it up
freeze-
again.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, if that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
Put it on the shelf.
Hypothetical. But yeah, I'd probably just throw it in a cabinet or like a locker or something like
The
that.
Indian in the cupboard.
Yep. Go get it in the morning. You can leave it in there for a couple days if you don't need it.
If you don't need it,
You know what I mean? It's your fucking tiny leprechaun.
you can do whatever you want with it.
Give me 1 second here. I forgot what we were doing.
That's not a problem.
Would you rather be blind or dickless? Dickless.
Dickless? I mean dickless. Yeah.
Dickless.
I'd rather be blind.
Blind.
100%.
I
Nah,
need to see.
dickless.
Dude, listen.
Listen, okay, let me wait. If you're dickless, are you still getting like horny? Like you have the feeling like you need to jerk off because you don't
Yes.
have a dick. But like,
you still have fucking. You still have like.
But you just not you can do about it.
Yeah, I mean you don't. No, so my theory is if you're blind, you could just bang anything and she could tell you she's pretty. You don't know.
But well, yeah, but I mean,
yeah, but you're still blind.
But yeah,
so what? You still
That's
have
a
a
hard
dick.
life, but so's not having a dick.
Yeah, I'd rather be blind
I
than
think
dickless.
you would get used to. I don't know.
Well, how do you get used to being dickless? You gotta sit down and pee all the time.
but if it,
You would still have to like piss. You know
yeah,
what I
you'd
mean?
have a little tube.
You
or
did what?
something.
But if you don't have a dick, what do you have? Like, what do you?
You got a
your
tube
vagina?
for pissing.
You got a little
tube.
like
You got a
yeah,
little
you got a little fucking
Like
like,
an
That's what I
Audi.
call my dick.
You just pee in a
tube.
a
funnel.
little micro fucking
Like an
thing.
Audi.
Yeah.
But I would rather be dickless. I'm friends with a dude that's blind. You know what I mean? Like
You should ask him this question.
It's hard getting around. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. I mean, he's actually like thrives. He's an awesome dude. My buddy Steve, he's a real cool dude. But
I feel like most people do figure it out, but
Like
fuck.
Ray Charles.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. Like he's grabbing their wrist.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
see
is
if
she a
they're
fat
fat.
chick or
I mean,
not? I don't know.
right? And he was
Did you,
a
ever see,
jet
did
work.
you ever see his wife? Like in a
Generational
picture?
talent. No.
Was she hot?
No.
Yeah.
In the movie, she was.
Hey,
And I
do you
showed a
think he
picture
knew
of her.
that?
No,
No?
he didn't. No, but she was skinny.
You think he gave a fuck?
I couldn't play video games no more. I could. It was a
You
lot.
could rub your meat though all day long.
But I get. I mean, dude, how many times? I'm 40 years old. How many times can I rub my meat?
Because you'd just be listening to porn instead of fucking
Right. I
watching
couldn't
porn.
even watch porn. I couldn't video games. So porn would be eliminated either way.
You can listen to it.
I can't.
All your senses get
I
heightened.
can't drive anywhere. I can't I have no
You
freedom.
just got your license.
I know.
You couldn't drive anywhere until 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. That's another reason why.
Yeah, right. You're you're gonna need to drive more than you are gonna
And
need.
you
that
can't-
Take my
sack.
eyes,
Where
leave
you,
the dick.
Where you gonna
Yeah.
work at?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need my dick.
I mean, I need it. I just if you had to pick between the two.
Yeah, this is where we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
So you're still riding the blind
100%. Take my eyes, leave my pecker.
All right.
I'd much rather see than have a dick. for sure. Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
These are tough questions today.
They are.
Neither one.
I could say
where I get these questions from. What is this? Year 4, year 3?
Yeah.
How many years have we
This
been
is
doing
our
this?
3rd year doing it.
It's getting a little thin. I gotta find a new honey hole for questions.
I think I got something next week. Remind me, I got a deck of these things. The weird thing is, if you either way, all it's gonna do is like, I think I'd actually rather know when, because like the how thing would fucking freak me out even more.
Man, I totally disagree. I think.
Let me just say my point to that. So if you're telling me if I would go how or when, I'm going to compare it like this. Say they say, heart attack. So like, or you know what I mean? Now, if I'm like thinking like, oh, I'm going to wonder when I'm going to have a heart attack. If I just know when, I can at least enjoy my life up until that and plan for it better.
Yeah, but if it's a heart attack or cancer or something like that, you could get that. That shit could happen to you when you're 90. If you find out when you're gonna die, like, all right, you're gonna die when you're 42 years old, and all of a sudden you have like a year and a half left, that's fucked.
I get what you're saying.
If they say, okay, you're gonna die in a plane crash, well, I'm gonna avoid planes as much as I fucking can.
That's an advantage for
you
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the one day I'm be.
But can you change it? If
no.
Then you're.
Well, I guess. I mean,
right, you're right. Yeah, I'll hit that plane when I'm 90. You're right.
Or one day you get in a car accident, you get life flighted, and the life flight crashes. That's how you end up dying, but you don't know that.
The plane crashes on you or something.
Right.
Yeah,
that would be my kind of luck. Like, I'm taking a shit.
Like Final Destination, you can't stop what day this is going to happen.
Or I'm blind and jerking off, and a plane hits me.
I mean, I wouldn't want to know either, but just for me,
I wouldn't want to know either.
If I had to pick the one, I guess I kind of like to know when, because I could do anything that I always wanted to do.
Yeah, but then I feel like you would be worried about that time coming up all the time.
I think there'd be some acceptance would come in and be like, dude, there'd be a period. I do.
There'd always be some denial with it, like,
right.
Yeah, maybe they're wrong.
They both fucking suck.
But I'd be like, man, there'd be at least if you get the right perspective, you could make the most out of the time you have.
Yeah, okay, I got so many days left. Let me make every one count.
After you're going to be 75, you're like, oh, okay, or hopefully something like that. Hopefully it ain't nothing soon. You know what I mean? It's like, all right,
75, that ain't that old either.
That's not old at all. Dude.
No, but at least it's 35 years away.
Yeah, so I just seen a clip of Dana White saying, like, there's this doctor where they could take your blood and run your DNA through this fucking machine, and they could kind of, like, determine, like, a ballpark of when you're going to die. And he said he fucking did it. And he said the dude gave him, like, 10 and a half years or some shit like that. Like, why would you do it?
Yeah, they can do, like, a DNA to see, like, what you're more susceptible to. And,
right,
like, how
I guess
they
then
can
it's,
adjust.
like, odds.
Right, but they can adjust. It's like, that's how they do regenerative.
Yeah, but
like
I subscribe to the school of ignorance is bliss. I don't want to know nothing about that shit.
But you're in a
No, I understand it. But what he's saying, like, you take that test and they're going to tell you.
Yeah, I'm
that.
never taking.
I don't want to know.
I'm not taking the test because I don't think it's going to
that.
say exactly when you're going to die. I think it can help you be preventative on a lot of things.
That's
But the only thing I was talking to Mike about today is like the prostate exam. I don't want to be one of the people that like gets prostate cancer because I don't want somebody to stick a finger up my ass. But at the same time, my brother-in-law is my doctor.
Yeah, so he won't tell nobody if you like it.
Right, but I'm like, I wanted to get the physical, and he had like the lube and the thing. He was like, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "No."
Was it? Did he have the 2-finger pistol ready?
Doctor,
I mean, dude, he's a doctor. You got to do what you got to do.
I'd be a liar if I thought like that. I know to talk about that. I don't go to Dave. Doesn't take my insurance anymore, so I don't go to Dave anymore. But I thought about the same thing. Like, that's going to be awkward as fuck when, like, Dave has to put his finger in my... You could always go to, like, a specialist.
He's going to have to, like, if he thinks, like, the time is like, listen, dude, you can't put this off anymore. Or get the nurse practitioner. She got little hands, little fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what's her ring
like,
size?
Like, Dave, like, dude, we can't hang out after you stick your finger up my ass.
so much shit up my ass.
Yeah, it doesn't bother you anymore.
You don't know it's up there, John.
Jack will let everybody
I'm
fucking check
certainly
it out.
sure I'm going to know.
This whole room could get in my ass right now if they wanted to. Don't mess around.
No, but
with
I
that.
would honestly, I would rather have Dave do it. He'd be so cool about it. He'd buy me a drink afterwards. It'd be great. Maybe before.
Jack said he could have King Charles's face sausage up his ass. He wouldn't even
his whole fist up there.
Yeah,
that
big
might be a
red
party.
swollen fist. Yeah. Now
I don't know if you can call that a doctor's exam anymore. That's just a Saturday night.
Yeah. Come on in, boys. Open for business.
Yeah, but when you say ignorance is bliss, you don't mean like don't go to the doctor at all.
No. I'm saying like what he was saying about getting that test done, and they give you a general idea of what's going to kill you. Well, like I don't know, man. Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance
for me.
is like a lot of like our dads and shit like that. Ignorance is bliss. Like, well, I don't go to the doctor, so all they do is tell you bad news. That's fucking idiotic.
That's my dad, 100%.
Yeah. My dad
he had
says
to
the
fight
same
with
shit.
Dave.
Your dad says the same.
He had to fight with Dave. Dave's like, oh, see, Joe, dude, it's cool, man. He's like, I do this all the time. It doesn't bother me. He's like, well, it bothers me, motherfucker.
So Dr. Dave fingered Aussie
No,
Joe?
Aussie Joe wasn't down with it.
He wasn't down with it.
So he's never been fingered?
He said
he had to go get the fucking, what do you call it? Colonoscopy.
You're
Well, they
asleep for
stick the
that.
camera up.
I'd rather that.
He's like,
I'll do whatever I got.
He was
dude.
like, he's like, hey, I ain't gonna be here Thursday. I'm like, why? What are you doing Thursday? I got fucking rotor-rooter coming up my fucking asshole. That's what.
Yeah, the prostate exam seems a little outdated to me. I feel like it's just colonoscopy now.
Can't you just like take a blood?
No, you could smear your shit on a fucking napkin and send it in, and they give you like.
I'll do that.
Let's go get the.
They do. They have that thing, and it gives you like if you're prone to colon cancer or whatever. And so you shit on a stick literally, and then send it in.
What? Wait, they take a stool sample?
Yeah, like you shit. They give you a kit at home. You shit. And I don't know if you like shit in a cup and send it in, or you fucking mix it with.
It sounds like something chicks would sell on OnlyFans or something.
That's what it is.
You got a little extra?
Yeah. So, did you
fire that on eBay?
It was blue cheese. Some chick. Orlovsky's selling his fucking farts on Monday night.
He's pulling his soiled
Monday night
underwear.
fart ball, dude. He's just dropping blue cheese, fucking driplets in there, selling them for like $200 a pop, dude.
He was like, they told me 2 streams of income, 2 streams of income.
You think Danny O's just a little freak a leak and he's trying to get people? Yeah, I
He
can see that.
He might have got an old fashioned before that. He might have went and got his old rotor-rooter cleaned out at a massage parlor. They went 2-finger deep on him, and they were pumping him up. He comes out, his asshole's like loose change. He's just dropping quarters out of that motherfucker. He's like, I think it was blue cheese. Like, you just got your fucking orifice blown out.
Dude, that's hard to, dude.
I think I got to schedule a colonoscopy.
King Charles just fisted him.
Yeah, you might want to get on that.
Hey, Eagle Tits, schedule him a colonoscopy.
I think about it every time. I'm like, why do I just keep pissing? But I do drink a lot of water.
John pissed 100 times. I'm like, cuz I think your prostate's swollen. And we're walking into Kogo's. This old lady's walking out. He's like, it might be. And she just turned around and looked at both of us like we're nuts.
John's like, can you check his out for me real quick? Let me see your fingers.
I mean, we're the age, man.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Man, this took a fucking turn for a weird, huh?
But
I would do that blood test to have them check everything.
Yeah. That actually makes sense.
Yeah, to say like, listen, dude, your levels are low here.
Is that a rich people thing, or is that something?
I think it's a new age thing. You have to pay out of pocket for it.
Yeah, Dr. Sinclair.
It's like 23andMe.
It's it's no insurance. Like it's a straight cash job right now.
30,000.
That's a good thing because now that you're saying that, like if there's something you could do to prolong your life or prevent something, like hey man, you gotta stop your cholesterol. Like this could bring this on. You know
I don't want to have
right,
super
but most of
long
that
life
shit's
either.
hereditary.
Huh?
Like like if everybody in your family has high blood pressure or something, like you're susceptible to high blood pressure.
Right, but there will be probably measures you could take, like hey, stop doing this.
Right, yeah, don't eat bacon every day, and that can help.
Right.
I wouldn't take the test because God forbid what they tell you, man.
I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I've been doing all
They'd be
right.
like, stop watching porn. But what the fuck? Stop taking.
How did you know from my
Take
DNA?
my eyes.
They'd be like, don't take Viagra anymore. But I look like a red tomato pincushion. Like,
Yeah, like someone would say, like, "Hey, man, you got to quit eating pizza." I'm like, "Oh,
I guess I'm gonna die soon.
Well,
It was
we agree
nice
to
knowing
disagree.
you.
I had
Yeah.
a good run.
What'd you say? I got 10 left.
I'm an idiot for giving you money for this test for you to
Right
tell me
now
I
I'm
can't
30
eat
grand
pizza."
in the hole.
Yeah.
yeah, it should only be good news only. Like, yeah, I can pay you all this money. Just lie to me.
That's what
And they
Dana,
just
well,
gave
that's
you a
what
blank
Dana,
sheet of
that's what
paper.
Dana White said. He said he was like calling the dude, and dude wasn't getting back to him. It was taking a little longer than he thought. And then the dude called him like, "Hey, I'm gonna fly to you and bring you the news personally." And Dana White was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
dude?
stay there. I don't want to know.
Never
Can you
mind."
refund me? I got a receipt.
Yeah, I'll give you another fucking 20 grand. Just lie to me.
Right. All right.
Everyone, have a great week. And remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.